They've both been here before, but never on opposite sides. A personal relationship eclipsed by a century of history. And now the student is home, looking to start his own legacy. Will the student become the master? If so, then it begins tonight. Yeah, you can call it bias, or what history calls it. Dominance, supremacy, dynasty. Damn straight. It's volatile and uncertain, intense and unknown, difficult and ultimate. It's about how much it means, why it matters, when it counts, and from where it comes. You know what, man? Enough talk. It's game time.
College football mecca, Atlanta. Frigid tonight. Her streets eerily quiet. But inside the modern marvel of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it's overheated, raucous, and ready for the College Football Playoff National Championship game presented by AT&T. The Georgia Bulldogs, hungry to taste the school's first title in 37 seasons. The Alabama Crimson Tide driven to strengthen a decade-long dynasty with a fifth title in 9 years. And welcome, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. We are so proud to bring you the championship game, year 4 of the playoff era. It's about to get crazy in here. This is going to be wild with Georgia just down the road here, Kirk. Georgia and Alabama separated largely by the Chattahoochee River, but like neighbors that don't visit each other that often, just 3 previous meetings in a decade. They're both from the SEC, and we know that's a flashpoint for quite a few of you, offsetting what was otherwise a down year for the conference. About half the programs in this league are in transition or turmoil, but you can't argue these two teams earned their way here.
Yeah, it's not really about necessarily looking at it as a conference. When you look at the bracket, it's about the 4 best teams. I think a lot of us agree they put the 4 best teams in. At the end of the day, Georgia's got to beat Oklahoma in double overtime, which they did. And obviously Alabama showed a different attitude, healthy, attacking the line of scrimmage, and they took care of Clemson. And so here we are, 2 teams that happen to be from the same conference in a year where the SEC collectively is down. But these 2 teams won in the playoff. They deserve to be here tonight.
Yeah, Saban wants that same angry energy tonight. All 4 championships he's won at Alabama have come with Kirby Smart on his staff. But now in year 2 at Georgia, Smart is trying to do what no former Saban assistant has done. Pull that sword out of the stone. Break the hold that Saban's had on his ex-assistants. McElwain and Dooley couldn't do it at SEC rivals.
Yeah, Dooley with his orange pants in Knoxville couldn't get it done. You look at the rest of these coaches, some of them defensive. Will Muschamp, Mark D'Antonio, Jimbo Fisher this year in this stadium with Florida State. Of course, he's now at Texas A&M. And there's Kirby saying, all right, I'm ready to take my shot right here.
He's been in the weight room, hasn't he?
He has, doing some squats, it looks like.
So both teams, it's no coincidence that Georgia is built like Bama. I mean, they've got a stout defense. They've got a powerful running game. 2 senior captains, best friends, roommates, combined 6 touchdowns in the Rose Bowl.
Well, Thunder and Lightning is what they're really referred to by their own fan base, and Thunder would be Nick Chubb. He is such a powerful runner, a veteran guy. We saw that on display in the Rose Bowl where you could see how many yards he had after contact. He had a great game. This is maybe a turning point in the game when he ran through those tackles, got into the end zone, and then Lightning. Sony Michel, who had a wonderful game in the Rose Bowl, got out in space. He can go the distance in a hurry. I don't know if he's going to clearly have the same opportunities against Alabama, but with the way Alabama plays defense, Michel will have to make some big plays, and they're going to have to try to get him out in space. Another huge factor tonight. All week you've heard about this is a line of scrimmage game. It's going to be an old school physical game. In my opinion, the quarterback play for both teams. Jake Fromm is a true freshman. Now, we've not seen a true freshman win the national championship since 1985, Jamel Holloway. He's got to be sharp tonight with his decisions and also very accurate against a great defense.
Fromm is a prodigy. He's a small-town Georgia kid from the central part of the state. He's tough to fool, but Saban will try his best to do that. Once again, the foundation of this team He's going to try to win a sixth national championship, tie Paul Bryant, and what has been the constant stout defense. Despite a bunch of injuries, they're still number one in the country in most of the categories.
Incredible what this team has done, considering the injuries. That very first game on this field against Florida State, they had a lot of guys knocked out. That team kind of carried on throughout the year, but they placed people in there. They grew up, they matured, and I thought last week it's the best they've looked all year. They're going to set their edge on the outside, force Georgia back to the interior, kind of the teeth of the defense, and that's the strength of this defense tonight, especially against Georgia. So you think the answer is, all right, Georgia, get the ball to the outside. That's what Clemson tried. Nope, too fast at the linebacker spot, as you'll see Mack Wilson tonight, Rashaan Evans running around, and this is a big part of the game. Third down for Jake Fromm. They'll give you a lot of different looks. In this case, they brought one more than Clemson could handle. You can see it affected Kelly Bryant all night long. And so you want to put Jake Fromm, if you're Georgia, in those 2nd and 7, 3rd and 4. It's called staying on schedule. You do not want to put him at 3rd and 9 all night. That's what happened at Jordan-Hare in the first matchup against Auburn, and it really cost him.
Calling defense is Jeremy Pruitt. He's the new head coach at Tennessee. But he's going to try to do what Smart did, was win a championship in his farewell at Alabama. Jalen Hurts came close to winning a championship his true freshman season. What's the challenge for him tonight?
Well, the challenge is taking care of the football. He's got to be able to continue to do what he's done all year. One interception all season. His offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll's done a very good job of kind of calling the game, kind of complementary to the way the defense and the special teams typically give Bama an edge. That's what he did against Clemson. Tonight, I think his feet, his ability to scramble on third down, and definitely being part of the running game will be a big key for Hurts tonight.
Yeah, Daboll comes from the Belichick, Tom Brady school. They are risk averse. That's why they only have one interception. Is that going to be good enough tonight? We'll see if we get going with the Dogs and the Crimson Tide. Two neighboring states battling for that beautiful trophy here in Atlanta. Is it going to head about 3 hours to the west to Tuscaloosa, or an hour and change to the east and Athens, Georgia? The Nissan pregame rush from Atlanta is coming up next, just before kickoff.
Welcome into College Coaches Film Room here on ESPN News. So glad to have you joining us here for the College Football Playoff National Championship. Let's get you introduced to everybody that's going to be in our staff room today as we break down this game from each and every angle. We'll start to your left, my right, former Texas A&M head coach Kevin Sumlin. Welcome, Coach. Immediately to his left, Duke University head coach David Cutcliffe. Now Colorado State head coach. Welcome to you as well. Matt Luke out of the SEC and Ole Miss. You've seen this Alabama team. You've seen this Georgia team. Good to have you here as well. Pat Fitzgerald, we had to have some defense.
Yeah.
All right. So we brought some defense over.
Well, I'm a Big Ten guy, you know.
You're it. Some Big Ten tough guy defense out of Northwestern. And Coach Mike Gundy out of Oklahoma State. Welcome, Coach. Good to have you here. And Coach Sumlin, you've faced Alabama many different iterations. What's a key in this matchup you're looking for? And the rest of you guys just go ahead and play off each other.
No, you just look at the matchup. These two teams are so close, and in personnel and scheme, defensively, what they're going to do. I think it gets back to turnovers and special teams play tonight. I think you look at what both sides are going to try to do, establish the run. Alabama probably a little bit more RPO team than Georgia. Try to hit some big plays, and so the other plays, explosive plays, and special teams, I think, are going to be a big factor in this game.
Yeah, big thing is going to be, down and distance, because neither one of these teams want to be a big drop back team. They run and play action, but stand out of third and long is going to be critical, because both these guys have great rush packages and get after the quarterback. So I think staying on schedule and staying out of third and long will be critical for both teams.
Penalties become a factor on exactly what you said, and you mentioned Alabama's taking care of the ball, only had 9 turnovers, but they're the least penalized team of the two in a big way. So in this dome, in this circumstance, penalties are going to play a role in the game. You hope the officials let them play, but unforced errors will become a factor in this game.
And that's an unknown, David. When you're playing in these games, you've got a different officiating crew than maybe you've been used to in your league. It's kind of an all-star cast of officials, and sometimes those guys get caught up in the atmosphere too. You don't know how they're going to officiate the game like you would maybe in a conference championship game or maybe in your own conference.
I don't want to even know they're there. I would prefer
That's right.
that they stay in the background and let these players.
All right, we got the
decide
anthem
the
here,
schedule.
guys. We'll come back and discuss this a little bit more, so let's go ahead and listen in on the anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, as we honor our nation, please rise and welcome members of the ROTC units from the University of Georgia and the University of Alabama, joined by our President, Donald J. Trump. Please remain standing and remove your hats as our nation's colors are presented by members of the United States Marines Bravo Company, 4th Reconnaissance Battalion, Smyrna, Georgia. Here to perform our national anthem, accompanied by the inspirational voices of David Walker and High Praise, please welcome multi-platinum Grammy-winning artist Zac Brown Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrangling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back to Coach's Film Room here on ESPN News, as both the teams are being led onto the field right now by their respective head coaches, Nick Saban and Kirby Smart, with the University of Georgia and the University of Alabama. Coach Gundy, let's start with you. You've got your team on the sideline now. What are those last remaining?
Honestly, if you're on the kickoff team, you know, we got to get back to the fundamentals. We got to cover the kick, depending on how good the kicker is. Kick return, we got to make sure we possess the ball. We got to make sure we get up the field and keep the ball. And then, from an offensive standpoint, we should have put together our best 8 plays that give us the chance to start the game off right. And we need to be successful. We want it to be plays that we think they haven't seen to a certain extent, but also plays that we feel like we've been successful with to give us the best chance to get some momentum.
Gotcha. There's no doubt. I think you go through your script, and however you do it, just like you said, you want to get the looks that you think give you the best chance to be successful, but also have an opportunity to show some things that maybe you haven't shown before, see their.
They don't want to do anything in the first 5 minutes that's going to cost them the ball game.
That's right.
You're hunting normalcy. Again, you're putting on your headset and you say, hey, defense, you got me? Offense, you got me?
Everybody coming out of the tunnel. Your emotions, right?
Yeah, so your chest is pounding. You want your player.
Field.
Somebody count.
Somebody count.
And then to get back, coach, getting everybody back.
Yeah.
We're jacked up, ready to go.
Yeah, the emotion is flying high for everybody, coaches, players,
absolutely,
everybody. And you want to manage that emotion, but you also want to keep that going for momentum in the game.
And that's what's important with that quarterback has got some maturity, and also that center.
Yep.
Nobody ever talks about that. That center's got a little maturity. He's got to pull that thing back there. And those things, for me as a head coach, you think about that all the time. Because like Coach said, what you don't want is you don't want something to affect you early.
Right.
And you want to be aggressive, right? You want to say, hey, we're going to set the tone. We're going to be aggressive. We want our guys to know we're trying to win this football game.
I'll take you back. Peyton played the Seahawks when he was at Denver and New York in that Super Bowl. You remember the first snap?
Oh, yeah.
Over his head.
Right.
The rest of that game was done.
Was done.
Yeah.
So the simplest things right now, the checklist items you have, that's going on both sides right now.
Simplistic dome, coin flip.
Yes.
Weather doesn't matter, no wind.
Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, we really think about it. If we're playing outside.
Where's the air conditioning blowing it?
But no, you're playing outside in Atlanta today. It's raining. It was a little bit nasty. Could have been a factor. None of these things. So when you're talking about pregame as a coach, some of the things that you have to worry about typically, especially in our region, this time of the year, are out the window.
Both of them are going to defer.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Coach Fitz, how about the officiating crew? We got a Big Ten crew tonight. It's not the normal crew.
Well, no, it's Dan Capron, one of our best and one of the best in the country. He's actually our liaison from the Big Ten. He's a terrific man. His crew did a great job all year, but you're right, and I think this is something that's unique to bowl season. This is a all-star crew of Big Ten officials. They've been rated high enough to be in this game. This is not Dan's crew. So hopefully they did, and some of our officials during bowl practice come to our practices.
Yeah.
To be able to get up to speed, to get used to that time. The players have time off.
Right.
So do the officials.
Right.
And them getting up to the flow of the game. So should be a great officiated game.
Alabama won the toss. That's a big deal. What you said, both of them want to start this game on defense.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And with the in talking to the players, I don't know about you guys, for us in a bowl game, most officials are going to let them play.
Absolutely.
So if you need to hold a little bit, you can hold a little bit.
That's right.
Well, you can grab all you want. You can grab all you want.
Offensive guy, listen, here's the deal. I don't want the quarterback touch. If they call it, then we'll back off a little bit. But most of the talk in our history has been, hey, they're going to let them play, just like you see it in basketball games and such. So you can get away with a little bit more.
And the same thing's going to happen in the secondary in these games.
No doubt.
And these receivers, you better be ready to make competitive plays and get open because they're going to grab you, they're going to hold you.
Both those teams do that
teams,
anyway.
they're going to do that.
Yes.
Both teams. And
Even
even more tonight.
And let's see if it's done consistently throughout the whole game. Do we start letting them play, and then there's all of a sudden the DNA change where all of a sudden that thing that could have been called holding the whole game shows up on a big third down play or second half.
With aggressive secondary coverage, Pat, question I have for you is just in general philosophy, because every league's different.
Right, no doubt.
How aggressive are they going to let those defensive backs be? Because we're going to see press coverage.
We're going to see press coverage.
Are they going to let it be a contested game?
Isn't that a universal question, though? We want to see everybody we play. I mean, certain teams in all of our leagues come up and press you man-to-man. You play off man and you grab a guy, you get a flag. The guy grabs you and gets you on the turn or grabs your jersey, and it's a no call. So I think that's going to be really important early. It'll be interesting here on the kickoff. Alabama, big twist scheme. Yep. Big twist scheme. You're going to be looping guys. try to create some
What I love
confusion.
is their best players on the kickoff team, Nico
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
First play of defense. right
First
here.
play of
Yeah.
defense. He's on it.
And Tony Brown is
Tony
one
Brown,
down
he
here.
can fly.
Kick
So,
it out.
This one's not
into the
coming
corner.
out.
Everybody breathes. A little relief, kicked it out of bounds. All good. So the offense coordinator gets to set the ball where he wants, right? Left, middle, right, middle.
I'm anxious to see the cadences from both teams, just to see if they're both going to treat it like an away game. Are they both going to have silent cadences? I think they probably had to go in thinking it was going to be loud, so they're going to
Put
have
it
to
right middle. Oh no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And they're both aware of the defensive lines are good. You got to keep them off balance, right? You got to be able to change snap count with those guys.
That would be 2.
I always say left or right, and the official goes, what do you want?
It's closest to the press box.
Press
Yeah,
box
one of the press
side.
box.
Like-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
All right, so how much are we going to
Oh,
see
we spread 'em
pre-snap
out.
equal post-snap? That's
Here we go.
Thought they
Here we
started
go.
the game
Here's
at 12.
so we talked about.
Zone swing.
Pressure first play, huh?
Oh, my. There's that broken tackle.
Yep.
That's surprising they throw it to Nick Chubb.
9 jerseys on the
And
ball.
just like
9 jerseys and 11
Just like
within
number
5
20,
yards.
29.
we talked about early,
Yep.
edge pressure from Minka right off the bat.
And they had a hat for the sky safety.
Yeah,
He just missed the cut. He missed the cut.
I think that's probably an RPO there.
Yeah.
Bring the
So-
pressure, flip it out
zone
to
or
the
the
back.
swing.
If they would have played base, probably would have handed off the inside zone.
And they had versus the pressure. You had a hat for a hat, chance for a big play.
Matt, you had the point pregame about let's see
Going no
what they
huddle,
do
too. Right here.
second or third down if they go tempo to keep their sub package off.
They're still in 4 down there. The nose isn't covered.
Good ball.
Interesting to see the 2-on-2 matchup away from the center and drop back pass. The guard just got beat right there pretty quick.
Yep.
Away from the center.
Away from-
Yeah, away
without
from the way
help.
the center was working. He didn't have help. Got beat inside.
So is Cheney going to go to his chip protection that he did against?
They have to.
Or are they going to come up and bring both those guys up off the edge and chip release?
They're playing fast, huh?
It's the first
That's
third
what
down.
we talked about a little bit earlier. You're going to be able to know a lot about what the attitude is by the tempo of the snap.
With the Bear right there.
Yep.
Here comes
Got
pressure
a
right
here
here.
comes 5 1-on-1 matchup there.
3-man twist,
Got him.
inside third.
Got him on the Dumbo route, huh?
Picked off.
Wow.
Good toss. Good play. Underthrow and a great play by Tony Brown right there.
Well, the hit on the quarterback
Yes, sir.
created the underthrow.
Yes.
Getting that Bear for O-line, it creates 5 1-on-1 matchups.
There's no doubt.
You know,
You
that's,
can rewind this right
The weak
here.
side, the weak side twist too to add to it.
yeah, so you got 5 you got 5 guys covered down right there. So all O-linemen are going to be covered up.
At the one-on-one matchup, playing single high. You got it right. Good call on.
They got the right.
Left guard got beat again.
He could step into his throw, coach.
Nope. Yeah, but we got our hands on the ball there.
And if you're Georgia, that's what you want. You want that one-on-one matchup.
And you're
You got
not
a chance to
discouraged
make
by
a
that.
play.
Yeah, it's a turnover, but
You're going to have jump balls, right? You're going to have to win your share of these against them. Right?
There's the guy we're talking about before the game. 94.
He's really, really good. He's a returning starter, been around a long time.
he's been a
Very
problem
good
for a
player.
lot of folks.
Now they come out empty.
The interesting thing is Georgia, the running football team, three downs.
Little power read right there.
You know, the players are wondering some. They do. Young quarterback throws a interception, true freshman in his first series. We're going to see what happens. What Alabama does with this ball will be interesting.
Good safe play there for Alabama, the first play, right, for him. Athletic quarterback. Another safe play for him. Athletic.
Plays to start it off
Completion
with.
there, Coach Gundy.
That's the quarterback coach right there.
That's completion.
That should go to the run
count that as a deep throw.
No doubt.
He's looking
That should
at
be
5-man
run stats
protection.
right
I want the
there.
ball thrown down the
It's
field.
called high percentage.
Yeah.
Nice block on the
It's
edge by the
2 for 2.
tight end.
Yep,
Get
good
it
job on
started.
the tight end. It's going to be one-on-one with number 1 and the
Got to
safety
feel like you
there.
make that play and put him in 3rd and 10, right?
There's definitely a display of speed right there, man.
Another safe
What
play.
a catch.
Great catch.
Interesting 3 perimeter plays right there to start the game.
Very similar to the play we drew up. You know, where we're talking about the zone read, the arc, and then they actually threw the pass off of it.
And you getting the ball to players.
Playing with tempo, right?
Both teams.
Both sides. Yeah.
Both teams.
Both sides are
Both teams.
This
are
is
pushing
definitely
it.
a script right
They're
here.
pushing it.
And obviously they're getting the ball to Ridley right here. They're getting the ball to their players.
3 different formations.
There's the plus one run right there.
+1.
Away from full tackle.
So they're going through their script now, right? Seeing how they're lining up to those different looks.
Giving them different formations, giving them a little bit of motion, inside, outside, and inside. The first time they go inside inside with the quarterback.
Lead zone.
Lead zone with the quarterback.
7 blockers on 6 players.
Great vision by him.
You can see this formation from both teams. It's odd front.
Took a shot, right?
Yeah.
It's a good job by Georgia there.
Yep.
Right?
Great
They're going to take a shot and try to get a cheap
off.
one, yeah.
They knew they were going to get that 0 nose and 12 personnel,
Yes, sir.
so a great chance to take it down the field because they knew they were going to get their run defense. Interesting. Run it to get it third and manageable, or they're going to try to get it right
I
here.
would run the football right here, this area of the field, to make sure I've got a more manageable third down.
Split in the boundary.
There it is.
Yeah,
Counter.
counter.
It hurt Georgia last week.
Yep.
It's a nice tackle right there.
Right now, Georgia's subbing. Right now, you see the guys going off the field. They're getting into their dime package, trying to get their.
Did Alabama no huddle when y'all played them? Or they no huddle?
They did.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
No chain speeds. So, you know.
Nice play by the safety though coming down. He's the free player. Did a nice job. There's the split.
There's the
2-3
split.
techniques.
Where's 3?
Up line
3's in the
backwards.
slot.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll challenge the A-gap, switch right either side
Drop out
of the
which way
center,
the center goes,
obviously.
maybe.
It's interesting,
Calvin Ridley right there in the slot, guys.
Yep.
2 defensive coaches both playing fast.
Yep. Dropping out, playing zone there. Cover 3.
He's got him. He had Ridley. Did you see that?
They did.
Made a play.
That's what we
That's
talked
number
about.
2. Yep.
That's right.
Making a play
That's
on
what we
third
talked
down.
about pregame. I mean, you got great coverage.
He had Ridley in the slot right there.
He actually had good protection, really, which allowed him to choose his escape rather than being forced.
Right out that side door there.
I mean, you look.
2 hands on the ball, too.
He has done an
It's a big
exceptional job this year of protecting the ball. You've seen time after time, even in the red zone, high or low, where guys are open, and he elects to keep it.
So that was a speed sweep or the counter. Right the other way,
Reading
right?
the end on
Yes.
the left.
Yep.
And that may be the
Squeezes,
best
he gets it.
defensive player on the field right there. Nobody else makes that play.
They're reading the end over there on the left.
Overhang out there.
Yep.
A good blocking on the perimeter, too.
They're going to come back now because they had good numbers to the boundary, too, if he kept it.
Playing really fast.
That's
They're
that
in about,
formation.
this is about
Outside the
play
boundary.
9.
Yep. Wheel right. Yep.
Got him.
Oh, boy. Oh. There's the criticism.
They're trying to have a little follow with the number 2 receiver. Yep. The back out of the backfield. Too.
Slug out.
Right down the pipe.
Yep.
4 out
Have a
to the
2-3
field.
exchange.
Yes.
Potentially, did he not get
Pretty well covered until the corner.
I think they're trying to work. I think they're trying to work the inside of the field. He saw one-on-one with Ridley outside and took a shot.
the shot?
Yep.
Really good protection too by Alabama's O-line. It's pretty good pocket.
3rd and long again.
Yep. And 8.
3-by-1 again. That's nasty.
They may come after him this time.
Yeah,
Here they come.
Here they come.
Right out.
Decision with the ball.
A good stop.
Good stop.
Yep.
Yanks to see Papanassis
turnover?
here.
Is this a sure thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe not. What we saw
Defensively, this
last
is a win.
Yeah.
Right? We turned it over. We're going to hold them to 3 or less. That's a win.
Really good job there, keeping leverage outside by 7, right? Worst thing you can do is get pinned inside and let 2 get outside, as athletic as he is.
You see 3rd and long, neither one of these teams want to get into a drop back game. So
No.
you see them immediately move in the pocket, try to take some pressure off the line there. Papanassis was with us at Ole Miss and grad transfer to Alabama.
Bad snap.
Good start.
Got it done.
Uh-oh. Jump over.
Did we
push?
rough somebody or hold?
Ball start.
Oh, no. Did you hit the center?
Oh,
right
no,
tight
they
end.
procedure penalty.
Right tight end flinched a little bit.
There's your first noise circumstance.
Yep.
Yeah.
That and also they blocked the field goal against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's a little different circumstance for this kicker now.
Tight end double bumper. Let's see if he's.
in protection, I mean, this play can't be taken for granted. It did win the national championship for them.
He missed it. That's a big stop.
There's the penalties you're talking about.
That's it.
There's your headphone conversation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's good.
You see Nick headed down there, going to have a little conversation.
And we'll have a little conversation about that one. I was good with Alabama players that needed to
If I'm not mistaken, the guy that jumped off sides was a defensive end, playing tight end on the PAT field goal.
Yep, 92.
Not used to the crowd noise, not used to the situation.
Again, philosophical decisions that we make. Do we put defensive linemen at tight end on the PAT field goal? Right.
Bigger bodies.
Right.
Exactly.
I know.
Bigger
Right.
bodies.
And now, does that end up being a big play in this game? And most of us do it.
I think what's really interesting is what you guys were talking about earlier. You've got two guys who know each other, and the two head coaches who are defensive guys, going with tempo, right? Going fast,
Getting on the perimeter.
trying to lock personnel on the field so they know what they're getting. It's really interesting because we've had 18 snaps on both teams in less than maybe 6 minutes of the game. So locking down personnel, trying to move the ball and going fast with two guys that know each other, it's just a little bit different for defensive head coaches.
They're in 12 here. They're in 12 here. 12
And Alabama
Somebody said
making
that on the
Georgia.
sideline. So, hey, we're getting ready to go run football.
And Alabama making Georgia tackle on the perimeter.
Yep.
See if you can
I
tackle.
don't know, they're going to go 4 open out of 12 personnel right here. They're going to motion 83 in here and run some kind of zone. There he goes.
I got you, Coach.
Yeah, there we go.
There's
There's a formation. Which is exactly what we talked about.
RPO, conflict player.
Yep.
Nice.
This is exactly what we talked about pregame.
Outside zone with a little double slant.
That was done really well.
Reading
by a
the inside
young
backer
quarterback.
right there.
Yep.
Outside leverage on the
delivery.
slot. Let me take you. That's an easy throw.
Easy throw.
Good catch.
Yeah, good. Nice yard after catch.
I think when they get in that zero nose outside zone is going to be big for them because it gets them moving a little bit.
Got to make a move.
You got to just
Pre-snap alignment gave that one away, huh, son?
Well, they're so quick. Alabama can't get the call then.
Now they go to 11. You see they went back to 4 down.
Got him out leverage. Got him out leverage.
Hey, play.
Throw flat.
Throw flat.
Ball out.
Watch how fast this
I wish
left
she'd have had the
guard.
hook and ladder call.
The left guard away. The center's working right, so watch how fast this left guard. Watch the 94, how fast he beats the left
That's
guard.
right. Well, they've got him one-on-one, and he's got the
One-on-one.
quarterback.
So that's a key matchup away from the center slide. Is that left guard and that one-on-one matchup? That's a tough matchup for that left guard.
If you can, all things being equal, hey, can we get the center turned in on the field?
That's right.
I mean, really, all
That's
things.
right.
I know the protection has to go this way because we're free releasing and all that, but we want. Hey, let's get.
See the backer
Two sets of
alignment,
eyes.
they're forcing
That should
the
mean
point
zone blitz
away from him.
Yep, zone blitz from the field with 24 dropping.
Now, this
There it
looks-
comes.
Yep. See, 24 was dropped to run.
He was walked out over number 2 because Georgia
zone
had
blitz.
4 open, so they had to. Alabama had to show what they were in.
That's right.
Yes.
The tempo is dictating too.
Yeah,
against
that's right. Yep. So,
Clemson, they were able to disguise.
Yes.
And they sat in 2 high safeties and rocked and rolled late.
Yep.
Tempo is forcing them to show single high right now.
Well, Matt,
better too deep.
you guys at Ole Miss tempoed Alabama with a lot of success. Kirby Smart was there at the time as a defensive coordinator. Obviously, Nick Saban was there. But y'all beat them, and you had some real success. A lot of it was tempo, was it
yeah,
not?
it was. I think they want to check to the formations you're in and have the perfect call on. The more you can go fast, they can't dig their cleats in. Have the perfect call on.
You got to be able to block them. There's our friend. Again.
Watch how fast they sub right there to 3rd down. You see their dime package coming in. They're going to get the right guys on the field.
I don't like centers blocking back on 3 technique.
And watch it.
Especially when he's in a jet technique and it's 3rd down.
Well,
it's more of a first down.
When it's drop back pass, you can't funnel hinge the tackle. He's got to set on the end.
That's right.
And it just puts a big spot in that B gap from that center to block back.
They were treating 7 low and 3rd down.
You get into this situation, you had
Every once in a while, you can make a switch
You had a
call
first and
and let
10
the
on
center
Pearl,
pull,
you know.
let the guard stay in the B gap. See what they do here on 3rd down with a twist.
Max protect.
And now they got an extra hat in coverage because they had the max protect. So they had the tight end staying in with the tailback. But when they do that, now they can only get 3 out. They got an extra hat in coverage. They're going to
They
keep
started starting empty like you were talking about. One's cut,
the
come
tight
back.
end and the tailback should double team that defensive end over there, and the line slide, and that way you get help on all the twists.
I think they're a little slow off over here because
Yep.
last game, double twist on both sides to make sure they're always right. You turn the center in one way or the other, the D-line's going to be right. Looks like they're a little slow off.
If you can get their line 5-on-3, then you don't have that problem
Here
with
they come.
yards gap.
Yeah, that's right. So good for protection.
come.
with the
Here they
back.
come. They showed 10 up early. They're coming. They bailed 14 out previous game. They're going to go return. So 10 up right away. Here we come. Penalty?
Nice punt, no return.
And every drive and a kick, right, Coach Cutt? That's what
Well, no question, and field position just changed in a big way.
Looking at the stats, Georgia 0 rush yards.
And
2 series.
So what are your initial thoughts, guys?
called a
Early
run?
thoughts on what we've seen so
Have
far?
they called a run?
I think so.
The 2 RPOs he threw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
just like Pat
threw.
said.
They were called. They were RPOs.
Yes.
but
They
didn't throw.
haven't run it yet.
And rushed the ball.
Right now, Alabama's winning the battle of the line of scrimmage. Limited, but both sides. Their protection for Hurt has been really good. They were running the perimeter, but their protection is good, and Georgia has had some issues trying to keep people out of their backfield. They haven't tried to run the ball yet.
No. And
That
Jalen
may be
Hurts
part of
early,
their plan. I don't know.
making a scramble on third down and seeing him quarterback run, get some yards. I think
Have they been spread this much?
Georgia. No, they've been a Big 12
Well, that's
team.
what I'm saying.
12.
They're in a
Little
different
tight
world right now.
formations
I mean,
and
from what
a lot of-
Right.
the times I've saw them during the year, I've not seen them spread out that
when
much.
they were
lot of
spread,
tall
that's
stuff.
when they did the RPOs
Yeah.
and their spread stuff.
Motion
They had some-
tight ends and running the crunch tosses and stuff. And they did an 11 personnel and run zone and RPOs. like you said.
It'll be interesting to see if Alabama continues with the up tempo.
Right.
Because they were moving the football, a lot of perimeter runs, trying to get these guys running all over the field. It'll be real interesting to see if they keep that up. And they were successful on the drive, but they missed the kick. Guys start pulling their cards back in a little bit and trying to figure out, can we handle that, or are we wasting our time with the tempo?
I wonder,
Depends
do
on how
think
they
they'll
keep
go
playing
4
on
downs,
defense.
maybe?
They keep
That's exactly right.
That, and we're off the script now.
Right.
We're probably off the script, and now we're going with our game plan. So we're going to find out here pretty
Is
quick.
this a product of Georgia's offense, Kirby knowing too much? We talked about that earlier. He knows more than you should be thinking about, so he's giving Nick Saban something completely different when you should be, as you're saying, line up and take it at them and do what you've done to get you there. Sometimes you outthink yourself.
So that the headphones now, or he's probably saying, "Listen, guys, is this who we are? Let's get back to what got us here." We got 2 guys that have rushed for 8,000 yards.
Right.
That's a good idea. That was a good idea. Let's get back to
Now,
the
I do that to defense.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an offensive guy,
Right.
so hey, who is this?
Who is this?
Okay, let's get back to what we
Well,
are.
because
sometimes we do just what Coach said. Sometimes we think we can coach a little too much. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Trust me, we've done it ourselves.
Yep.
But we could see the next series them running the ball.
Well, Kirby probably walked in there and told Coach Chaney, this gave us problems. This gives Nick
No
problems.
doubt.
This formation gives Nick problems, And then Nick knows that Kirby's going in there doing it and probably give him some different look. We're going to get this. They hate the 3 receivers and the tight end to the boundary. Both these guys, Kirby and
Why
Pruitt.
is that? Why do they hate 3 receivers tied into the boundary?
They got to adjust their coverage.
Everything
starts.
And you still got a run threat over there with a tight end attached.
There you go.
If I'm going to keep the safety to the field, or am I going to take them in the middle of the field? And if I'm going to go take a one-on-one shot with all that space to the field.
During the install, Pruitt would always be like, just wait 4 days before you give me that formation.
12 personnel.
Alabama's in big personnel right here.
The motion to affect the safety.
Run the power.
You dropped the ball. Nope.
No, but that's a little statement
There's that-
right there saying how we match up.
Yep.
Little eye candy coming across to take the safety.
It wasn't any read, it was just eye candy,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah, just straight 2-back power there.
Trying to affect that
What was
safety.
Georgia, an odd? An odd.
There.
I'm sure you get the double team on that 4
Going to be
eye.
in bear.
Big
It's going to be
Bear.
bare.
Big eye.
It's big odd. Yeah.
Really good job.
They're 4
by-
eyes, but
by
it's
52
there.
right there. Outstanding job by 52, taking on a double team.
That was a counter with a
Yeah.
swing. Good hustle from the D lineman right there,
great
52.
Oh, let's see where this is going to go.
Don't pick your fights with wide receivers.
This is an option right here too. So throw the swing or run
Run the quarterback counter, correct?
OT. Yep. So you got the counter, the guard, and the tackle pulling. That's back to the power.
Yeah.
So far, there's been some form of motion almost every play for Alabama.
Yep.
And empty here.
Empty on a
Back's coming back in.
mid third down. Coming back. That's how you stop
Interesting,
it.
they're going on the leg instead of the clap.
Yes. And both teams will clap guys, right?
So you watch them, they're going on the leg here. So the
Being
center-
blocked back here.
Well, this makes no sense right here.
Center's got to block back.
That's a busted assignment right
It is,
there.
yep.
Center's got to walk back.
And the 3 technique swims right at the point of attack. Yeah. And gets blown up.
He should be there.
That's
Yes,
correct.
he should block back.
Yeah. If they just ran power without the tackle
Correct.
pulling, then the tackle would have that gap. But with the tackle pulling, the
Yep.
center has to
block
go
back.
back. Yep.
But that's what we were talking about earlier. That's where 4 eyes and threes
That's where it can get
become
you.
an issue. And both these teams will move just a little bit from the
big
three
issue.
technique to a 4 eye, which creates problems.
Especially for offensive line coaches.
Yes.
We hate that.
I'm with you, Coach.
Yeah.
Those guys all want to return the ball.
Yeah, those
You
make
know,
me nervous.
Give us the hot call. You know, just get away, poison, whatever it is that you call.
3 for 7. At 7th place.
They're just kind of jabbing right now. Really not a lot significantly happened other than Georgia came up with a big stop. And then you get a penalty. As I mentioned earlier, right now is the biggest factor in this game. Nothing, only because of a penalty.
And Georgia's ability to survive a turnover because of that.
Yep.
Should give them some confidence.
That'll be real interesting, right, in this series here, because they're saying that. They're saying, look, we really haven't done much. We got the ball, and it's 0-0.
I'm interested to see if Alabama gets back there in that 30-yard range. Do they go 4 downs and try to go for it, or do they send the field goal kicker back out there?
Based on the kick,
Yeah,
we're
based on
going
the
to see him
kick.
be real aggressive.
Right.
I'm a fourth down guy. You know that, Matt. But it's going to be interesting. We talked about turnover ratio. And one of the things people say, take care of the ball, take care of the ball. Alabama had an interception and should have had another one. Sometimes it's which team is going to take the ball away. So if I'm going into a game like this, and I'm an offensive guy, but my whole conversation with our defense is how can we create 3 turnovers? I want to work about it. I want to talk about how are we going to create 3 turnovers tonight. We do that, we're going to win the game.
Number 1 correlation to victory. Right?
It is.
Yeah.
So right now they could be 2-0.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so starting this drive right here, Georgia better start running the football and taking care of that ball. Twice with the ball thrown up.
With the
Should have
freshman
been-
quarterback.
should have been turnover.
2 third down, back-to-back series of interceptions. Now,
Yeah.
where's his confidence at?
Very important against Alabama, too. 1st and 10 production.
Yes.
Just because you cannot stay behind the chains against those guys.
And
They're
you
too good.
you
You
start
have
to get exotic looks.
That's right.
And on 3rd down, to complement number 94, who they're having problems blocking right now, just one-on-one.
Yeah.
So that's an issue.
There's another headphone talk. We're not blocking 94 one-on-one. What are we doing?
Let's get the center.
What are we doing?
Yeah, let's get the center.
Well, as an offensive guy, unfortunately, they said we kind of knew that going in.
Well, we talked about that about an hour ago.
That comes from that side right there. So we knew that was going to be
They
a
went to
problem.
slide protection to try to help
They're
them.
trying to,
and then they,
but you see the overhang. They went to an overhang away from 94 to get it sliding away from him, so he's getting one-on-ones on the backside.
Pat, with that said, you're a defensive guy. You're going to go out here and be aggressive on 1st down?
Absolutely.
I mean, you're going to try to create a lost yard.
No question.
My mind right now, if I'm talking to our defensive coordinator, go after it.
And you know the turnover deal you were talking about. Not only with them, but Alabama's been scoring on turnovers.
20 personnel right here. They have 2 tailbacks.
That's where they.
Sevens in there. Here's my guys. They're
And
swift.
unbalanced.
So here we
Okay,
are.
so we're
Wide swifting.
So we're an unbalanced.
Shift.
Seven's my wall.
Run
Wherever Seven's at, you need to know where he's at.
We're getting ready to run the ball. We do know that.
There we go.
Little duo play.
Back to the
There you go.
4 yards.
That's a good game on 1st down. That's you got to live with
We're just,
2nd and
we're just
6.
basing everybody up front in the odd.
You know, and the other thing with 94 is this: as great a player he is, you got to make him play the run also. Because if he's got his ears pinned out, you're really in trouble.
Coach Chaney has always done a great job with those bunch and tight formations.
Yes, he's
And I mean, really good with
And
that.
he's going to move to him.
Yep. Getting hats to safeties and having play actions all
Here they're unbalanced again now.
We got an extra lineman in here.
Belly flip.
Nice play by 24.
That's
Look
not
at that.
athletic play against people that can run.
JLP will jump on the pile.
Really good job by 24 coming off that and going and make the
I
play.
want you to look at those linebackers, how well coached. Watch their diagnosis. Watch how still they are initially on this snap. The two inside backers, watch. Now go.
My coaching point to
Evans.
those guys is don't rush your read, rush your reaction.
Slow and
That's-
steady wins the race.
3 guys leveraging the ball right there. Doesn't matter where he.
That's really pretty.
And then 94 hustling, jumping
Nine
over the
guys.
top.
9 guys in the ball again. 8 guys.
All right, big third down right here.
We're 0 for 2. We got to get something going.
Both back up.
Nice call.
It's a good call
right there. I like it. Yeah, settle them down a little bit.
I knew he was going to get in the
They got an extra hat. They running the zone right
No
into
question.
the blitzer.
Catching them running out.
They didn't
Somebody's
block
wrong
him.
here.
They don't even block him. The guard.
Up front. I mean, defense in Alabama. Somebody's
There's 2's coming. Somebody
who's
should be
coming,
moving
so they
back.
should be
Yep.
crossing face or 9's probably
Yep.
wrong.
They went the wrong way.
Wrong side.
Yes.
Boom. Look at that. Boom.
They got the
Wrong way, each
blitz
other.
and the line mixed up.
Yes, sir.
But good call by Georgia. You know, Alabama thinking drop back pass.
Mm-hmm.
They hit him right up the gut. Good.
Back in the heavy stuff and running the ball, right?
There you go.
Good game on
It's starting to look like a different game right now.
Get back to who we are.
Little high hat. Get a chance to help the line with movement.
Give him a little. Tell him a story.
Yeah, that's right.
Get up,
That's
tell him a
right.
story.
Show them the hands. Get them to move for you, so you don't have to move them. That's a good thing.
Feels like option. Can't block him. Don't block him. Option.
But again, a really good first down game. It really helps you.
Now, there was a substitution, Pat. Big Ten officials. The center judge steps in and holds it. The referee until Alabama has a chance to substitute. How good does your league handle that?
They do a terrific job. They're going to give you the opportunity to sub, and if you do, they're going to give you the opportunity to get lined up. You know,
I noticed Nick was a little delayed in his substitution. That lets his people rest.
Right.
I thought it was really well done by Alabama's defense.
Kirby did that.
Kirby was doing it last week against Oklahoma.
And Auburn.
And Auburn, too, yes.
Subbing a D tackle.
Run this back. Take
Really
a look
nice
at this.
job
It's 3 by.
Isaiah Buggs, man. Really
Look
good.
at your inside receiver here based on play action that's available to you.
With the stick route?
No, watch number 5 here and free up on this free safety who's reading it.
His eyes are in the back. Yeah.
His eyes are, it's an eye violation,
Yes.
play action available.
They're playing man.
2-3 techniques.
Yes.
You know what?
Just jumped offside.
I'm afraid he was in the neutral zone. This may go
He might
against
call it on
Alabama.
defense.
Yeah, I thought the nickel was
Jason,
offsides.
offensive player. My movement was in a neutral zone. Made you jump.
The defensive player jumped into the neutral zone, causing the
You
offensive
talk
player to
about
react.
the eyes.
By rule, that's defensive offside. A 5-yard penalty, and it results in
I
a
wouldn't
first
think
down.
that you could have a lot of 10 and 12 play drives against their defense.
Either one.
Yeah, you got to throw it
either
down.
one.
You got to take a few shots and live with it.
Well, there's the penalty coming into play again. It just extended this drive.
12 personnel, so you're going to see a 0 net.
Yeah, we got 12. Playing nickel to it.
You're going to have to throw
There
it.
seems to be more
No, they're
confusion.
normal. They're in base. 24's up.
They got 5.5 in there now. 6 now.
Go. 94.
Whoa. I would too, big fella.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Good job. Tilt
Tilt nose.
knocks him back. Comes off.
That is using your hands. Look at him get his hands inside.
Like I said, he's a problem. I mean, you got
Really
it.
nice job.
That's trying
You know
your
why not?
best
Can you
to hold
rewind that again,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah.
Why not?
He tried to hold.
Why not pin and pull?
Right?
Why not block down and pull around and get
People
the
get a
back?
little bit nervous on the tilt.
Yes. That's it.
Just because of the angle. You know?
Oh, absolutely. But
But-
is he going to potentially block himself?
I think
Without
the
winning one-on-one.
penetration is the word.
Is the worry.
Yeah, you got it.
And what kind of athlete is the center for Georgia?
Now they check the check, right?
Running curl flat again. Got it again. That's twice they've run.
That's as good a combination there has ever been in
That doesn't change it.
Since the beginning of
Make it too hard.
Yeah. Curl flat. And he worked to the 2 deep side over here.
And actually,
Yes.
too deep, and it's not really supposed to be
No,
great too deep.
It's not supposed to be a great 2 deep.
You feel
I
good.
bet the Will Backer here expands too much. They don't realize he's got a hard corner.
That's right.
Yeah, 32. Evans should be sitting in the curl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up in the seam. He should.
That's a bad mistake.
What did they
When he
run on the
makes a
other
bunch of
side?
They went.
coverages-
I didn't see the other side. They just went
Right,
tempo
that's
though and
right.
ran a play
Okay.
there on
We
first
missed
down.
the play.
And so
It's
there's
really
got no
probably
yardage.
should have been working the other side. He shouldn't have been working it.
Right.
The two deep side.
No doubt.
They quickly got to the line of scrimmage, though, off of that first down.
Oh, absolutely.
12.
They didn't gain a yard, though.
Back,
Nope.
back
Didn't gain a
to a
yard.
bunch formation.
Defenses know where your help is. You got a cloud corner. You don't
Tight
need to
split
split.
into the boundary.
Here's the bunch. Here we go. First
Yep.
bunch.
Could be a big over route.
Either play fake
And the ball,
try to throw the ball down the field.
Corner blitz.
Got it.
And a nickel.
There was a
There's our
shot.
friend.
I think they best.
He knows. I mean, look at here.
All right, they've looked to a bunch. I bet you it's a check.
Double corner.
Double corner fire, but which Minka's the nickel. They brought corner and nickel.
What did we talk about pregame? Right? You're trying to help your quarterback bunch in tight sets, but you can't see this. And so they're going to get edge pressure by Tony Brown and Minka, bringing them close to the quarterback. You can't tell who's coming.
Right.
Nasty split on one side. And
Safeties didn't move.
Safety stayed high. They didn't give it away.
Yeah.
Shot right there. Now it's 3rd and long. You see the 2-3 techniques again. See which way the center works. Bringing him again. Drop
Worked
that.
to 94 that time, Coach.
Yeah, well, safe call. Went to the draw.
What a
He got it.
Whoa! Wow.
That was 3rd and what?
Oh, my goodness.
Supposed to be 3rd and 20. I think the yellow line was wrong. Did he
stayed in
step out of
bounds?
bounds or no?
It's 3rd and 20. Let's see here. We'll be able to check it out right here. Ooh, it's going to be tough.
So on that offensive play call sheet, my 3rd and 20 is I'm going to run inside zone.
Trying to go
No,
tempo.
you know what it says? I'm going to give it to number 1.
Right to number 1.
Yeah, they're trying to go tempo. They thought he might have stepped out of bounds.
Nick
so
just
they were-
called timeout.
Yeah, they're trying to go fast.
So they can look at it.
Yeah, so they can look at it. They
The
were trying
ruling
to
on
get
the
it
field
snapped
is that the
before they
runner
could
stepped
get
out of
it looked
bounds
at.
at the 26-yard line. That ruling is under further review.
Stay here and take a look.
That's a good play call, man. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
With that kind of talent, the more those guys can have the
Here we
ball
go.
in their hands, the better you are. He's in.
It's all good.
He's in. He's in.
There are very few athletes in the world that have that type of body control.
Look at the momentum that has taken him to the sideline.
And never miss a step.
No.
Yeah, that's 2 third-down conversions.
So he's saying, okay,
handoff.
you're going to have problems protecting. It's 3rd and long, and I've got a great tailback, right? So you might as well hand it to him.
Give it to your best player.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's better than a screen, guys, because screens are recognized and you never get to execute it. Just hand the football off to your best players.
Run and run, probably your install day one inside zone play.
The ruling on the field is confirmed.
Get those O-linemen out
First
in
down,
space,
Georgia at the
run plays,
26-yard line.
offense.
Media timeout.
And their dime personnel, they've been working all week in practice, coming in and rushing the passer. It's
That's
3rd
right.
and long. We're going to come in, we're going to twist, we're going to rush the passer. Now they've seen 2 straight runs, and they've both been successful.
What does that do to your football team, guys? You bring pressure, you get a sack, you're 3rd and 20, you give it up, and you give it up in the red area. What's that do to your football team?
I think the Alabama team will handle it, Tom. They're used to this kind of pressure.
Sure.
So late in the game, it might deject any team. But right now, they're just playing.
It's giving Georgia a shot of momentum that they just hand the ball off and got a first down. And now them guys over there, their body language, they're feeling good. And
In the long run, it could be, though, if it happens again. Hey, 3rd down, we got to watch the run. Now, does that slow down that pass rush just that little bit
Just a
that
little
I
bit.
need
That's right.
to get it off? That's just that little shadow of a doubt that it might not be a pass.
And you got to feel good as a coach because you got a young quarterback. Right? We've had success on 3rd and long. Right? By running the ball, we don't have to put the ball in our young quarterback's hands to be able to get these things. We've got really good tailbacks. Let's hand it to them and see what happens.
The young
And-
quarterback gets really good when he gets to go like that.
When he just hands it right. We're not putting pressure on
High
him.
percentage throw when he's handing it off.
Or you think they go play action shot? You think they run it? Right here? Which
Run
one
it.
would you?
I would
think they go
just
back to running.
keep doing what we're doing. It's not broke. The less you can put on that young quarterback's plate.
That's right.
Especially here in the scoring
it's like
zone.
he already threw
He already
one
threw one.
interception. You don't want him to throw one down here.
He's already
In the
thrown
red
one,
zone.
and he's been hit several times.
Well, they've broken tackles. We've seen that now. Alabama slowly hasn't tackled
That's right.
them as well. Certainly, Michael, they haven't tackled.
I got news for you. Based on the yards they made this year, a lot of people didn't tackle those 2 guys.
Yeah.
Pretty
They're
obvious.
good backs.
Coach Bobo, you had said that what people don't realize is we're looking at Sony Michel right there.
How
It's
big
just
he
how
is.
physical and big he is. People think Chubb is the big guy. Look
Everybody
at
goes thunder and lightning, but Sony is just as big as Chubb. And has a little bit more make you miss. And can catch the ball in the backfield.
It looked like he had
Nick
good
kind
balance
of
back
Nick.
there.
Oh, he's got great. Nick's gonna come on at the end of the game, I think.
Well, there's 2 guys that are seniors that are pivotal in college football with the 3 and outs on a lot of these types of programs, how refreshing is it to have 2 senior backs?
That was huge for them.
Did you see the pregame when they both said they came back to win a national championship?
And 13 and 7 on defense, too.
Unbelievable.
Not 13, Bellamy 17.
So, in an era when players are choosing not to play in certain bowl games, these guys come back for a year.
He took a shot. Take the shot.
He's wide open.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
Get it out of your hands.
You know, I'm a little surprised.
Think about that, Tom. What did
That
they
surprised me a
run?
little
Double
bit.
post?
You know, they went to 2 deep.
Yeah, they played
You know, and
That's the thing about Alabama. They're going, even in the heavy sets, they're going to play a 2-shell protect.
Their safeties are really good at
Until you show that you
really good.
Yeah,
Their safeties
really
are
good.
awesome.
Really good at reading run pass off whoever that is on the line of scrimmage.
They key somebody. I'm still trying to figure out who it is.
Right, here's
but
the
they do a
formation.
good job with it.
yeah, he need to hand the ball off right here.
Tight end.
Got 4 over 3.
Yep.
That's the young pup you guys are talking
Let's
about.
rewind one more time.
Yep.
Sure.
Just want to see why didn't we throw the bubble?
He didn't even look out there.
He saw 4 over 3 and just.
It's 4 over 3, and that they will rotate this coverage you saw earlier, where it turns into a kind of a 2-man, a 5-on-3 bracket underneath. The safety on this hash is reading runner pass.
And they got
he's
numbers
back and he's helping
to run the ball. They
Yeah.
just got whipped up front.
Yeah, they got numbers around the ball, but that other hat is just close enough in safety where he's run past reading.
That's twice now. Isaiah Buggs, number 49, showed up. You know, running.
11. What are you doing?
Third and 11, guys. What do you do?
See here,
They've run it twice.
And they've had success.
you got to
Are they
run
in
it,
field
and
goal
if you
range?
don't get it, you kick field goal.
Yeah, they're in
You don't want to go down there and then lose the
This
momentum.
drive's going to give them some confidence. They get points.
Particularly with a young quarterback, right? So you're talking to him in the huddle right now saying, hey, listen, we got 3 points, all right? If we put it in his hands, you know, let's make sure that we leave here with 3 points. You can't give the other team the ball. You run it here.
Here's the Coach Cutts point, though. 3rd and this. What if we get it to 4th and that? You know, do we give ourselves a chance to maybe go for it? Yeah. Points are going to be a premium, though.
Yes.
To this point,
In this game,
Especially with Alabama missing a field goal.
3 points in this game are like a touchdown.
I'd run the ball with an RPO again.
Yep.
I would do what Georgia does best. I would throw a wide receiver screen or
Unbalanced.
a bubble.
Unbalanced here.
with it.
2-3 techniques again.
We're going to get an arc.
Run the ball.
He's got to pull it. He's got to pull it, right? He's got to pull it right there. Well, they called it. He's got to pull it
So
right here. Looks
18
like.
should cruise, and he's got a half for 29.
He got a
right
half
there.
for 29. This ball's out.
This is the play we drew up earlier tonight.
Yes,
He doesn't run the ball, and he
not
is
who
a
he is.
freshman, and he is going to
24 does a great job.
24 does a good job staying square. I mean, he's really outside of out of Fromm's hands, you know, on the read.
That is a
That
heck
young
of a play by
quarterback made the
24.
right decision.
You're right.
Pulls that. That's Alabama.
We sounded like fans right there saying he should have pulled it. That's what
He made the right decision. And who should be running it right there? Number one, absolutely.
Kicker's really good, right?
Yep.
There's an edge there.
good drive.
There you go.
It's a
So he,
momentum drive. They got
Kicker's a good
momentum.
player. Been
They got
successful.
their 3,
3rd and long.
Alabama didn't.
Take the 3 points. Keep your momentum. So now your total yards, you're back ahead of Bama now.
And 2 of 3 on 3rd down in that last drive led the points.
Well, 3rd and 20. You gave up a 3rd and 20 right there. It cost you 3 points.
How neat's that, though, seeing Kevin Butler, Hall of Famer, student back in school, be able to make an impact on that young man.
That's pretty special.
That's a really neat deal. That is all, I mean,
Yeah, make sure they need to make sure they're checking Kevin Butler's classes. Make sure he's going to class.
What's the attendance policy?
Yeah, that's right. He's back in school, but I know they check the players' class. They need to check Kevin's classes.
So what was the time of possession of that drive? Do we have that? Because that just changed the game.
I'm going to say it was around 6 minutes or so.
Well,
About
we're sitting at
double
9.
Alabama in the
Yeah,
first.
I think they had about 3 when they
but
took the
that
ball
one
over.
was a long drive.
I'm going to say a little over 6.
So that's significant in this game for Georgia.
Wear and tear, sure.
And their defense rested.
They were 0 for 2 going into that series on 3rd down. They went 2 out of 3.
Was that a 3rd and? It was a 3rd and 20,
Third
which it
and 20.
didn't look like it was quite 20 yards, about 3rd and 7.
Yeah, it's a long
Then was
way.
it a 3rd and 7 or 8? Two runs.
Two runs.
To the right. Two zones to the right.
Alabama.
So now on the headphones, they're saying we got back to who we are.
Right.
These guys are really good players. If we can get them going, then we can use our play action pass.
That's right.
Absolutely. Let's try to keep 94 in check a little bit. Try to catch him in some man coverage.
Well, you made 94 have to play defense. He was on the field.
That's right.
He can be really good if they keep going 3 and out. And he plays 60 plays.
Well,
He's got to play 90.
Alabama had a
team.
good
Different
opening
deal.
drive. Georgia's defense was just 3 and out prior to that. That's why I was asking about time of possession. Those guys have played three plays on Georgia's defense in about the last 8 minutes.
Right. Fresh, feel good.
It was a good job, Alabama, on that last series of defending that 1st and 10 play action.
Yeah.
Because Georgia can hit those on you in the
I
red zone
guarantee
and
you
get
that
a
was
touchdown.
a
So
check
good
by
job.
them in that tight formation. Check to the corner, the double
post.
edge. Yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
But the 2 deep down there, and when they played cover 2 down there, which you would not expect against
right.
the formation,
Which was six linemen, too, I believe.
A lot of time, Bama, you think they're playing 2, but a lot of time they're playing quarters.
Yes.
And those
Exactly
safety,
right.
and those
The safeties do a
fit.
great job, man.
They
You're
just
right.
do a good job.
read and run pass.
Yeah,
Yep.
they
They read and run.
they do a really nice job of read and run pass, and they, so they're too high when you're throwing, and they're
Yes.
getting the extra hat to the box. When
Exactly.
They do a nice job with their read.
You know, if the nickel and the corner fire was a check on the tight splits, that'll be the last time you see that today. I've been on that headset at times where you work it all week and somebody said,
No,
that's not good.
I told you before
Coach
the game.
Summer, weren't we talking about
Said
that,
That's
though?
right before the game.
You may not know.
Yeah, yeah.
We learned
the hard way.
Yeah, right.
You can't see it.
Yeah, you can't
They
see
like
it.
that
can't
bunch
see it.
toss, though. I bet
You know.
they try
do love
somewhere
the
in
bunch
there.
toss,
They
yeah.
like the bunch
Pat,
toss.
you mentioned something. Well, we just played indoors. Played indoors, the kickoffs is a lot of touchbacks. It takes that play out of the game, kicking into the wind or with the wind, and it's an interesting thing. So this big play isn't as big a play in this environment. So a lot of 25-yard line starts.
Particularly with these two kickers,
great
too.
defenses.
These two kickers are really, really good, too.
Yeah.
So
You know,
that's this play is
That was a big factor
Non-factor.
in the Oklahoma game a week ago. Early, it was the sun was out, and when it cooled off, the kickoffs were landing on the 5 and 10 yard line, and that was a factor.
The returns become we've won bowl games in my career with kickoff returns.
Yep.
Because that's one of the things that suffers in long preparation is that
right.
you're not covering kickoffs weekly.
Speed of the game.
Yes. So it's a difficult thing to practice.
With the 3 receivers tight end and boundary.
You go zone to it. Yep.
Each side.
That's
attack
pretty
truck.
special up front so far, right
A little
there for
dark play
Georgia.
there.
Both D lines are
But
taking
they're-
care of the inside zone.
yeah. Look at that nose.
Look at that nose, that zero nose on that center 2 gap. And what people don't understand when a guy can do that and play both of those gaps.
Yep, they're reading that
They've
defensive
taken
end.
away
I don't know who they're pulling
a hat.
tackle guard for there.
Similar to what we saw with Fromm over there.
Doing
Having a
it
chance.
again.
Same play?
No, it's a different play. I just want to go back to it because you guys
Yep.
brought something up that you've been talking about all night here with the 3 receivers to the field.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, there,
got orange,
and then
I
your
like it.
tight end down here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And see, they're putting their backside safety, cheating him a little bit to the field,
To the
where
field.
Alabama had Ronnie Harrison down where this
He's,
umpire was.
yeah, he's
Right.
walking down
Yeah.
as
He was
The seventh half.
down here.
Yep.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Another thing you got is you make the corner be the fit player instead of the safety down over here in the back.
Well, are we going to get into a +1 now, watching that safety,
Right.
and we're going to run quarterback
Yes.
outside,
Yeah.
run quarterback trucks, whatever it may be,
That's
to
right.
the outside of the boundary.
No doubt.
They've got running numbers.
Well, that's the
Yes.
first down
You know,
play right there,
it's
right?
different.
Yeah.
Alabama's had running numbers. Georgia really hadn't.
Yeah, you're right.
Who's that down?
51, I think.
51.
It's David Marshall. He might be one of the 4 eyes. I don't think that was the nose in there. I think he's one of the 4 eyes. Georgia plays a ton of defensive linemen. In 51, Marshall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's David Marshall.
Yep, he's a starter for him, sophomore.
Big advantage, right?
We try to play 10.
D lineman, you try to
Can't.
play, just play him. Got
Roll.
to.
just playing.
Just playing.
That's a decent game. It's 3, not 4. You know, we commented when Georgia ran the ball between the tackles, they got 4. There is a difference in 3 and 4.
Difference when you're calling plays when it says 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 7.
No doubt.
You know, I've always looked at it, if you, in your run game, if you can have 60% of your plays average 4 or more yards, you're going to win the game. you're going to win the game.
And Mike, you mentioned earlier, both these D coordinators are going to try to steal third down. They're going to try to make second down become a third down call.
Right.
So I'm 7 or more. I'm going to now all of a sudden go into my nickel sub, treat it like third down. So
Right now would be a good time for that +1 run.
Absolutely.
Right now, I'd like to see them run Jalen Hurts. Now you got an opportunity if you're Alabama for a big play.
No doubt.
And because you don't want to lose yards here. You don't want to get cute right here.
Coach, here's this drive chart you were looking for, too, in terms of time of possession.
Perfect.
6 was
740.
So it was
740.
That one
Right.
drive.
That was significant. That's what I thought. And Alabama.
They're getting plenty of rest with all these TV time and stuff.
Alabama.
That is so frustrating.
Oh,
The
yeah.
flow of the game.
Especially early in the game.
It is. Early in the game. Now, when you want the time at the end of the game to talk about stuff,
They're
they
out.
go
They're
30
out.
seconds. You're in and out of the huddle.
I'm like, I'm going to have a minute yet.
When you really need the time, back out. Come on, Coach, get them out.
Alabama's possession prior to that was 3 plays, 6 yards. And then Georgia puts together 14
Start out
plays.
empty right
Is that a
55
14 play
yards.
drive?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
34.
I got one, Coach. I got one.
They've done a lot of this year, clearing up the picture for Jalen. Either moving the back inside, right, or staying outside. Give him a good look.
There you go.
There you go.
Coach. That's
Quarterback zone.
Come on,
Safety.
get inside and run the football.
That's just split zone with the quarterback.
Yep.
And you should have
Back
stayed
in.
inside. Right there, cram it.
Good job by the nose.
Two-gapper again.
You got it.
Still got to
Jalen's got to
trust
hit it
it.
in there for 3 yards.
That's it.
Right.
Trust your center.
And make
Trust
it
him.
3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 7 right here.
That's sometimes hard for a quarterback just to hit it inside. They usually want to bounce.
Yeah, they want to get out here.
It's 3rd and 6. He did gain.
Yeah, but not enough. Oh, baby.
How about that? But you see the left tackle get beat. Neither one of these teams want to get to it right now.
What's Coach Saban doing?
He's on the field.
Yeah, you see the left tackle.
That's some point of emphasis from this summer. It'll be interesting to see if they. I'm just saying, in our league, the point these are our officials.
If you get out of the white, and
you get out of the white,
you're
you're at risk for 15 yards.
That's got a chance to be.
Well, they told us.
That's their best offensive lineman, too.
Yeah, Jonah Williams,
Yeah,
really,
that's what I
really
said.
good
You saw
player.
Coach
But
go out.
just on 3rd and long, when the defensive line knows you're throwing it, they have a big
They're going to
advantage.
give him a chance to.
Oh, yeah.
This return guy for Georgia.
Are they in
He can
a
run.
different formation?
Is that Hardeman?
Nico Hardman. He is fast.
Change your formation.
Well, and this is a great punter that needs to be great right here. And he was.
A lot of hate on him.
Catch
Got space.
Got some room.
That's a great job of holding him up at the line of scrimmage, wasn't it?
Oh,
Got a
no, got
flag.
it late.
You got a block.
Block in the back.
Oh, they got a block in the back.
That's the hidden yardage that won't show up.
Look
So
what they
you go
did to
back
those
again.
gunners. This
Yep,
gunner
go
to the
back.
What angle you want? Coach?
Just at the start, they put
Okay.
their wing up on the line of scrimmage so
Yep.
they can motion the gunner.
Yeah.
They doubled them, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Gunner didn't work either side.
And you had the 3 interior guys get held up the line of scrimmage, too.
So
Gunner,
Right there, blocking
Blocking
the back.
right there,
Yep.
no need.
Yeah, 47
Christian
on the.
Payne.
See, that's a big deal, right? Starting on the 33, and
Yeah.
and now you can open
During
it
the
up if you want to
return.
take a shot. But now you're
Illegal
going to be
block
back
in the
up
back.
to what,
Number 47 on
At
the
least.
receiving team.
Yeah.
10-yard
Inside,
penalty
yard
shot.
line.
First down.
Well, we'd take a shot if we were on the 2. I don't know.
That's right.
I'm not. We're going to throw it.
They're not shots. They're completions with you guys.
That's
Well,
What I've seen,
we've
I
been-
think shots.
we've
they take
been
completions.
fortunate for a while. They have been.
Guys, you want to take a look at this quarterback run and how they defended it right here.
Good job getting 24 down. That's that quarter.
Well, the receiver didn't read for us. He didn't block the corner or the safety.
No, he didn't.
He didn't block either one of them.
Just pick one.
Pick one.
Really should have hit in the C gap though,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Should
He
have
needs
cut right inside. the C
You're
gap.
talking
it
right
inside.
down here, right, Coach Bobo?
Yeah, he's
gotta
reading
be
for us.
here.
He's blocking the quarter safety, and then he
Yeah.
decides to block nobody.
He just decides to block
Every receiver
anybody.
coach in the country will have this on their clinic tape next year.
Absolutely. No doubt.
But these are the two you could.
I mean, but if he blocks one of them, even though Jalen Hurts should hit this inside, Jalen Hurts is going to make one of those.
One-on-one.
He's one-on-one in
Yeah.
space.
And preferably.
And both of them
Both
missed.
of them.
Yeah, and preferably, just like you said, you want to make 14 that guy.
Yes,
And they
Because
may-
he's a corner.
And they may,
Well,
be,
that's what-
yeah,
yeah.
they may be in the box seeing how fast they're triggering. You may
Yeah.
see a crack and go
Yeah.
if they keep hitting it that fast. You know,
Doesn't this
off
thing
play
begin and
action.
end right there, though, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts with
Winning
the
the
two
one-on-one.
gap.
Yeah,
But
right
you
there.
still go cram the ball.
You got to get the dirty 3 or 4
Yeah.
yards.
This is a national championship game, and you're looking at an effort issue at receiver.
Yep.
Yeah.
And execution.
And execution.
But
Just make a decision.
if he is intent, he's a receiver.
Right.
That's right.
Odds are he's not really that intent about either one of them.
Yeah.
He didn't come there to block.
Well, the scholarship paper says blocking too.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
It's part of the deal.
And
Well,
I don't know if it's
Spoken like a true linebacker.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna say this: a lot of them. I mean, there's not a lot of true read force because everybody's usually tying RPOs
That's
to all
right.
this stuff nowadays.
Yep.
And I don't think they practice it
They
enough.
don't practice blocking.
No.
That's exactly why they're running routes.
Yeah.
And the gunner to the field that went in motion, I don't know if you saw the effort or lack of there, was critical on that punt. I was shocked at what I saw. So there's got to be this kind of football game is going to be won by intent and effort, along with a lot of other things. And I was surprised by both of those plays.
But you didn't just talk about a great play. You didn't talk about a scheme. You just talked about effort.
Effort.
Which takes no talent.
The choice.
It's a
And these
choice.
are great players and incredibly well coached in the biggest game of the year. But they're still players in a big game.
Go back to the punt if we can, and watch the gunner to the top of the field, to the left. And I'm not going to pick on the youngster, but you know what you put on tape, you're accountable for. That's how we all live.
Here it is,
Coach, see him right here. He gets double, but watch him just stop. I don't even care what number he is, but in the end, that's no effort.
We'll go back.
Yeah,
Go to the bottom one.
Hold on,
Go to
guys.
the
Let
bottom.
me go ahead and just isolate him here so we can see exactly what we're talking about. Coach Fitzgerald pointed this out. You're going to be looking right up here at this motion receiver. He's going to motion inside, and then he's going to end up getting double teamed. Now watch him from an effort standpoint.
Now rewind to Tom and watch the bottom gunner who's getting doubled on the line of scrimmage. Watch that effort. He picks one, inside release.
Right there.
Yep. Now watch his effort.
He's working.
He's fighting
Well,
his tail.
he saves a huge return right here.
And he got blocked by three
guys.
Three guys blocking.
Here's the other thing you see there.
Yep. Tempo.
It
There you go, playing ball again.
answered our
All right,
question
here's
early.
the boy from Philly.
Yep. Is that
Good
my man
first down
seven?
call.
Yep. Which answered our
Waldo?
question early.
Where's Waldo?
Wherever he is,
He's 7. He's getting the ball.
He's getting the ball.
They
A
got
full
a
slide, put
Yep.
Nick on
really,
Minka.
really safe call, good first down call.
But I mean, he's blitzed Minka on what, 2 out of
Yep.
3 P&10s now.
Yep. But
Start.
also, it could be a check with tight formation.
You're right. That's right. We talked
Because
about
they get
earlier.
just what we talked about earlier. You're going to get that.
And they did block. That's not a
Power
pick.
pass.
That's
Wild
a
Here we
screen.
go. Wildcat
Wild
right
dog.
here.
Is they call it the wild
Wild
dog.
dog.
I don't want to wildcat at our place.
All right, that's just zone. Basically, similar play that Jalen Hurts just ran. They just have the tight end off the ball. They don't cross him. And Nick hits it in here. See, that guy's trying to two-gap, and color's showing there. Nick
That's a tailback running with the ball.
Tailback.
Probably a pretty good hole by 65
Yeah.
to go by Mike's comment right here that they're not going to call it that.
No,
That's just grabbing. Just grabbing.
So here's what we know now. Okay, based on the punt, based on watching them, they're letting them play. Right? They're not. This is not tic tac. We got
Oh, he
a
pulled it.
Wow.
procedure. And you
Nice
can-
play.
That play by him.
You got
A
it.
lot of tempo there, right?
Because I think he went over and the quarterback coach told him he should have pulled it.
It wasn't the last time.
Watch 24 take on this fullback right here, though.
Near foot, near shoulder.
The tight end.
And sometimes it's easier for the quarterback to read the split flow because the ends really got to attack the fullback on the split flow, so you can see him attack, so it's a little bit easier to pull.
It's really well played by the linebacker, but you got to make tackles. That's a lost yardage play by the
put him
backer.
Yeah. And the first down.
That's the second time they've exploded
Yep,
the
here
line,
we
so
go.
they can't read it. Play
You
action.
got same look again, guys.
It's 2 drops now.
I think this one might be batted
Bad.
down.
Is it batted?
Let's see.
Another reduced split.
Yep.
Brought the corner
Summy
again.
brought
Brought the corner again. Another catch.
That's their check. You're right, Coach Sumlin.
You can see that they're coming out of the huddle real fast. Alabama is not getting set right here. They're walking around trying to talk.
I'm not sure the outside backer knows the corner came. If you see him,
That's another way to do tempo without doing tempo.
because
You know,
of the
just
nasty
getting up
clip.
and
Yep.
Unbalanced again.
unbalanced here.
Another inside zone.
Inside zone, everybody blocking.
One block player up top, the corner.
See how fast
39.
I bet they sub here and go back to
Well, we're already getting into a Tiger
Here they come.
Alabama
Here they come.
defense.
This is more than they played
they
in
come.
the semifinal game.
Yeah.
You can see big man
What,
coming off
his
the field
third?
retired.
Yeah,
Third and 8, third and 9.
Notice how Georgia's slowing it down this series?
Yep, that's what we were talking
After
about
the
earlier.
first two
After the
plays, they
first
went
two
to
plays,
plays. There's a bunch formation here.
He probably won't do it.
Bunch
on
into the
third down.
boundary.
They're going to play there. I bet that's the first or second down.
You see Fitzpatrick in the back.
Probably gonna be a
He's playing dime. They're in dime.
He's in dime.
Run an over
That's
out.
a dig.
Got him.
Got it. Oh, big play.
Really good
I
protection.
thought Alabama looked confused right there.
Bunch into the boundary could have done it. You know.
A lot of
They
pre-snap.
usually wall people right here. They're playing.
See, this is that look. This is it looked like two, but they're playing quarters here, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Oh,
Game of inches. Huh?
that's what they call it, right?
Little defensive coach, you felt that, didn't you,
I just took the wind out of my sails. Here comes that tempo out of the huddle.
Exploding out quick.
Verse.
Fake
Pass.
Reverse. Get out of your hand, young man.
Nice play.
Wow. That's
Doesn't look like much.
That's not a true freshman play.
Well,
right
I mean,
there.
they lost half a yard, but
Yeah.
could
have been a
they
sack.
didn't
Instead of 7
sack it.
yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Could have
he
been a
knew
sack
where,
fumble.
what were they trying? They're trying to slip Nod out down the middle. 18.
But look where they're at, and
Look at the safeties.
I'm calling it too deep.
All right, again, another tight, and 29's coming again. Both edges, the corner 39's they're bringing both edges right here to tight.
Yep.
And it's got to be a check.
Most teams would have those safeties down with that big, heavy personnel. They're just staying high and let it happen.
He's been blitzing Mika in this.
Yeah, they're
this
bringing
open
him here.
side.
We'll play cover one.
Dropping out.
Oh, we checked it.
Well, number 7.
Well,
We checked the
he's
checks.
quick. That little change up, really, he is quicker
So
maybe. than
remember
that.
that first play where he said 9 hats on the ball? Look at the effort now because they're getting a little bit tired.
It's a good job by the running back of getting downhill, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's finding his crease and getting his 3 yards here.
3rd and 6.
Well, they're converting on
Back
third
to the-
down. They're making good gains on first down, and Alabama has struggled keeping the ball.
And play one rat here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
1-on-1, back shoulder.
Back shoulder.
I think it's complete.
Makes it.
Numbers that.
Can't let the guy outside. They're playing low hole help, high hole help. Corner's got to keep out, make the guy go inside.
Replay may show us that his leg landed out of bounds before his foot got down, but it's close.
Elbow.
Never got his feet down, did he?
The elbow down counts, though, doesn't it?
Was he bobbling it going down or no?
Going fast.
I don't understand why they wouldn't take the 2.
I'll take a look.
There you go.
Go back and look at 94 on that. That last one.
The ruling on the field is that the pass was complete. That ruling is under further review.
That's so hard. I mean, this guy's 6'4".
His hand's down.
28
His left hand is down, right?
10.
He's in
Now his
bounds
elbow's
right
in.
there.
He's in.
94 win again, Coach Gundy.
I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm
There's the end
surprised.
zone, the sky.
I'm surprised the
Let's
O-line
see
got
Sky
it.
and
Yeah,
check that
sky.
out.
Or the back behind the whatever second level.
He's, you know, these throws, you know, he's having to get these
Here we
throws
go.
off
This
in
one.
about 2-0 or less.
Yeah.
Watch 94 here. I think that was him.
Well, you make it easy for him when you go single high. And, I mean,
Which way the center works.
just setting back.
Tried to work in the middle, still didn't matter.
You got to get rid of it. Yeah, you
He's
got to
an
get rid
animal.
of it.
Yep.
fast.
You've got
Well, neither one of them set. Like center, like the right guard thought he was having help. I thought. What it looked like.
I looked
Just
like the
being-
center tried to zero set to try to see maybe he could help both sides. And
Here's the inbounds or out of bounds here, guys.
Hand down.
The field stands as
elbow
called.
down.
First down.
See it right now. Coming up. Give it a second here.
I'm not sure the ball wasn't moving.
couldn't tell what he said there.
He's in unless the ball was moving, right?
Yep, let's see. Right.
Yeah, watch his elbow.
He's got to complete the act of
there.
the catch.
That's a catch.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
I don't know.
You don't know?
He's laying on his back when he hit the ball out. I mean, that's a catch.
I would think it's a
right.
catch.
It should be.
You do?
But the new
Yeah.
rule, you know, which I don't really particularly like the rule, but for here, that's a catch, right? He's got the ball.
He's already down by the time it bobbles.
but it moved a little bit.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's what they're looking at.
Story of the game, man. Georgia on third down, since the first couple of the series, have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
They had to dig across the middle, and then maybe this one.
Well, they've had, 2 drop passes that could have even provided more yards.
Well, you're looking at 137 total yards to 57.
And
I don't know that anybody
would have
would.
won time of possession.
Yes.
What you got to play? They'll get us 7 yards on first and goal from
Hey,
10.
well, that's what you better have.
That's what you want.
It's the worst place to have the ball, isn't it?
When I
First
worked
and goal
for
from the
Coach
10.
Majors, what he's referred to when I worked for Johnny Majors, he'd say, first and goal on the 10. And David, we need a play that's going to make 7. You could get.
You know what's funny though? We talk about that a lot. That is one of the most difficult times in a game, as is getting a yard when you need a yard.
That's exactly right.
It's hard to get 1 yard.
It's a great scrimmage for both offense and defense in the spring. Put the ball just inside the 10 and say, let's see who can win. And I love to do that.
2-point play at the end of practice.
See if they
winner take all.
Explode out of the huddle again. They've had some success.
You see, the issue for us, of course, we were a big RPO team, is your RPOs are a little difficult now because your safeties don't have to go as far. Everybody's hanging out.
And the conflict players are right there.
Sitting right there.
Well, you got to use the width of the field, not just the depth of the field. And so you go in, either pack it in or spread it out.
Straight zone give. 94 wins again.
94, man.
94 is.
I just did that for a reason because that's what I would be doing on the sideline right now if I was Kirby. I'd just be rubbing my.
Well, Kendall's short right here on the zone. Looks like the left guard gets whipped, I believe. Is that right?
left?
I think so.
See
he swam the left guard.
See how far the linebackers are bumped over to the trips?
Yeah.
So the center has to climb to 30 really quick, so the left guard loses his help because of the linebacker bump, to the tight end. So, I mean, that's a really good job by 94.
Well, I believe Georgia has a chance with a tired defense to have packed it in to run the ball. And they're a little bit better suited
Alabama's
right here.
play action.
There's your point, Mike. It can cover them.
Yep.
And they're playing pass.
Yeah.
They're not defending. I mean, they're playing pass.
They have nothing to do with the run play.
Yeah. They're
I
playing
don't think
pass.
this is RPO. I think this is design.
They've got numbers to run the ball if they want to.
It might have been.
It looks like the left guard is a pass. The left
And the back looks like he knows.
I think it's
I think that was just a straight play action.
Close to a chop block. And you're by the tight end on right side.
No doubt.
All right, you got empty, motioning,
3 technique.
getting into
All right,
the
you're telling them
3-by-1
youngster
again.
do what?
Same
Save us 3
formation.
points again.
Yeah.
Right? Let's make sure we get into the kick.
Get out of his hand.
Yeah.
Dart route.
Double twist.
Get it out.
Don't throw it.
No, don't throw it up in the middle of the
Don't
field.
throw it up for grabs.
Couldn't see that.
That angle made me nervous.
Yeah.
It looked like it was about to be a pick.
Right in the middle.
I don't know where the ball
You see that?
Looked like they're trying to work Sony on a mesh right here.
And neither does he.
Right side, man, it gets tough.
And you got him. You just don't have that
that's
much
a-
time.
Yep.
No.
Well, rewind that. I think Sony's busting here because they're running the double short digs and the flag by number 3 with Miko. I think Sony should be
Up and through.
he should be going to the left here because they're trying to work the
Yes.
Yep.
He needs to be left.
the chair route with
He
the
needs
flag.
to be left.
Yes.
Corner.
Yeah.
Great effort.
2 big stops.
Well, it is because the 6-0 game, statistically, when the other teams had the ball 15 minutes, used 7 yards are more than doubled. You're happy if you're Nick Saban down to 6.
I think it's what you
And
said.
you got a turnover.
Yep.
Georgia's turned the ball over
They
once.
turned it over. And the big story has been, like you said, third down conversion by Georgia.
4 of 8, 50% now.
That's
25.
a big deal. That's a big deal for
So
them.
the conversation on the headphones now is the same thing the other way. Is probably Coach Saban and them are saying, look, guys, we haven't played very good. A touchdown, we're still ahead.
We're still ahead.
Absolutely.
Now here's the other conversation
See,
too.
Sony,
Yeah, here's the other conversation too. Is the defense has been out there a long time.
Right.
Are we going to go tempo on this series to try to pick it up?
Let's get the
If
first
Coach Saban is telling
we
them
go
no
3 and out.
tempo.
I don't want to put my defense back out there really quickly.
What's amazing is how fast you run out of possessions.
That's right.
But you look up, it's already halftime. You've had the ball 3 times.
The opposite for him.
Yeah.
I'm with you. We need more possession.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it. Let's shorten this thing.
Yeah.
Mike, I'll say this to me right now in Alabama, and here's what happens, the mind game. You're talking about taking shots. They need a big play.
Yes, they do.
But if you go out there and you don't succeed, and in his mind you don't make a first down, and you go 3 and out again, you're killing yourself. But it's still 6-0. I think Alabama needs to take a shot here early in this drive.
And we all know this, that at times, whether we like it or not, those wideouts on the sidelines, all their buddies at home are watching them play. They want a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's part of the flow of it.
Well,
That's
they're talking about it over there on the bench. We're not
what I'm
privy to
saying.
that conversation. They're telling each other, "Hey, can they cover you?" No, man, they can't cover me.
Hey,
Coach,
they're always
open.
I had 105 catches last year in high school.
Yeah,
Shot.
there you go.
You know?
But as much one-on-one as we're seeing on the perimeter outside with Calvin Ridley, he's got to be a part of this game, does he not?
You draw.
RPO there.
There's your
There's a big play.
There's your big play.
play. You see how they just kind of fall off him?
Really good job sending the tailback out.
Yes.
Somebody matches him.
Yep. Well, you got a 5-man box.
Yep.
It removes this overhang out a little bit more. That's who he's reading.
Yep.
He's reading.
See what happened to the safety here coming down.
He read.
A nice job of him trusting the line right there. He set that center's block up.
Outside by 17.
Outside zone.
Look like we didn't get the 4-hour reach.
Nope. We just
Kevin, how fast?
Tempo right here. Tempo
is hurt.
He's
4'6".
He's probably 4'6" guy, but like I said, he is so
to the play action.
Oh, don't take a sack.
Left tackle again, right?
That was the play action off the play they started the drive with.
He's cutting.
Nice call by Georgia there, right?
Thinking quick. He's thinking 3-step.
Guess.
Well, I'm not sure I would have launched that ball.
With that safety in the middle of the field.
They had shallow.
Yeah.
Look
There's
right
your guy
there.
right
That's a man.
that
right
one over there.
Slot receiver.
The number 2.
Left
going up the
tackle
hash.
cutting like
That's
it
your
was
guy.
quick game.
Yeah, he can't
Back
cut,
shoulder.
pump and go.
Bellamy just made 2 big plays there on the stretch and then the sack.
All right, 3rd and long. It'll be interesting to see what the
Similar position Georgia was earlier in the
they're
game.
gonna drop
They
8,
ran it
right?
And got the first.
They're going to drop 8.
Gonna run it.
They're going to run it too.
Now they're gonna punt it.
Up on it.
That's not what you wanted. You got the explosive play, but you didn't really want to go 3 and out or 4 and out.
No,
because you're putting your defense back out there, and it might not hurt them now, but down the road, these body shots of that defense being out there longer and longer and longer will wear them down.
That tackle being made, and that's a bust again by that maybe the best player on the field in that linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, you don't leave. He can't go unblocked.
And bring this back. Bring us back. That's what you're talking about earlier. That problem was addressed with the crack block on the sideline by Alabama. Watch this receiver come in here this time. He can't jump. Look at this. All right. So they addressed that.
And
somebody saw it.
Yeah.
They don't look like much. They just flip the field.
That's right.
Georgia's got to start at the 5-yard line.
Now
the
go
one
get
big
that
play.
turnover.
Yeah, the one big play changed field position right there.
It was interesting. Alabama got to that shot play, the pump and go out of tempo. So that might have been why he was cutting, because they tried to run it in tempo instead of just calling.
It's against their nature. You're asking your quarterback to do something they don't do much of, and he did. I would have thrown that ball. I mean, that was wide open in my mind. I think people who play man-free single high don't play their safeties near deep enough anymore. They're all wanting to run alleys and play run with them and zone read. I'm going to throw the ball down the field on them.
This could be a shot here out of 12.
No better place.
This could be a shot right here.
Too deep. I mean, or quarters, whatever you got, press, whatever. There's too many guys back there.
94 again.
Give him the trophy.
It's been a problem for everybody.
He's the tilt.
Yeah.
They split the doubles.
Really good.
Wow.
That's bringing back haunting memories to me of calling plays in the league when I was in it. There's people on the field you can't block.
Good job by 99.
You can't block.
We can't block it.
Too. Both linebackers run block to the point of attack if he were to get through.
Number 6, Javon Wims, the best receiver for Georgia. He's gone to the locker room. So.
After that catch,
Unbalanced.
This is old.
They've been running the ball out of this.
I don't think that's going to get it done down there.
It's 99.
Now,
this
could be a game changer right here.
Turnover.
You're going to have to punt the ball out of your end zone. And Alabama's gone after those and makes plays in situations like this, right?
Yep.
And the times that I've seen them athletically, either a punt return, a block, or start with the ball on the 35-yard line. Be
There's no
interesting to see what they do
General
here.
Nealon maxim, don't throw the ball over the middle of the field backed up. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with the ball. This is where you have to have intent to take the ball away.
This was interesting, too. You saw Alabama not sub.
Yeah.
No dime, no nickel here.
Expecting run, maybe?
They're rolling out and just playing playing man.
Low hole player.
Wow.
So that is
That's the same play.
Third
play.
down,
Big play.
protecting them.
We talked about the matchup before the game.
Good job on the right.
Good job by the old one. Look at that clean
Great
pocket.
job.
Look at
Right
that
guard and right
Great
tackle.
delivery.
Did you expect the left
Well,
side
West
to
Brom
be
is
good?
kind of looking
Well,
a little
look,
bit left.
If they did
go
get
back and
protection
look at
slid to
watch the
94.
twist
That
up.
helps.
Look like this. You see it?
Yep. So
Watch the right side.
Yep.
Watch him pick this twist
Nice
up.
job on him.
Big time.
really good job
This
by the right
textbook
tackle.
right here.
Yep.
And you have to love the freshman quarterback, right?
Yep.
Standing in your own
I think
end
he
zone
knows
on
where the
3rd
low
and
hole
12.
player is, Rashawn Evans. He lets him clear the low hole player, throws the dig behind him.
Shot
There's
play.
a shot. Oh, they just run a little. That's
Another,
twice they've run that play. Did they get edge pressure
Yeah,
again?
absolutely they did.
It's going to come every time.
We've got to figure it out.
There it is.
There it is. Same thing.
It was figured out 6 weeks ago. People just haven't been able to stop it the whole time. But they're in the right deal.
Double side. Yep. Double
Tight
pressure
split.
on both sides.
Tight split.
Yeah, he
Bring
just
it.
couldn't
He's got to
get
make
there.
this throw. They got leverage on Evans.
you got to make that throw, right?
To get 4 yards. That's,
That's what Kirby's saying. They're bringing double edge pressure.
Is that what he just said?
Now we
Was
got
he reading-
bunch. A little bit wider.
You're going to get edge pressure again?
I don't think they're going to.
double.
Here he comes.
There he
There
goes. There's your toss. Tackle got caught up. There's the tackle of the guard.
That's one of the best passes, Mike
That's a
Bobo,
tackle.
that Georgia's
Tackle
been
kept
throwing
coming
for
from the
years.
corner of the back.
Toss. You're right.
Just tossing it to one of those backs through the years, right? A little different than a
third
tall
down,
sweep,
here they are,
but
they're
it's
subbing
still a
now.
toss.
Now they're subbing.
But that completion, though, flip field position again.
Yes.
Third down completion. And that's
The other thing you're doing here, Coach Cutcliffe, you're running the clock here, right? I'm looking at 2:40. And if I have to punt the ball, I want to try to use the clock now.
look at that time of
With
possession.
where you're at, right?
Yep, no question.
I'm gonna let the clock run down.
Your defense is pitched a shutout. You got an opportunity to go in without giving up
And
a
down.
point.
He's coming after him.
He came after
Bad
him.
throw.
Got the tight
Good route.
end.
Rewind that one, Tom.
So was it a good route, or did he surprise the
No,
quarterback?
they playing man, inside leverage man. Good.
Dismissed.
Yep, just missed him.
I like the play call,
He
right?
threw it
I got
as if
a tight
he was
end. I got
running a
extra
curl,
protection.
didn't he,
Coach?
Sliding it. I got
Yep. 30's got the back man to man, and we sees him block. He adds
adds
on.
out.
green dogs.
on.
him.
It's a good job by him.
Straight
Adds
back
on.
to him, or he
Get
just
a
made a
little
bad
pressure on him.
throw.
I don't know. He doesn't throw many bad balls, but this
All right,
punt
how many guys up? 10 up?
is huge.
Here they come.
No, 14
out.
dropped
One
out.
out, return.
They're backing out.
Return.
Like a low kick.
Not a good one at all, huh? Uh-oh.
Back.
A
Oh,
chance.
my God, I'm blocking it back. They had a wall set up, didn't they?
Yep.
Look who made the tackle on punt team. Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith.
Your best player on defense is playing on the punt team right there.
Yeah, maybe he's the best player on the field.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
2 punt returns, 2 penalties.
Speed of the game.
That's kind of the NFL model this day and time. You watch a kicking game play, somebody gets a penalty.
Yes.
Real quick here, too, guys, just to give you an idea of number 3. Watch Roquan Smith, right?
Where is he?
He's right here. Just watch him. You talk about effort, what you guys were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Watch this. Just watch him.
Just relentless.
Well, that's a young man who's going to make a lot of money.
Yes, he is.
That's a penalty there, blocking the
Illegal
snapper.
block in the back.
Never,
On the receiving
Well,
team.
you go back.
They can get down the field.
That penalty
But the other
is
thing is,
declined.
too, you know, just
Holding.
when we teach our guys in the
Number
kicking
81
game,
on the
that
receiving
young man,
team. That
he's
penalty
what
is
they
accepted.
call you a
And is
suspect.
enforced.
You're
10
in
yards.
trail
First
position.
down.
Every official's eyes are on you.
That's right.
Let him go. Go find work. That return man's on scholarship. He can make one guy miss.
Well, and particularly the snapper. Mike just said it. We don't block the snapper.
And the other thing
He
where
belongs to the return man.
right, the other thing is with what you're saying is He doesn't have to go at the angle he's going at. He knows it's wall left.
Yep.
He needs to meet him halfway.
He can
Guys going to come to him.
Yeah. Right. When you go that way, you're in the clip zone. You're asking for it. He needs to meet him halfway and let him circle.
What we got on the clock? 2:14.
2:14.
Got 3 times. How many? 2 timeouts. 3 timeouts. They got plenty of time.
No, they did. Nick called one early in the game. I think that's wrong.
He challenged the play.
Okay.
And it was overturned, so they gave him his timeout back.
That's 4 yards there.
Clock will restart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they find out if they can throw it in a 2-minute setting here or not. That's just a called screen.
That's a called screen.
I wonder what his completion percentage is over 10 yards in the game so far.
Georgia's the only one that's done it.
Right.
Well, I think he's worried about his defense having to come back on the field, too.
Can you rewind that real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick.
He
Show
won't
me
go
Jalen.
fast. He won't go fast.
Let it go right there. Show me Jalen at the end of the play.
The ball.
Show me Jalen at the end of the play. Watch him. Come on. Let's throw it.
Let's throw it. Pick up the tempo. Yeah, pick up the tempo and throw it.
Yeah, now, so do you call timeout and go after the punt?
Well, he just threw it incomplete pass.
Now we don't have to.
So there's the reason why
There you go.
they weren't doing it.
1 out of 6 on 3rd down now.
Yep.
Wow.
Story of the game.
They're just trying to run a little out route with the 2 over routes.
Well, at this point, the coverage for Georgia's been better than the coverage Alabama's displayed man-to-man.
He's going to come back to the over routes here.
There's nobody open.
Step up.
And they've played more pass, and Alabama's defended the run.
Change your formation back to their base formation.
They got return mode.
There, ball's only 30.
So now that you have a decision to make, I'm going to run a draw on 1st down, see
Or
what
screen.
I make, or screen.
Yep.
If we make some yards, we're going to go into a 2-minute.
Then
If
we'll
we
go
don't,
fast.
I may not even
No
do
doubt.
it up.
Well,
A sit.
again, get the ball in your best player's hands here. It's one of those backs.
Yep.
Let's let them go to work.
Anybody here in any way, shape, or form think that we'd be sitting here with under 2 minutes left and Alabama would have no points on the board?
No, I didn't. Obviously, they'd missed a field goal as part of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's surprised that
No.
there's been only 2 field goals made. The score's 6-0.
Yeah, right.
Because of how close these teams are. And talent and scheme, athleticism, is going to come down to, like we talked about, these special teams plays, penalties, turnovers.
They're playing run. They got a chance right here. They're probably in bail coverage, but still.
They did. They bailed.
Yeah.
At the dig again.
There you go.
Just running the 10-yard stop route.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Now
2
go
minutes.
fast.
Let's go, right? Let's go.
Yep. Go fast now.
You got 3 timeouts.
Off
You
the
got all
made
day.
first down.
You got
That
all
was
day.
4 verticals with the basically flying die outside. And they bailed. They just 2 outside guys stopped. Is what it looked like. Could be around here. Nope.
We're going to get one
There
of
it is. It's curl flat again.
Well, there you go.
2 of them.
That's 2 drops on curl
two of
flat.
There's no pass rush.
94.
They're tired, Coach.
They're tired.
They're tired.
There's no
They've been on the field for 18 minutes.
This safety's playing a little deeper where normally he'd drive that in quarters in 1 minute.
Guys got their hands on their hips.
Yep.
Some of the tight throws tell me that Kirby also knows that personnel over on the other side well.
Going back to
There's some of the routes, some of the
Right again, right
opportunities,
here.
some of the shots.
And Brady and Mika.
They're gonna.
Yep.
You got a chance up top, right?
Yeah,
They're gonna bail out.
Yep.
24 is walk, so that tells
Got
you
everything
pressure
you
from
want
the
to the top
field.
of the screen.
Yeah, they ran 2 traps.
Trapped it. And they were throwing,
They were thinking 33s
That's
on
a
blitz.
chance for a,
Yeah, they showed
for
them
a
33,
big 6 there.
and then 28 trapped it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Every time 24's walked in the boundary, they brought field pressure.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
how you see that.
Sounds like an old line coach.
Can we get it slid to the field, please?
Can we get it slid the other way?
That's right.
The call on right there.
Good call. Good. Oh boy. Take a timeout. You got 3 of them. Take them.
Remember the last week, 3rd and 7, they run the inside zone.
Next 30 doing 30 was in a pass drop. They got 65.
I don't know why we got to take a timeout, Pat, right there.
Now they got
Too many men on the
sub.
field. Too many guys. Take a shot.
They called it or not?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they called it
right there.
You got.
Because two
They're
was
going to
walking
review
off.
this now.
Yeah,
They should.
yeah, he threw it.
Yeah,
he
they threw it.
Yeah, the guy.
And he's walking off the field.
Tired.
So I'm going to run a draw again. I mean, they're going to certainly play pass now with what?
Georgia has 3 timeouts.
And you got all 3 timeouts.
35 seconds.
You've got all 3 timeouts.
I'm number 2 was there. All I had to do was just
I'm
finish.
handing one of those back.
Probably should have taken a timeout at the first down. Right?
Talk about Coach Saban.
I think so. You would have maybe 2 more plays.
Two more
Georgia.
plays.
Yeah,
Yes.
potentially.
And now you're counting plays.
Because we have 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
What it says.
Yeah.
So fatigue has played a role
Just watch 2 right there. See them at the down there.
in this game. And it might just do it the second half.
Georgia's called the same
Alabama's
play
defense is
every
tired.
time. 4 votes with the
Tossing the boundary.
Kick out.
Get to the sideline. First
Good
down.
play.
There he is.
Still got the 3 timeouts.
Points are big here because it makes it a 2-possession game.
That's right.
I'm running it again.
With the timeouts.
Yes, with 3
You
timeouts.
got
Worst
no
case
problem doing it.
scenario, my kicker's a good kicker. I'm going to make it a 2-score game.
2-score game going into halftime.
So you got number
and get
7 in the
momentum.
game. Are they going to throw it to him or hand it to him?
Well, they just tossed it to him, so let's see what happens.
He obviously, they think, has great hands and his ability to run routes. And
And you know the importance of going into the halftime and something good happens right before you go in.
There's no doubt.
The attitude in the locker room, so different.
What's Blankenship's kick range?
let's say
I
they're
think
in
he's
it.
really
He
good.
got
There he goes.
55.
He might-
Oh my
Go.
goodness!
I'm out.
Do you think touchdown here, or do you try to run it down and kick the field goal?
Can you go back, Tom? So they angled the line to the field with no edge pressure here.
That's what they did last
So we got
time.
no contain to the boundary.
Is this a read twist at
They're playing such
9?
high safeties, and those inside guys are rolling off those vertical guys up the seams, man. That's hard to throw into.
Somebody busted there up front.
They lost
Had
contain.
Somebody
Lost
No
contain.
contain, no edge.
You know, if they're running a pirate, then 99 should have come around. You know, back to the boundary.
That's what you wonder if fatigue's setting in now.
Yeah, communication. He's shaking his head. Wow, 205 to 95.
3rd downs. Georgia's over 50%.
Over 50% on 3rd down.
That's the story. of the
And you're having to
game.
convert a lot of them. They've already had 11.
That's right. There's a bunch of them.
So you can line them up, and if they're playing pass, run the ball and live with it. And if they want to try to go to single high, take a shot.
That's exactly right.
You got plenty of time.
And your timeouts.
Like a quarters look here.
See, if they're going to play this way, you got to take a shot down here. Well, no, they're going back up top. You got to run the ball. Tough place to throw the ball. There it is.
Back shoulder.
Picking on the corners now.
Back shoulder.
Yes.
That's that quarters press that y'all talk about,
Yep.
right?
That's exactly right.
It's 4 verticals. Did he run out of bounds?
Alabama does such a good job of staying on top. They're susceptible to that back shoulder throw because their corners do such a good job of staying on top.
And so Kirby knows that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's the advantage there.
This is
Yeah,
where
if
your
they hold
timeout.
it to a field goal,
drive.
it'll be a
Timeout.
Take that time
So,
out
David, remember
there.
our timeout on that first down? We'd have probably 25 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yep.
You really count 7 or 8 seconds of clock time per play. So you're talking about 3 or 4 more plays is what you get out of the drive.
How many years ago did you give up calling plays?
It's been 1, 2. It's been about 4 years ago.
Do you feel like you're managing the game better now because of those situations, those 2-minute situations, allowing the coordinator to call the game and you manage the game?
He wouldn't agree with that because of me communicating.
Well, of course. You're just giving him suggestions.
but you're right. And honestly, there was so much going on I couldn't keep up with it.
Right.
I felt that way. But during the week, the study, you know, to call a game, you got to watch 8 hours of tape a day and be good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what got me out of it. We're a lot better without me doing it, I can tell you that. The guys I've got doing it are really good at it. But are you in there with them in the defense?
I've been with both, but I would say I don't think I'm smart enough to be able to call plays and manage the game.
That's the way.
That's just me. I can't do.
It's
I
very
think
hard.
calling plays is an art.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, and you're down on that side of the field in practice. You're never down with the other end.
Hard. Tight end.
Back shoulder again. Interference.
No, they're not going to call it.
No, no, they're letting them play.
Oh, they did. Flags.
They called it?
Maybe O lineman downfield, maybe.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. Defense number 14.
Oh, my
Gives the
God.
distance to the goal.
Quarterback.
What does Georgia have? One timeout?
What's
Do
he
you
also?
get in a heavy?
Oh,
Where's the ball going to be?
Should be on the 1 yard line now, right?
Is that one of their corners?
That's Deontay Thompson,
Played
freshman.
safety.
Freshman
right?
safety.
Safety last week.
So you still have a timeout, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can still hand the ball to a
Unbalanced.
to a really
No
good
doubt.
player.
Wildcat. There we go.
Yeah.
Wildcat.
Hardeman.
With Hardeman at it.
That's touchdown.
Got it.
Big.
Wow.
Got it.
Great call.
Great call by Jim.
Look at 18 here.
There's the read. They're doing it with
There's the art.
their plus one's Miko Hardeman.
That's right.
Well, that's the one you just saw where the quarterback didn't keep it.
Yes, sir.
Earlier. There's the split
This
flow.
guy's
with
keep it.
a faster player.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
no
he's
reason.
looking to keep
The
it.
split
That's right.
flow makes it harder on that defensive end because he's got to come
Yes.
attack that fullback.
You going for
No doubt.
2 or 1?
I kicked extra point. It was too early.
Kicking it.
Yeah.
Kick one, consider 2 in the fourth, right?
Yep.
You know what the chart says.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, for 2 reasons. One, because there should, well, maybe not in this game, but a lot of times there's quite a bit of scoring that's still going to happen.
Absolutely.
And 2, why put yourself in that situation as a head coach?
That's right.
Right.
You have to answer for that.
Well, that's that momentum at halftime, without a doubt. Alabama does get the ball first
Right.
in the second half, but you really made those locker rooms different.
You got
So-
2-1 time of possession,
Right.
third downs, and they've been able to run the football.
Yep. And keep their defense on the field, tire their defense out.
So I've been where Nick is right now. You're going in, you're knowing you're needing to talk to your offensive coaches and your defensive coaches. The limitation of time now
Oh, it's 20 minutes.
is
Yeah.
so difficult
There's no doubt.
that your mind is turning. Now, they should be
Is
talking
it 20
on the
minutes in this
headset,
game?
That's right.
Or is it
but you
extended
need
still on
some
his 20?
serious conversation in that locker room.
Where is his defensive coordinator? On the ground?
He's on the ground.
He's on the ground.
Both of them are, right?
Right.
Yes.
So he's picking a side right now, and he's or what we would
He
do
started,
is
that's
he's
it.
saying, guys, hit this, and he's going to try to get to the other ones, right, Coach?
Yes.
And then you're also saying, hey, guys, we got to just calm down.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We're Alabama. Okay?
We're built for this.
We're okay. We've got good players. All right. Well, and I'm sure they will. We don't need to panic. This is what we need to do.
The other issue, as you said, is getting with your coaches. But right now, that defense is tired. They're questioning themselves a little bit. All right, we've had some penalties. It's going to be important with your conversation with your coaches, but somebody's got to talk to these players. All right, because
Settle
guys
down.
are looking at each other right now. They're getting shut out, and their defense is getting pushed around. They've been on the field a lot. You're going to have to massage this thing mentally with these players because they haven't been in this position very
They
often.
have thought it was going to be easy.
Yep,
They
exactly.
beat their nemesis, Clemson,
That's right.
and they really thought this may have going to be easier than that ball game.
But there's a lot that's going to happen at halftime with assistant coaches reassuring guys that, hey, we got a plan. We got to execute better. All right, we haven't been here, but we're Alabama. All right, let's make sure that we play the way we play.
I know,
Not
I
panic.
know everybody's
Don't panic.
talking about two, and
Yeah.
anything, but that dude's not going to panic.
No,
Number
he's not
two
gonna
for
panic.
Alabama.
No.
You just see his demeanor, and he's going.
But you make sure a coach doesn't panic.
That's
Yeah,
my
you walk
Make sure there should be no in a
Yes.
championship game.
That's
Nobody's
right.
chewing anybody out.
Nope, not in this game.
That's the experience. That's what you got to watch for.
Yep.
Is a coach. And you're over here working, the guy's over there panicking.
Right.
And the players panic. You know what's interesting though is, and then from what Kirby's saying, guys, we started out, got out of our box a little bit on offense. We got back into it. We ran the ball effectively. Our tailbacks are really good players. The quarterback's running the ball pretty good, scrambling, and we hit some play action passes. We got a little bit fortunate, I would say. We're fortunate we converted on that many third and longs.
Yes.
Right.
but we're also ahead. We got to be smart. Now, I tell you the thing that's interesting to me is, of course, being from the Big 12 is the yards and the points that Oklahoma had last week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I watched the game and they had, I don't know, almost 300 yards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's surprising to me. That not that they had that because I saw them all year, but that shocks me a little bit at 94 yards. It really does.
You're going to get a response here from Alabama in the third quarter.
No doubt.
They get the ball first.
How will Georgia respond? Because we're feeling really good about ourselves in Georgia's locker room right now. You know we're going to get a response. That first series of the third quarter is critical, but at some point in the third quarter, Alabama will respond.
Because they think about it. They survived the turnover in the first possession. Missed field goal. Kept it at 0-0. Done a nice job. The receiver had a couple drops, but they've made competitive plays on the perimeter. And really, Alabama, those receivers haven't been given that opportunity to make those plays because they're getting too high safeties. I agree with you. They got to be able to run the ball in that look.
First series they did, though.
That's right.
They got out on the perimeter in that first series and moved the ball.
Sure did.
You know, so where are we going to go now?
They're at 255 rushing a game.
Right.
And they're at 73. So
something's got to give.
Right.
Now
back to go. You're off.
how they feel about their matchup with Georgia's front guys on defense, I'm not sure. But to me, they've got to get back to that. They got to get them out of two safeties if they're going to throw the ball down the field. Right. Unless they're going to play action and run down the middle of the field.
Well, you know, the comment, we were talking earlier that Kirby had gone in and talked to Chaney and said, here's what he's going to try to do. It might have happened the other way.
Yeah.
Nick may have gone in and given Daboll a lecture, and he's overreacted to all the things Nick told him Kirby's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now you better focus on what you want to do, not what you think that defense is going to do.
And what your players do well. They got you to this game.
Don't forget those two big penalties, too. The field goal, taking points off the board, and the late hit on the quarterback gave them a touchdown. So
allowed them to get in the wildcat, wild
right.
dog,
Yeah.
whatever. That allowed them to get into that formation.
Big series.
More than likely another touchback here. You know, a lot of games have been won with
Bringing it out. Wow.
That's a big risk.
So you lost 3.
Yep.
-3. Lucky to get that.
How did they do that at Northwestern? In the end zone.
They take a knee.
You don't take the 25.
I'm going to take the 25.
Y'all catch it, Coach, or you let it?
We're going to the 20. We don't even catch it.
But how big?
We're going to the 25.
What's the number one average in the country?
Ball.
28?
Yeah.
Something like
if
that.
they're all
around
touchbacks,
there?
you can be in the top 15.
Right, exactly.
That's 25-yard line every time for us.
Starting out.
This is Tua Tagovailoa. The quarterback is jumping in the football
See, they're spread out here.
They got a backup quarterback.
Look at this.
Ghost Gundy. Right here.
Wow. With the true freshman.
Wow.
But they're playing. Well, they're inside. They got
We're
in
going to
there.
go run the quarterback. That was
the same play that we drew. The same play that Nico ran.
Georgia scored on.
Georgia scored on.
Out of Wildcat.
Yep.
There's a
Zone.
slip. There's a slip. There's a
Yep,
fake.
there it is. That's the exact same play.
Exact
Right.
same play.
Look at Raekwon.
They trying to crack, too.
Look at Raekwon.
Yep.
I want that. They cracked left the corner.
Could be a crack and go later, right?
Yep.
Something off that.
I said that earlier.
Sure. Fake clap.
Guys, if we can get our side monitors working with program, that'd be great.
Well, he can throw the football. I've seen him in person.
Got a manageable
He
third
can
down.
throw the football, but again, that's not much gain.
Yep.
For the risk involved right there.
Again, I'm going back to the numbers in the box. Allow them to run the ball.
Really happy feet in that pocket.
Is it third? It's 3rd and 4.
And now here's a true freshman quarterback without much experience.
Double.
And here we go.
double
We're going to
shoot.
come right in his face with the best linebacker in the country.
And this
Great
Maxed up
call.
on the
Great
tailback.
defensive call. Well, you'll take that. I'll take that. That's a win.
Now, wouldn't you
And
come
an
after this guy?
Alabama lineman only-
This is a
They
great
did.
call.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
53 attempts on the year.
Always had. Notice with that, they dropped the defensive end out. So they got two linemen on one DN, and they got the tailback matched up. Really good defensive call.
They come to the over route right here. Same play they ran earlier in the game in 3rd
Bigger
and 4.
issue, long-term ball security in the
this
pocket.
Young quarterback, and where that ball is, it's just asking for it to get
Seven.
He's not very tall, guys, either. He can't see. He's not seeing much right there. The guy in his face that quick. Poor ball security. people covered.
Great series by Georgia's defense. They just made a statement.
And now we got an offensive lineman down. The first series, 3 and out.
That's Jonah Wood. That's their best offensive lineman. He struggled tonight, though.
That's their left tackle, right?
Yep, right here.
Yep. It's rolled up at the end of this thing.
Well, somebody came in there and got him late.
At the end. Yeah,
Boom.
right there. Yep.
Thank goodness for that knee brace.
Goodness.
May have been an ankle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's grabbing his knee.
Three, better be careful. Three's going to take control of the game.
Mm-hmm. There's some intent going on
Right.
that
I mean,
Georgia sideline.
he's starting
17
to
Georgia
feel it a little
started.
bit.
Some
Guys, real quick, while we're seeing this injury come off the field, guys, what do you think about this move by Alabama to throw the true freshman in there?
I was shocked.
You shocked?
Yeah, I don't know, who made that decision. I don't think it'll be final. I don't think Hurts is through for the day.
Unless he's injured.
Unless he's injured.
We knew there was going to be a response from Alabama. I didn't think I would have never anticipated them pulling a quarterback. So if he's hurt, that's one thing. But
Here we are doubling the gunners again. Pro-style punt that Alabama uses is not
light in the box for a fake.
Not as hard
That's why they're checking out of it.
to cover.
He's offsides. Is he offsides?
Block punter.
He's offsides.
Yeah.
Corner was offsides.
Yep.
It's got a first down.
I'm not sure
I think they moved.
I thought the right tackle.
We're looking at. I couldn't see that he blocked it.
They're going to keep it on.
He was
Run
offside.
it back a little bit. Oh! I thought the right tackle moved. Him?
The wing did.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, they all did. 3 of them did.
That boy's dead there.
Yep.
But they called offsides. What did they call? Offsides. They didn't call it on Alabama.
Replay 4th down.
You're kidding.
Look like 34 moved.
They had a noise issue.
He
right?
wasn't
He wasn't offsides, was he?
No.
He was not offsides.
Momentum is all on the dog side right now.
Yeah.
Sideline.
Quick snapped it there.
Hear that stadium rocking?
Oh,
That cushion.
got action here.
That cushion.
The North. Oh boy.
He's gone.
Oh,
great
what a
hit.
big play.
Wow.
What a open field play.
17. Yeah.
Well, the reason that NFL teams use this type of protection is that they only have 2 gunners because only 2 can go downfield. Collegiately, that's not the case, so it is unusual for teams to use this punt style.
Traditional punt, yeah.
Yep.
So if you don't have 3 gunners or you don't spread the field a little bit more, you're limited in coverage, and we're seeing Georgia take advantage of that, in my opinion.
We go back to was he really offsides on the punt block?
Get that punt block back up, please.
I don't think he
I don't
was.
think he
I
was.
don't think it was.
But was he blocked by the gunner? And the only thing he saw.
We'll have it
was
up in a second, guys.
Yeah,
We all know that Alabama
There it
absolutely
is.
moved.
Right. That's why I didn't know if 34 moved before.
on the replay they had showed from the side.
34, 42, and 17 all flinch. You're going to see it right here.
Is this the last punt?
I think this is the one that was punted.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, this is the last
No,
one.
this is the block. This is because Alabama checked.
They checked. They brought the block.
Yeah. Georgia checked to the block.
Right there. Yeah.
The ball's a yard off that line now.
Watch these guys right here.
Side, it looked like he was.
I don't think he was when the ball was snapped.
Go look at it. You want to go 22? Here we go. No, he's not.
He's behind the black. when the
Close,
ball
isn't he?
snapped.
Mm-hmm. He's beyond the black, isn't he?
Yeah, the ball's out right there.
But 34 is moving before he's across the line.
Sure, yeah.
That's
The proper call would have been to stop the play, blow it dead.
Dead.
Yep.
Right.
But they're really not losing the block punt.
Not so sure 47 wouldn't have blocked it as well.
I think the get off is slow. Shadows.
Yeah. Look at that sideline, though.
Yep.
I mean, the momentum is definitely on Georgia's side. I mean, this is critical series for Alabama's defense here. They've got to get a stop.
So, real guys, from your perspective, now that Alabama has made this choice, I'm going to go back to the quarterback for a moment. This is a a big deal. So they've made this choice. It doesn't go well. They're 3 and out. Where do you go from here offensively?
Are
you stuck staying with him, or do you go back to 2? I mean,
you go back to Hurts, unless
It's a big choice.
unless he's injured. You know, that's what we don't.
Yeah, he didn't look injured on the side. Look like he's just standing there.
Nothing on the broadcast that says he was injured. Okay.
And I think you see Jalen Hurts back.
All right, we got another side look at this block punt. We're going to cue it up here for you. Just 1 second.
We made the decision to change the quarterback. That would also determine whether or not the quarterback's going in.
Yeah.
It was the head coach. We're going to stay with the 2.
And that should have been a legal procedure penalty.
Yeah. They wouldn't have had the block anyways, right?
Right.
Blown it down, illegal procedure.
Well, we hadn't been at practices. Hurts got a sore arm. It's his shoulder bothering him.
Right.
You know, we don't know. It may not be an obvious injury.
Yeah, they're a man short in the running game.
Yep. Outside zone with the.
He played by Ronnie, the safety.
Might have had the slants backside. They don't overplay it that way. So number 4 there in the slot.
Trying to crack the inside backer, but no. They're basically
We got the same problem we had earlier. The wideout doesn't block.
Mike said we're
really good job
uphill.
Really and they're working to the backer, and then the tight ends blocking the backer they're working to. They messed.
Hardest part in spread, right?
Yeah.
Get an edge set on you. You don't have a tight end or a fullback. You guys go up and field and set an edge.
Right now they're
It's not quite as fun.
Here we come from the field.
Field with it.
They're in trouble. He gets out of it. It's Swift.
Now it's a long.
Yep. All right, 3rd and 20.
Run the ball.
Last time that went pretty well.
Yeah.
Bring Michael in the game.
And this is huge by Alabama's defense. All the momentum's on Georgia's side. Everything they got and then for Alabama to come out.
Field position.
And I mean, to have a chance to come out and get a big time 3 and out, this is a heck of a job by Alabama's defense.
The response they needed.
Yep.
They needed this. Got to get off the field here.
Critical mess.
They're going to run a screen or a draw, right?
That's what you would think.
You're going to drop 8.
Let's see who's in the
3rd and
backfield back there.
Or they might just turn around and hand it to him again. Third and long.
That's 7. That's the freshman.
That's coaching right there, Simon. That's coaching.
There it is. It worked 2 out of the last 3 times.
Good job by Alabama.
That's right.
As good as you got.
Big
series.
series.
Yeah.
Gave him life again.
See these kids running off the field now?
That little bounce.
Yep.
He's telling them not to change the direction.
Interesting see what happens at the left tackle spot with Alabama, too. If Jonah comes back or they have to sub, they're already down. They're starting right guard, Lester Cotton.
That's probably the other thing that gets lost in this discussion is how many games these kids have played.
Yeah.
And the battles and the injury attrition. Here they came with 10
Coming
out.
after them.
Coming after them.
Line drive.
Uh-oh.
Big play.
Don't do it.
They didn't call it.
Away with it.
Oof. That's 2 starting linemen that are down for Alabama, right?
Yep.
Cotton and Jonah Williams.
Face mask.
Oh, we got.
Didn't call it. Well,
So who came out? Hurts back in.
Hurts.
Hurts is back.
who's the left tackle?
Well, when we get to the sky, we'll take it out. Look at nope.
No.
It's still in
13.
there.
Nope.
13, true freshman. So now he's what are we running? What's the protection? Uh-oh.
We got 70's the left tackle. Who is he?
Freshman.
Leatherwood freshman.
That's a true freshman.
He's a good player.
Yep. But he's a freshman.
Yep.
He is a good player, though.
And early in the game, 73 was struggling.
Yeah.
Their best lineman was struggling in pass protection.
Where is Hurts?
Well, the
He's
question-
standing right there on the sideline
he's-
with his helmet on. Oh.
Rolled up.
The Smith got 2 for 1 right there.
Mm-hmm.
A sack and a left tackle.
Yep.
Both tackles for Alabama are backups are freshmen.
Yes.
I believe that freshman was in spring practice.
He was, Coach. Yes, you're correct.
'Cause I saw him.
Play action off the power.
Coach.
Shot.
Got it, Coach.
Oh. Good shot. Just put you behind the chains now.
He got to take. That's running offense. Like Coach Cook talking about.
Invert the safety to the weak side, right? Play action.
This
Here
single
it
high and
comes
the single
down.
high safety's not.
Cover zero.
Cover zero.
Yeah, there's zero.
So a little more air and take him across the field. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
no safety
that's
backside.
open for a touchdown. That's easy.
Hold up there and let him go make
That's
a play.
inexperience right there. At quarterback.
And throw it now.
I think you're opening it up right here.
There you go.
Good pickup.
Cross country route.
Yep. Great job by the corner coming off. They passed it off.
They don't get it here. So
Yeah.
Flag. Great job passing it off to the low hole player.
Really good.
No, they switched.
They switched.
They switched.
Yeah,
it.
switched. 24 and 14.
What's the flag in here about?
First down.
First down, something.
I don't see the holder.
What was the flag? Face mask?
Now back here.
Hands to
Must
the
have got
face?
hands to the face or something.
Take a look at it real quick. You gonna call on Scarborough?
So it's 3rd and 7. So
Maybe they picked it up.
they didn't call anything. I don't think, did they?
Must have picked it up.
We're back to 3rd and 7, playing game.
You're going to check for the run here?
Two straight passes.
Yep.
Nope. 3. It'll help him.
Big pickup on the twist.
They can't get open.
Run,
They can't separate.
That's where Hurts would have hurt you.
This guy's about to He's gonna what a play.
Get vertical. Get up the
Get
field.
up.
He got it.
Wow. What a play.
Wow.
Mark that one down, right?
Yep.
That could be a big play if they drive here and score.
Yeah.
Momentum.
I'm just surprised Alabama's receivers can't separate.
Playing too high. Basically playing man under
They're
right
playing
there.
two-man.
Two man right
And
there.
the quarterback scramble is effective.
Now they got safety coming down here.
We got the RPO.
There you go.
Got it.
One behind it.
There you go.
Behind the safety.
Just behind the conflict player.
Obviously, they have more confidence in this guy.
Yes.
They get 24 coming down, and they can slant in right behind him.
That could level window too.
Great finish.
Great finish.
A little tempo.
Just 5 straight throws.
We'll bubble into the boundary.
RPO and
Yep.
First time he said since the first drive of the game, didn't have a little bit of rhythm.
Tempo's rolling.
let's see if Georgia defends.
They're right up on the ball. They're trying to
on
go fast
2nd
here.
and 1, right?
Yeah, they are going fast.
Yep, as soon as they spot it, they're down on it.
I'm hard calling them and throwing the ball down here to the guy at the bottom.
Right here.
Down here.
Another RPO.
Tight end's a little wider.
There it is.
Down here.
Yep. Power with the RPO seam.
Now they got some rhythm.
If they don't get the edge pressure block right here, it's a heck of a job by that quarterback.
Get it out.
In there, man, that's a
Beating the pressure with the ball.
because they're running power here. They're not blocking 24. He stands in there and takes it.
Do you think that guy's downfield right there? He's right there.
No,
I didn't even bring that up. The defensive guy.
All the Big 12 guys say no.
Was
He's
that
not even
flag?
close.
The answer is no.
Got him. Touchdown. What a drive by this kid.
Yep. Really good job by the O-line, too. 5 on 5, good protection.
Rewind it back.
Well,
what did they?
So they're throwing the ball and they're playing. Now they got him in run. Now they're throwing the ball.
But if you see an energy surge at receiver,
Good point, coach.
Look at that 5
they
on-one
practice
blocks
with
right
these
there.
guys.
Good job.
There's an energy surge by the Alabama team.
Got to give credit to that freshman left tackle right there coming in, winning
Like it.
one-on-one right there.
No doubt.
That's a big-time job.
Yeah, look at
That's
this
a really
matchup.
good
That's
player.
really, really good.
He was there. I remember just how large and athletic he was.
So there's probably 6 RPOs, I'm guessing, on that drive. How many plays was that? 10? And remember what he did on
Third
the third.
7. Third 7.
Remember what he did on the third long.
You left during halftime for a little while. I think you went and used the phone and said, here's a few RPOs. Y'all need to run. That looked a little bit like
I'm excited now.
Yeah, right. Here comes the Big 12. Here we go. We're excited. We're throwing.
I'm into it.
Here's that third down, guys.
Right, that's what we said mark down,
the big
right?
play you said to mark down, right, Coach?
Playing 2 man, scrambling
2 man.
quarterback.
So 2-man against a scrambler, you should probably have a spy on him.
They do. There he is.
There he
They got
is.
2
There
of
he
them.
is.
They got
You got the best spy in the country,
Roquan.
but look at the change of field here.
We just missed that.
That's just poor tackle.
backyard football.
It's
Ball,
also
there's a ball
strength.
security again. It might
Yep.
come out.
Which could come out down the road here.
Body strength. That's
Then they
core.
come back and they go an RPO the next play. And they throw
tempo.
and they tempo screen.
Tempo.
And then another RPO.
And what this does now is this puts a little pressure on the play caller from Georgia. Because now you can't relax as much. Right.
a different game.
You got to go score.
It was a touchdown pass, guys.
The interesting part.
What they're doing, well, they're reading it like up top. He's got inside leverage. He pivoted back out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he beats him, so he goes ahead and runs the dig down here. So basically, he picks a side, best look side, and works basically the back line, depending on what the number one receiver does.
You're talking about this outside leverage here. So now
No. He's working.
No. I'm saying why he didn't go up there. So he comes down here. Now he's got this singled.
But if this guy doesn't stack 14 right here, Malcolm Parrish, if he doesn't stack him, he's going to break back out like the guy does up top.
Good job by the tailback getting out, too, and holding that linebacker just enough where they can get it behind
So they can get a window in behind
get
it.
that window. So good job by the tailback getting out so he can get it, so he's got to come respected.
Holds that linebacker.
That's exactly
Look at
right.
the pocket.
Yep.
He's got all day to
Yeah,
throw
they
the
rushed
shot.
5 too and picked it.
Yep.
Like y'all said, the true freshman.
So that takes a while for that thing to get in there, too. So that's
Basically, they're in Bear and playing 0 with 2 rats.
5 1-on-1.
2 low hole players.
But we did answer our question, too. My question at halftime was what the philosophy was going to be in the second half.
Well, nobody guessed
They
this.
changed quarterbacks, right?
Nobody gets that one.
Changed quarterbacks.
That's why we're here.
Picked up, there's no doubt. Picked up the tempo, right? And threw it every snap down the field. Even though it was
Took a call
RPO.
from Mike Gundy.
Yeah, that's right.
He did kind of sneak away, Coach Kite. You're right.
It's going to be interesting, though, now to see how Georgia handles this. But so if you're Alabama, you're saying, I'm running the same plays.
Yep.
Just run the same plays until they stop it.
Yep, because the quarterback was accurate, right? He beat blitzes, right? Corner crash, the whole bit. They had him, but he stood in there and threw strikes. So everybody's got to feel good about moving forward.
They ran their offense.
Yes.
So
that's
that's all he knows is their base
That's
offense.
right.
So it forced them to go back and just run their offense.
Went back to third downs again. When Georgia was converting third downs, they got points. Then Alabama scrambles out. They get a third down conversion.
That's equal to that 3rd and 20.
That's right.
4 of the 6 I'm guessing 6 RPOs. 4 of them were pretty uncontested throws.
That's right.
And the O-line protected better because you're run blocking and throwing the ball. So we're not sitting back and allowing these guys to get up the field and rush our quarterback.
Now, the other question, too, is now after that series, does Georgia go back to more too high, right, against the RPO looks and give Alabama a chance to run the ball?
That was interesting. I was shocked that they played more single high on
That's
that
exactly
drive
right.
than they did entire game.
And that's why the quarterback was successful.
Wow. This is what happened in the Clemson game. They were tackling Clemson on every kickoff inside the 10-yard line.
Was that ball in the end zone? I didn't see it.
It was.
Yeah, about 2 yards deep.
Ball's on the 7. You hold them right here to 3 and out, you're going to get the ball at midfield. And a chance to take the lead.
It was a corner kick about 2 or 3 deep.
Take it near.
It was a tough catch. He caught it going sideways, not forward. Everything was
There's Hurts running up there.
That's impressive.
Really good placement by the kicker,
Yes.
too. They had everything shifted over that way, and they kicked it on the left side of the end zone.
Their team speed shows in kickoff coverage. Now we're back to that same huge series again where Georgia did convert.
Yes,
Here they come down.
They ran it twice and then
Defending
threw
the
it
run.
on third
RPO.
down.
They
That's what they
RPO.
ran early in the game. What a catch, my God.
Huge play there.
That's a great play.
So he sees the safety come down, right? Holds it out. Has a double end cut.
Yep.
Another good play call. The play caller right there. Chaney's
doing a heck of a job.
Having a great game.
Great throw.
You're going to glance to glance. You look over, we're going to look over.
Look.
Check your check.
So they stayed in there.
Run, double high.
Hammer.
Corner, good. That's job.
Really nice job.
Huge play right
It's
there.
kind of been the biggest thing with the run defense for Alabama has been when they've been able to use trap or pressure with the corner.
Anytime it's 3-by-1, corner hammer's tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you just get the extra fit player.
And
Safety
you
doesn't-
can disguise it in that boundary over there.
Yep.
The Alabama
On the
does
hash,
a great
into the
job.
boundary.
Yes.
And there's
Look
not a
too
lot
deep.
the quarterback can do. There's not a lot of space to work. People say, well, you know, you get on chalkboard and we say throw it over here. Well, that's not that easy.
Kind of low risk, high reward.
No, that's right.
Second and 18.
Invited them to call run with a double high safety.
Hand it off.
That's well blocked.
On the 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11. Got 7.
They're not,
That's
in
well
their, they're not
blocked.
in their bare defenses.
Oh, so-
They're not in double eagle.
And they're
That's why
playing
they're
4
able
over
to move
3
the-
over here.
Look at them move the double team on the 3
Yep.
technique.
This allows them to get two double
Two double
teams at the
teams,
point
exactly.
of attack.
No doubt.
Yep.
So once you can do that, you don't have that zero nose.
And you're able to get
You
movement.
can run the football.
Yeah, because the center doesn't have to come back off on that linebacker. He can just
I like
keep
the
pushing.
tight end's cutoff block, too.
Nice.
Pressure doesn't
Tackle
get there.
got
him. There's the guy right
Open,
there.
And that is
Wow.
a great throw.
That's an
Stayed in
answer.
bounds.
That's an answer.
He didn't
3rd and
tackle.
11, guys.
Coach Selman, did you see what that was against?
Yes.
Tony Brown.
Tony Brown.
So now they're saying
what's
something's
happened?
coming back.
Did he step out of bounds?
I was saying.
He's something.
Something.
There's a flag.
There is a flag.
That was what he missed. They threw the pick on early in the game, right? When they threw the inside fade to
Yeah.
the number 2 receiver.
Sideline warning?
Sideline interference penalty
Sideline interference.
against Georgia.
Wow.
It's enforced as a dead ball foul. The
Are you
touchdown
kidding me
is
on
good.
that
Kirby
play?
saying, how
That's
can
tough.
you do that in this
He scores
game?
15 yards on the
Touchdown.
kickoff.
Yeah, we just found out it was a touchdown.
Yeah, he goes up.
then you calm down a little bit.
So it's bad, but it's not that bad.
All right, go for 2 now.
I say
If somebody
take the
ran
chance.
into an official or got an official's way on a long
Let's see the play.
So the official, and that is a foul. Anytime the official runs into somebody in the white area,
White's the officials.
belongs
Which
to
as you
them.
said, Pat, was a point of emphasis this year.
Yep.
It's been called more this year than
Ever.
any other year.
Ever.
So now you're going to see George go back to playing 2 safeties, and if they're going to RPO us, you're going to run it.
That's right.
That's my guess.
Touchdown.
That's exactly
Is
right.
Been
under
wrong a
further
lot in my
review.
life, but that's be my guess.
They're reviewing it. Can we, let's
They're
watch the
reviewing it.
play.
2 touchdowns for that youngster.
Ooh, go back.
Well, he's
Go back.
out because he kicked the defender when the defender was on the white.
Right there,
I-
the shoe's out too.
See, he's on the white, and I think he kicked the defender. A little bit more back, maybe not.
If they want to call that one back, they
Right
can.
there.
See right there,
Did his toe hit in that white?
well, but if he
Prior to
touches the
kicking him?
defender and the defender's laying out of bounds,
And he's out.
I think he's out. Is he in?
Watch his right
there's a
toe.
heel.
Look on this screen over there, Coach.
Did he heel?
Okay.
Can't tell there.
Can we see the play? How they scored? On the, was it
Inside fade by number 2.
two? But they were at 3-by-1, right?
Right. Yeah.
They
Yep.
held the midfield.
The ruling on the
think
field
they were
stands as called. It's a
They
touchdown.
were on the field stand. They did not reverse.
Yeah, versus Tony Brown.
That's a mismatch.
I'd like to see the wide angle.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I was watching down
Yeah,
here.
they were just they rotated to
Mm-hmm.
cover one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really not man free. That's really zero.
Zero. He's not
That's
high enough.
inside technique, zero. He's moving away from that area. I mean, that's just zero coverage without pressure that's going to get there. That's all it is.
Yeah, see 29 jumped on him. Safety rotated in the middle. But you know what's interesting is you would think that number 2 would be playing outside in.
He should be.
Yeah,
Should be.
And
Playing to his help.
Trying to
Well, I'm
follow
saying
it.
he's
Take him to the
playing
post,
zero
right.
technique.
Great job of Meek Hardeman setting the
He
guy
should be
down
on the
in
other
there,
side.
too.
Correct.
Good job.
But really not. He's
Attack,
not
yeah.
playing cover one.
Almost like a little mini tech. We call it that.
Yeah,
And if you're going to play that,
What
that
is it?
safety
Yeah,
should have
versus
stayed
spread,
on that
yeah.
side of the field.
Keep the weak side safety. Like half two over there.
You know, it's interesting. They called guys. I want to get your sense of this because they called the sideline interference, but watch how far into the sideline the official is. Look where he's running.
One more time.
Where is it?
Which one is it? Is
I don't see any
the line
interference.
watch the guy in the line of scrimmage.
Yep. The
guy in the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Well, here,
No, that's what I mean. It's the guy in the line of
He
scrimmage.
gets he bumps somebody
The guy
right
to
there.
the far
it's the
right.
guy back here to the
far
right is who.
Yeah, that one right there. At some point,
Those guys are in the white. But that's nitpicky right there, guys.
That's so far behind the play. It had nothing to do with the guy's ability to call the play,
That's
right?
nitpicky.
Yeah.
We should have somebody in the back look up if there's a player out of bounds and you're in bounds and you have the ball and you touch that guy and he's out of bounds.
They're kicking off from the 15 right here.
Are you in bounds or are you out of bounds?
Yeah.
That's a great kickoff hang time wise.
And
That's
team
great.
speed to boot.
Great
Wow.
coverage.
Great coverage.
What do you think? Game of inches?
Less than that.
Less than that right there.
Game of centimeters?
So they
Whoever
called him out.
sewed that field together
Yeah, right?
Right. The
that
Georgia
came
grab.
into play
Yeah.
right there.
But if they called him out of bounds, it would have stood and he would have been out of bounds. That was not indisputable. I was
What an
impressed.
answer. Third
I
and
was
11.
impressed the last series.
Third down, man. That's
By
third
Hurts,
down.
long.
Hurts coming out, and the first guy celebrating with the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's impressive by that young man.
And here's your answer again.
Georgia's playing run.
Rocking to a single high.
And
Wing pump.
Over.
Cross country again.
Oh,
got
be
it.
careful, kid.
He make that catch?
I said a touchdown.
He tried to throw it on the line.
Didn't get in. He was stepping up, moving, didn't like he got
Had a little
anything.
pressure the right
All in
time.
all.
He didn't. He just didn't get much into it. Really good protection, though. Ball just didn't come off his hand good, I believe. Had to overthrow it.
They're blocking.
They're blocking, you're
They're
right.
blocking.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
Critical
goodness.
The receivers, all three were blocking.
Some missed assignment there.
Quarterback thinks it's
Pass.
pass.
O-line's
I'm not
trying to
sure
run
the
play.
back knew what was going on. The back maybe thought he was going to go in motion.
Everybody down here. This
Everybody.
guy down here was blocking.
That's what the
Everybody.
eggs
All
was too, the
receivers
singles.
blocking.
Watch the backs pass.
It's going to be
start
the
with.
speed sweep.
Sideline warning.
like the O-line.
Assessed against Georgia. That's their first. There's no.
You get another sideline warning?
Yeah, they got a warning this time.
Yep, they got him.
Yeah, everybody's playing. For
Everybody's
the
blocking.
Like the O-line's
Everybody's blocking.
outside zone left.
Miscommunication. Yeah.
It is.
But
isn't
again,
it?
here's
Yeah.
a freshman quarterback. Live to play another play. Throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just put it in the front
Good,
row.
great point, coach. Just,
Throw it away. We're okay.
they're not even looking.
Let's not compound the problem.
I mean, look at the
What are
confusion.
the wideouts doing, guys?
Wait,
there's-
so
there's-
let's go back.
Right.
This is a complete miscommunication.
Yeah.
All the
They're
wideouts are
blocking
blocking.
another play.
Go
I don't
back.
think 34
No.
knew. I think, see, 34 is waiting.
4 does it,
He
34
was
doesn't
waiting to go
know.
in motion
Or get the inside.
or get the inside.
And then take it all the way
And,
back. Look at the right guard and right tackle.
So it's
Right.
quarterback
So this
is on a different
I mean,
page
who knows
than
what's going
everybody.
on here?
Yeah, look at these two
Right?
guys.
It's communication.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Coach Fitzgerald said, "It's a don't." As Martin
This-
Rick always said, "Don't turn a bad play into catastrophe. Throw it away.
Throw it away.
10 rows high.
Throw it away."
Yep.
Another sideline warning. It ain't gonna be a warning.
No, it's a penalty this time.
15-yarder, right?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Why do they get 2 back-to-back warnings?
They didn't. They got
They did. They got
penalized
a
for
penalty on the
contact.
first
Oh, they got penalized for
They never.
contact. Got it.
That didn't count as their warning, I guess.
Jeez.
So they did a warning on this one.
Yeah.
Well, they may have been talking to him the whole game, guys. They're pretty aggressive on the sideline.
Well, that's one thing too that I don't know a lot of our fans know, but they switch. The side officials switch at
At
halftime.
Halftime,
Yep.
opposite side, yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't call it on Coach when he ran out on the field though, in the front, when they were on
I
that
know.
side.
I know.
So I don't think a penalty occurred here, though. Did it?
They gave him a warning. That's what-
Interesting. They called interference on the first one. This was just a warning. I don't know if Alabama even wins if they hold them to a field goal here. I think they I mean, they need a turnover. Need to.
How much time's left in the third? Still the third.
Yeah, I really don't see this as an easy way out. For
This is where kicking the
I think
extra
6:32 left in the third.
kicking the extra points instead of going for 2. Now a field goal makes it even that's why you take the points on those extra points.
No doubt.
Yeah, what you're saying is are they built? You know, if Georgia says we're going to play 2 guys at safety, are we built to come back if we're down 3 scores?
That's right.
I'm not sure. This is a huge
It's a big battle bound
possession right here. That's a concerned look right there.
He said everybody's blocking.
That's an interesting thing, wasn't it?
That shot, yeah.
Spread them out and run the ball.
I'd run it.
Oh, he's going to tack him.
Max protection.
No.
No, picked off. Oh, my gosh, what a play.
There's
what you said.
There's the turnover.
Oh, that's huge. Play action
That's why
pass
I
on
said
first
I
and
would
10.
run it.
I was for. Of course, we all are now, but I'm for spreading out and running it at that point.
They spread them out, 5 one-on-ones. You see the 94 beats the nose again.
Oh.
So this is the 18th interception of the year for them.
Oh. That kid right there is about 6'7" as well.
6'7". Look at Pruitt. He's saying, watch the guy behind you. Don't get stripped. Well, went from plus 40 to Georgia to plus 40.
How about that?
Mark that one down.
Be interesting if you see. They went
No,
back
young
to it.
13 staying in. See what the
Based
young
on
pup's
his
made
body
of.
language to Coach Saban right there,
Yeah.
that's an interesting trust
Been running
relationship.
power with RPOs over here. This formation.
Here's your
come back to
Laying
it.
too high.
Got to run it.
Still throwing it.
Roll.
Run it, son. Here you go.
Yeah, his
Check
ball
the ball.
security is
Yes.
suspect.
Yes.
At best, right now. That ball's everywhere.
He's
But
playing,
he's making
Georgia's playing
plays.
too high. They don't know whether to hand the ball off. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
How
Just
many
keep-
yards do Alabama's backs have in this game?
The
It's
quarterback's
almost
got all the
none.
rush yards.
Yes.
It's a
It's
tackle
been
trap,
basically,
yeah. Really
that's
good
as
run
good a
there.
run maybe as
Great
the
run.
backs had.
6 yards, 34.
They have their backs.
Is that power, Matt?
Tackle.
Tackle.
It's like tackle trap, dart.
Tackle trap, dart play.
At halftime, the leading rusher as running back had 12 yards.
Now you
Now
catch
he's
them
going
coming
single
here.
high.
Now go after him up top.
Pass.
Packs have 27 yards total, guys.
The backs.
Just the backs. Yep, 27 yards.
See his
That's not
inexperience
going to
there.
win
Safety
the
middle
game
The
field.
rotation.
for Alabama.
Left tackle got beat pretty quick too
Yeah.
here.
And Mike brings up a good point here. This is inexperience. Look at the middle of the field, the safety rotation from our left to right. That should have took his eyes down here.
Yeah, 1-on-one today.
The one-on-one.
Is that Ridley at the X? I wonder if that's Ridley.
But that's inexperience.
70 got his head down just a little bit on the punch and got
He's looking there the whole time.
Reached
Yep.
a little bit, didn't he?
All right, they're playing too high.
Same thing.
Oh, screen, jailbreak.
Oh, no.
interesting third down. You see him subbing, getting into the
5
dime
people
tackle.
coming in the game on third down defensively for Georgia.
Got a chance here. He gives him a good ball.
What do you think? 2 downs here, or you think they kick the field goal?
We
You
got
want to
6
tell
minutes.
because you want to tell your coordinator before
Right.
third down.
You know, the field goal kicker wasn't very good early.
Right.
Now, I believe right now, with the way this game's gone, you need 2 downs right
Because if
here.
that's the case, you probably run it here if you got 2 downs.
See what the safeties
He's gonna
do
break
here.
5 and play too high.
They're rotating down. Take a throw up top.
Right off sides.
Uh-oh.
Inside screen.
They're too cute.
Good effort by that backside.
Too cute.
Good effort by that backside.
Hey, you got the
defensive
numbers
end.
in the box.
Really?
Just do what Georgia was doing to you. Got him in pass.
Right here.
Let's go run the ball.
Really good effort by 15 coming off the edge. Watch the hustle. Really good effort.
Well, I'm not sure there's not confusion there. You got the running back running into the guy who's catching the screen, and now you're desperately trying to get points.
Huge stop from Georgia. Huge stop.
Big stop. Yep. Big stop.
Well, that didn't change this game much.
Turnover to turnover.
To win it, you still need 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Plenty of time left.
I think they needed a moral victory. And that's about all that field goal was right there.
At least they stopped momentum in the crowd.
I would be encouraged because of all the one high I saw. If I was down 2 scores, and I was
Yes,
in
sir.
one high and I had a chance to throw it out there.
Here's that 3rd down stop right there. And
That's what Georgia did. They got one high, had the big play.
That's right.
Coach Fitzgerald, what you guys are talking about when you're sitting there saying 2 high here,
Yep.
all right, and then look at the numbers in the box, right? I mean, that's what you're talking about.
They actually invert the guy down.
Yeah, no,
off
they
the
do. They end
motion.
up rotating. But initially,
Yeah.
the initial look, you guys keep saying run the ball, run the ball.
But
Now throw
going
it.
back to what Matt's, if we're playing 4 downs to go score a touchdown, they were playing for first down field goal.
Let this play run and see what they
And they ended up slanting into Bear. They started out with 2 5s, but they brought
Back didn't
double
get
edge
out.
pressure and ended up getting into Bear with a twist.
Well,
A jailbreak.
I would suggest if it goes in the
Green.
end zone, take a knee. There you go.
Another really good.
There's
really
no
good kick.
reason to catch that ball. Right. It's a dead ball when it lands in the end zone.
Now we got another penalty.
We've had one roughing penalty. If this is against Alabama, if this is a
After the play was over,
unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number
Oh,
48
wow.
on Alabama. That's a 15-yard penalty, and that's number 48's first unsportsmanlike foul of the game.
Kai Brown.
First down.
So we're at the 40-yard line now.
Can't have it. You got to stay disciplined.
Composure.
Oh, it should be maybe
Oh,
ejected.
man.
That's a punch.
Yeah, that's an ejection.
Could be.
Lost his composure.
Smart job by 84 walking away.
Composure.
What happened right there? He was going after somebody.
Back to unbalanced.
48. Did you see that?
Somebody said something to him. He wanted to continue to fight. huh?
With the arc.
Great
Now,
movement.
so now that defensive end is probably not squeezing quite as hard. Left a little space in there.
Just take a look at this real quick. Oh, I'm not going to get it. Right here. I'm going to look for this here on the sideline. Look at this. Whoa.
It's a coach.
Jeez.
That's a huge composure.
Lost his play there.
It's not a very good
Defense is
look on the
responding.
sideline.
No, defense is responding though. Control what we can control. Let's go get a stop.
3rd down. They just subbed.
6.
All right. Georgia 7 up there. Over 50%.
3rd down has been a huge deal in this game.
We're going to go 2-3 techniques with 30 up.
Try to get 94 and
Try to
one-on-one.
Yep. Trying to get
Get him
him
on the edge of that right guard.
Playing man under.
Punch.
this way, the center. Inside.
Nope.
Back
Inside
protect.
twist.
Playing base.
Got it again.
Wow.
Accurate throwing.
Great protection.
Good
Great-
route running. Great,
great
protection.
protection.
Great sell.
When you can run that depth down that hash and still hit an out-breaking route, that's great protection. That corner's convinced it was going to be vertical.
Well, they played coverage, right? They only brought 4.
Yep.
Yeah, and story of the game is 3rd downs.
Yep.
Huge.
No doubt.
That's it.
Got numbers to run the
I
ball.
don't think anybody's
Oh,
had
here
a
they
third
come.
short.
Pressure.
Either team. Got back.
Nice cut.
Now you're looking at some mental and physical fatigue.
Yeah, they're wearing them down.
Some mental fatigue.
Well, to your point, Coach, the composure on the sideline as well for a team that's uncharacteristic.
And that is they're aware of it on that field too. They're aware of what happened, and you just kicked the field goal, got a little momentum
Got a
yourself.
stack here, receiver. That means something. Motion.
He pulled it. Great play by the backer.
Uh-oh.
Squeeze and scrape.
I'm gonna tell you, this kind of extracurricular activity is gonna catch up with them. We're seeing now what I would call frustration.
Same play they scored on before half.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Different.
Wrong athlete.
Different type of guy running to the
Different
corner.
guy with the ball.
Really good job of the linebacker seeing split flow, letting him pull him out, and the lineman couldn't get to him before he felt, we call it falling back.
Guys, a little surprised that this wasn't addressed with
Yeah, I think it should have been.
Yeah, that right there.
But that's frustration setting in at this point. The first time we've seen it.
There's still a lot of football to be played.
A lot of all right, Coach. Display.
3rd and 6, 5-man box. Under
pressure.
coverage again.
What a nice play.
Kind of a no man's land here.
Yep.
Take the delay.
Take the delay
Or
if we're
go
going to
for
punt
it. Or go, I mean,
Boy, he has thrown some accurate balls.
He has, hasn't
I
he?
give Fromm a lot of credit.
I mean,
he's standing in there delivering on
Think about, he's had 2 curls dropped, right? Hit guys right in the
Yes,
hands.
sir.
Rice
Had like
Ramsey.
3
They're
drops.
punting with a quarterback
Yep.
here, are they not?
That is
Oh, they are right
play.
there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he waited till the last second.
I don't know if that was game ready.
Let's take a look at this again.
You think he had the option
sure.
here to?
so is 92 is that the holder?
92's the punter, the normal punter, I
Okay.
believe.
They had the option to throw this here.
He's looking like it.
Yeah.
That's big 94.
Here's the other deal, too. So they've got
Can you go back?
the
Yeah.
left tackle, the guard is off the ball, so the center is now eligible.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah, that's who he's trying to
So
look and see. if
he's trying to
covered.
get the center on the over
Gotcha.
on the rollout.
You're saying here's off the ball.
47's off,
Yep.
which makes the center eligible.
Yep.
Because he's on the line of scrimmage. And snap it to him, roll out, and they're trying to get 43 up over the
That's
top.
a different center, too. That's
Yeah.
not the normal snapper.
Kind of like an outside zone, read the
This the
backside.
first carry this guy's had? No?
He's had 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's had one.
Scarborough.
It's interesting to run the outside zone and read it down lineman backside.
Was it the inside
Okay,
guy? Or was
they're
it
going
I'm
line.
not sure. I couldn't see.
Doing some tempo here.
Yep, empty.
Quarterback draw.
Dick right. Dick double
Stick
slant.
yellow. Yep. Stick.
playing man?
Yep.
Move 3 out on the
Double
back.
slant, weak side.
Good tackle.
Oh, nice tackle.
There's plenty of time left
Plenty
in
of
this
time.
game. It's a 20-10 game. Right now, Alabama's composure is the biggest question, and they obviously need some success for this young quarterback.
Inside zone, nothing to do.
That hurts.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. 3rd.
Look at that inside stunt.
Twisted inside.
Twisted it.
Couldn't get to the mic.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. Big play.
Tailback's wide to the boundary with a tight split up there.
I'd be trapping the corner.
Yep.
Tried to
Yep,
pick him.
snag.
Good play by Roquan.
Yep.
What a play.
Great play.
Wow.
Hey, they were trying to pick Roquan with
Trying to rub him.
single receiver.
Yep. We saw the width of the tailback.
And he went over the top and made that play.
Which is what he's got to do, because if he doesn't, he could wheel and
Yes.
get a touchdown.
Yes.
See the width of number 9.
Now you're side to side, Alabama. Do I let the quarter come? I'm thinking about
play.
whether
One
I'm
more
going
time,
for
Tom.
it. Do I feel good about a 4th down call?
Should have just blocked him.
Do I need to
Running
try to
behind
win the
authority
game
catch.
right here? Going behind the line of scrimmage, you should have blocked it.
Easiest way.
Yeah.
Well, they answered my question.
Into the quarter.
Yeah, one more play.
Alabama's saving grace to this point as they keep flipping field position.
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Give
they
him
had him
give
on
him a
the-
chance.
They had him on the 7, but Georgia answered with a
If
93.
they can hold it,
If
right
they can
here.
hold him. Who are they lurking at over here?
They can really still run the ball, though, right? You're,
Who is that?
you have a two-score game. Yeah.
Who is that?
That's
26. Cleveland? I don't.
So we don't know the answer to this sitting here, but if it's a home game for Georgia, if it ended up that dome is ignited with Georgia Bulldogs, that can be a fourth quarter edge also. That can be really challenging to Alabama at this point.
That run was going for 0 in the first half.
Yeah.
It's now getting to 3, 4.
Yep. That's a nice finish right
Yep.
there. Went from 1 yard gain to a 3 yard gain.
They still playing pretty good defense on first, second down.
Yep.
Georgia's
Yep.
had 15 third downs.
Yep.
And not one of them has been 3rd and 3 or less.
Yeah.
Every one of them's been 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 4. Most of them are 3rd and 7 plus.
I think that's a great point.
They keep converting the
I mean, they're playing good first, second down defense.
No
They're
doubt.
better than 50% against Alabama's defense that gives up 33% for the season. Same league.
You're on pace to have 20
That's
third down
It's not
attempts.
like they hadn't played teams
That means
like
you're playing
Georgia.
good
Yeah,
defense.
that's the difference. Right, 50% on third down.
We
That's
all
exactly
take
right.
50%. That's better than 50.
Absolutely.
All of us take that
Total
all
yards,
year.
Bama's usually giving up 252 on average. You're already giving up 333.
And Alabama's winning the turnover ratio.
Alabama's had maybe 4 3-and-outs for the game, which I can promise you that's not something they see.
This guy's is
Did he get knocked out? I don't know if we ever saw.
I don't think we did.
no, what is who is 26? What does he play?
I can't find him anywhere.
Oh, I have the
I've got a roster.
Riley McDonald, I believe, just a reserve. So either
special team or something happened.
something in the kicking game or maybe on the sideline.
Thank you.
Coach Fitch, talk a little Georgia D here.
Well, just again, look at the open field tackle right there. And here's the twist game again, winning at the point of attack, one-on-one. Great population at the ball. And then I think Coach Cutt said it really well earlier. You're not seeing great separation here early by the receivers, and then it's just a great rush by the I mean, that's just a great play. And that was the live to fight another play. Throw it away. That was an early Christmas gift.
Live to play the next down.
Yeah, just throw it away and let's go play defense.
So Tom Rinaldi's report on ESPN is that this young man collapsed on the sideline. So they're going to be taking him in to evaluate him.
He's a freshman defensive backup. Well, he looked a little out of it.
Yeah, he did.
The most interesting statistic of the third quarter was that Alabama took the lead in rushing the football. And were badly outrushed in the first half.
Was that the running back or was it the quarterback?
But it was a combination of
Nine
both.
had Scarborough had the one run.
There was 116 yards here that they ran for.
5 3-and-outs for Alabama on offense, guys. Coach, who's had the most rush attempts? Is it Georgia?
Georgia.
Yeah. Georgia's
Is that
had
a
the
pretty
most.
wide margin?
But
9.
33 rushes to 24 for Alabama, but Georgia has only had 11 yards rushing in the third quarter.
Every time they've been in,
Great run. Jeez.
every time they've been
Running
in
through a
that,
tackle.
they've run the ball.
Yep. Unbalanced inside zone.
See, this is what the power of this back. People don't. I mean, watch him get behind his pads.
Really
and run-
nice job by the
run
right
through
guard
Ronnie
right
Harrison
there.
right there and get low.
Rewind that.
finish.
Watch this right guard right here. Able to punch the hip of the nose to get the nose over to the left side of the center, and then still being able
That's
to
what you
climb
want
up
to
on
do
the
as the
backer.
3-4 team. You want to get
Yep.
two. You want to get 4 hands on the nose.
That's right.
And they're doing a great job of that.
Nice job there. They rolled it, same play.
That's all him.
Yep.
Well, let's go
Really
back
good.
real quick and let's just see where that line of scrimmage is going now, just from the side.
Oh, from the side? All
Just
right.
from the side. Where's the line of scrimmage going?
It's moving.
It's starting to move.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to move.
Well, see,
Left to right.
Our friend 94 is not in the game. He's a little fatigued.
Ron Payne. Yep.
It's different.
We're going to get a steady diet of what we just watched for about the next 14.
They got two of some of the best. They got two of the best backs in the
right there.
country.
Yep. That's the
94.
fourth quarter.
Our guy's back.
94's back.
Okay.
Yep, there he
I also
is.
wondered where
He got just
number
crossed
one
guy.
had been the third quarter.
He was saving them to the fourth quarter.
It looks
he
like
saved them for the second half last week against Oklahoma.
That'll be a good problem to have.
Yes.
He is a great. He finishes runs as well.
Look at
He's
the
right in
O line.
pressure.
Look at the O line though.
Yep.
Tight end, nice cut off on the backside.
Really good
See,
patience by that center getting back into that block. Yeah.
Now, do we start taking clock? Are we going to start seeing this thing snapped under 5?
They're moving pretty good still.
Freshman quarterback.
Now we got Nick in the game, Chubb.
Well, the offensive line is taking the game over.
Yep. That goes back to the time of possession. The first
And the number
snap.
of snaps.
Wearing them down.
What is the number of snaps, I wonder right now?
It was
Time of possession. It's still-
62.
Yeah, at the end of the third
Georgia.
quarter, Georgia had 62 snaps, Alabama 45.
They're on their way to 85 plays.
Mm-hmm. They were on pace at 47 at halftime.
Yep.
Back into trips again.
Mm-hmm. They're going zone right.
Yep.
It is tight zone.
Good job.
Backer run through.
Back,
Yep.
yep.
Did a nice job there.
Eliminating the double team.
Field position.
There we go, another third down.
This will be the 68th snap for Georgia.
And here's a 3rd and 5, a manageable third down.
Mm-hmm. Nick's not sure what to do. He had his hands up. He's probably usually not in this situation. Oh, he's going to jump back. Okay.
Everybody know, was it Max Protect again?
They may run the ball here.
I don't have the numbers, but
Max Protect,
Next
slide.
protect, over route,
Still beat
sack.
it.
Oh.
Is that 94?
That's 99.
No, that's 99.
99 week one. And that's with slide protection, so he's going to
Into it, center.
Yeah, the center
and right guard, right?
Yeah, so the right guard.
Oh, the center went the wrong way.
Center slid the wrong
went
way.
the wrong way.
Golly.
Look at this though, right here, guys.
Well, if the guard's thinking he's got
Yeah.
help,
Yeah, the center should be sliding right.
Correct.
Should be in that right.
Should have some help in that gap.
Because that's why they're leaving the tight end and the tailback over there so they cannot slide the whole
got
route.
number
to the
two.
right.
Everybody should be fed,
Everybody
right?
should be
Yep.
sliding
Number
right.
2 on the
You know what the center's doing right there, Matt? Who's to the left? 94. That's what he's doing. He's like, I know we're in a full slide right, but my left guard said I need some help. That's what that,
with my body this way, but my eyes are over here.
I mean, that's what he's
You're here to help me, though.
still only a 10-point ball game.
Almost done.
Well, yeah, you're one play away from it being 3.
Yeah.
Little quarterbacks missed 2.
We're gonna take
That one post.
We're going to take some more post shots, aren't we? Get the tight end involved. Get the safety to come down.
Does Georgia play too high, or do they pressure this young guy and give him a chance to throw a quick shot where you got one-on-one coverage outside? Kind of make it easier for him sometimes when you blitz a guy.
Yeah.
Please clarify the read.
Yes.
See, you would think, okay, the left tackle's out. We have a freshman there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make him block my 6. I'm going to play too deep. I'm not giving you an easy one.
And make him drive the ball. Because the series, when they RPO'd him and he threw 6 straight passes, they were all in the single high or into some sort of pressure.
Be
in
it
the
some
single
sort of
high.
There you go.
glance or slant. or something.
He's in good shape right there. Got the halfway guy. Bringing him off the edge.
Get it right into it.
And
There we go.
Big
It's a
freshman.
freshman, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
Najee Harris, true freshman.
So that's what they're
That's
going to
his
have,
first
that's what they're
carry,
gonna have to do. Get him out of it.
It's a shame they don't have any backs there. Right, Coach?
That's right. They got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Big play.
A big play right into a blitz that should not have been a play at all.
Formation into the boundary here. Speed.
One high, huh?
Speed to the boundary. So they
Yep.
attack the field.
Another post. Oop.
Smart kid.
Good choice.
Check down.
Very good. Safety went to the middle of the field.
Oh, what a hit.
Big fella. Big fella.
Big Trent Thompson.
Got rewarded with his hustle.
We know he can do a crawling drill.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Winter workout drill there, huh?
That's it.
That's a good job.
Throw a
There.
big weave post to
See the
three.
safety go to the middle of the
Yep,
field.
he got
Nice job
depth
by the
there.
quarterback.
That's a hustle effort play.
Oh, boom. Formation of boundary, tempo play.
Get up.
Good gain on first down.
That's good running.
Mm-hmm. Look at the spot.
O-line's up, ready to go.
Step out of bounds. Here comes the substitution. And they substitute.
There still seems to be a little bit of discombobulation with Alabama's offense and signals with this young quarterback.
Didn't play the round first down.
Six-man box.
Boys,
Six-man box. Run it in there.
He's gone. He got laboring a little bit.
It looked like something went stiff on him.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Had a little hip tension, didn't he?
Yeah. That into a blitz again? No, they didn't blitz.
They
They just
didn't
cracked
blitz.
him. What a
They
crack
cracked
by
it.
4
Yep.
on the nickel. Aaron Davis, 35.
Well, this is what
There's your pin and
Coach
pull.
Fitzgerald's been
Yep.
calling for, pin and pull.
Yeah.
There it is.
Get it in the
The
alley.
hard part,
Let's
it's
go.
easier to run that versus the 0 nose than it is the 4 down. You
doubt.
never know what you're going to get. So that's outside zone, right?
Good. Six-man
He
box.
just
Run it in
reached
there.
52 there.
Reached him,
Before I-
and they're getting the block on the perimeter
Yes.
with the receivers now.
Probably going to sub the back here. Looked a little
Yeah, he
tired.
looks a little tired. He looked tired on the long
Yep,
run.
Looked a little tired.
63 had his hands full here.
That's a great job.
That goes
there.
back to they're letting them play.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
That's a normal day. They're going to probably call holding on that. If they sub, that gives Georgia the chance to sub.
Okay. Don't throw a pick. Oh, the wheel off.
Oh! I thought I was throwing it over the middle, didn't you?
Yes.
I didn't do it. I didn't do
Don't do it!
Backside safety's coming over.
Don't do it!
Exactly.
You and I are coaching quarterback.
Oh, he missed him. Well, you want to get at least, you want to try to, but you get 3 if you make it a one possession.
Got to make it one score game.
With a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't like
heart's out.
taking this long to get set. 7, 6, 5 on the play
Kirby
clock.
called timeout.
So now you waste the timeout. Kirby called
Kirby
it?
called it. He ran down and called
We
it.
appreciate that.
Yeah, that was a good.
Yep.
That was a
You
good.
know, I mean, that's something's got to happen better there. And you watch how many critical plays offensively, your signalers are stopped at 25 yards. Right there, it's a bad job done offensively. You got to get a play to a young quarterback. In the red zone, when the guy's on the 10-yard line, your signalers are stopping at the 25. There's a difficulty in communication. You'll see a lot of bad plays at a critical part of the game because of that communication, and it happened to him. Right there.
I'm a little surprised we're lined up in a formation where the defense can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe they're going to move, but
We wouldn't do that.
I mean, we would try to line up at the last second.
Now, our skilled people would be inside.
Well, they also give you, hey, we got 30 seconds, we got 20. You can wait to send the guys out of a timeout.
Let them start the clock.
Yeah, let them
They lined up in exactly what they showed them.
So they
Back foot-
On the
back
most
looks wide
critical
again.
play of the game to this point.
got to take your shot up top.
Twist. Bear with a twist.
Nice catch.
Picked it off. He picked that off, guys. I think he's in.
That was a big time catch.
Yeah,
Now.
Any
that's a
kind of
pick.
points is big.
That's a pick. That's a huge play.
Let's see. They think he's the leading interception guy in Georgia history.
Oh,
I think
That's
it's
close.
might be in.
Oh, it's moving.
Oh, no, he's
It's
not.
moving.
He's played well.
Oh, yeah.
Ball's moving, but
Ford got his hands on it.
great play by who is that? 35, Aaron Davis, former walk-on.
Freshman throwing in triple coverage.
There's the one.
Can we get a
that's
wide
gonna
on that?
show you.
Can we get the wide? I think
He
that.
didn't have possession.
And they didn't. They ruled it incomplete. They're not going to.
See,
Ran like a little bear twist here.
Yeah, it was bear twist, wasn't it?
Review it. They got a penalty on the play?
I think they're going to review it, right?
Yeah, let's go to the wide there.
Yeah, see, I think the safety stayed in the middle of the field.
Question's going to be whether he secured the football.
The officials were
He
notified
didn't
that the
have
previous
it
play
good,
is under further review.
There.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no way they can.
Pulls the flag. I saw the guy in the back
overturn
pull
that.
the flag.
That's not secure. Well, he's well out of bounds.
He doesn't re-grip it. He
Yeah, if you
probably
just
would've
pin
get-
it to his body.
He just pinned it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do.
I don't think they'll overturn it. They'll say incomplete.
What doesn't need to be lost is you got a young quarterback throwing into triple coverage right there that could have cost him any chance.
Can they give us a wide on
Why
this?
that
See, I think we should have been up top again.
Have a
Safety-
single receiver. Somebody's single over there.
Safety's
Guys.
coming this way.
Q and all 22 on this.
So
Please.
you've got. I'm going to guess the guy
Yeah,
down
no,
here.
you're right, Coach. Because the
Ridley running a
safety
short
rotated,
route.
and you had the one-on-one at the top of the
After
field.
further review, the defender never attained
We get that,
possession of
guys?
the ball in bounds. The ruling on the field is confirmed.
Here we go.
It's fourth down.
Yeah, safety's going to rotate. You got to go up top.
They're trying to run an inside fade here with 4. I bet they had a fade up top.
You got to go up top with rotation.
Rotation, yeah.
Yeah,
with the rotation.
Throw.
The best player too, isn't that 3?
No, 3 was down here and ran
Three's
up.
down the bottom.
But we've seen this before with the young quarterback. That not going away from rotation to it.
He kind of delayed his rotation a little bit.
Blitzed the mic and
Field.
covered the back
Yeah.
with the.
Shorter throw, balls in the air less.
It's the difficult thing for shotgun quarterbacks. Because you have to see it, and then when the ball snapped, you have to see it again. Unlike in the old days when we were under here, you could see everything. But for us, you would have to say, I need a pre-snap and a post-snap read rotation.
What you just said, I don't know if all the fans at home heard what you just said, the difference in reading coverage from pre-snap and being busy during your drop. There is no drop really anymore. But you're hunting quarterbacks that are middle infielders, meaning a shortstop catching a double play ball he sees it, but he never has to see it. You have to have quarterbacks that can catch snaps but actually still really keeping their eyes downfield. It's a rare talent.
Yeah, the RPO guys have to be able to turn to double play.
They're double play guys.
Guys that
They're
have
middle
quick hands.
infielders. If you can,
Guys have quick hands and guys that can flip the ball.
That's where your guy's really good, though, Coach. I mean, he's doing a lot of second
you got to
level
get rid of it
RPO
quick.
stuff.
You got to take these guys and make them play 52 yards. And you know the interesting part of this is we talk about it, and I'm just making the comment, but when you're young, pre-snap, rotation, post-snap, they're coming after me, and I got to see that. But that's what has to happen for Oklahoma State. That's what has to happen for us to be successful.
anybody in the gun, that is the bottom line. But you watch, if I see a high school quarterback that's doing this to catch, he's not a prospect for us. It's being able to do that right there, and I can see all 3 of you and still catch the football.
Neither one of these quarterbacks
art.
are even completing 50%.
And how critical, though, is that snap?
The snap, that's what gets
How many guys have
talking
not
about
gone,
earlier
but it's
today.
gone to the dead snap?
Right. The dead snap,
Yeah,
so he can,
we
so he
did the
can
dead
handle it.
snap too, which you guys do it out of the gun? I mean,
But just like you said, in real time, for a young quarterback in the red zone where things are compressed and they're showing him a disguise, that wasn't the greatest disguise, right? But for us to see the big picture here is completely different than being on that field and getting your eyes down and back up for the rotation.
Well, we watch and you don't have the laces. You don't have the laces. That ball's coming.
We're running it back.
And I'll tell you something gets lost. That's a backup quarterback, and you're human. So when you're preparing and studying film of a game, if you're the starter, you should know what's going to happen based on alignment before the ball's ever snapped. I promise you, he hasn't had that kind of focus this week in preparation because he never really expected to play in the game. That's human.
Yep.
Particularly based on how Jalen has performed all year.
And I've got a feeling
for 2 years.
Jalen's hurt in my mind some way. There's something there.
That's why I asked that at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean,
haven't confirmed it. Nobody on the ESPN broadcast has mentioned an injury about
Coach
Jalen
Dooley
Hurts.
and Herschel. That's a pretty good pair of dogs right there.
But one thing, from a sideline adjustment, would be, you've seen this all night now. So you need to be aware they're rotating to single.
Right.
Okay, there's your guy over here. Because I haven't seen a lot of two-man under. I'm seeing more
One
rotation.
scramble, the 1/3 and 7.
Yeah, I'm seeing more rotation.
All right, let's take a knee.
But I'm going to go 3 by, and I'm going to put Calvin Ridley.
Oh, man.
That's got to be a penalty, doesn't it?
Thank you.
48. They let him back on the field.
You know why now? Young man got some passion. He's got some juice.
They let him back on the field.
You say he's got some passion.
Taking out some anger.
I like it. But you go 3 by 1 and put number 3.
Yeah, 3.
Oh!
How many catches is a 3 have? Or
Now,
2?
okay, I'm just saying. I've
not
never
a face
played on
mask.
that side of the ball, and I have never, ever even thought about tackling anybody. But that's not easy to do, right?
No.
I mean, you got to be a pretty strong guy to grab a guy like that.
That was just a
yank him down.
45-yard sprint to be able to do that, too, by the way.
I think he was picturing that coach he was upset with.
It looked like the longest yard.
Yeah.
Wild dog. Uh-oh, there's Fromm out there again.
We're covering him, though.
A big time 7-man box.
Outside zone.
They don't have
He's
enough
blocking.
guys. They don't have enough to block them.
Well, time for some misdirection out of this then. Right? Counter, reverse.
Well, now everybody's looking at the clock.
Yep.
Alabama with 3 timeouts, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, and they just said,
Georgia
hey,
used
we went to
one.
Wildcat and they put 2 extra guys up there. So
Playing
that's
cover
it
0.
for the day. For a while.
At this
Maybe goal
point,
line.
you're not going to throw it out of the
You
wild.
got to bunch into the boundary here. See if you get the edge pressure again or not.
Split. Communication up
Play
top.
fake. Play fake.
You're
ball.
playing no safeties deep.
Yeah, ball in the flat. Little
Reverse to the
Got
fast
to
guy.
the other side.
There's your
Great,
misdirection.
great block by the tight end coming back
That's
underneath.
close.
Oh, he's almost.
All right, 3rd and 2. Big play.
Well, this is the circumstance we
Good
had.
call there by Danny right there.
Great call.
We got the misdirection.
And
Off the look.
Again, getting into an elite level athlete with the speed that can go make that play.
great job by 18.
So
You see who's
Fitting up on
coming
the
in
back.
again?
they're going to play man here, right?
What are you doing here,
Overload
guys?
the box.
Getting
I'm
Sonny
giving the
Michel
ball to
in the
number
game.
1.
What are you doing?
I don't know what my best run is, but I'm giving the ball to
The
him.
way he's been finishing these runs,
Cut split
2
from the
yards.
Here
receiver
comes the
down
corner
here.
coming up.
Well,
Here comes a Wildcat with 4.
So they're going to zone read right here.
Back to the
They got them all in there playing
That's the
zero.
play they scored on. They handed it to Sony and he got stopped.
He gets stuffed.
Wow.
Big play. Got them all in.
They're
That
not
was the same,
saying that that's
same as the
called.
touchdown play there.
That's called. And that's a good call by the play call.
Yeah.
And we got us a 1-score game. Put the ball
Go
back.
back to what like Gundog just said. If you go look at that middle of the field, that is
Nobody.
cover.
Really great job by the nose guard.
Great job.
Great job.
Watch him fight back off the pressure of 74. Watch the nose guard after he comes off. He's able to come back off the double team and fight back and be there.
You'd be shocked who that is.
94.
94.
Heck of a
They're setting up,
Go on return.
setting up for return.
big time play.
Okay. Kind of hang did we get?
Nice punt.
Big punt.
Good return.
Yeah.
Yep.
No blocking.
It's getting almost a first down. The first down of the
7
drive
yards.
with no blocking. Yep.
But Alabama's got all 3 timeouts, guys. Georgia with 2, 7, 10. Thought process here. What are we thinking?
I think you got to mix run in the pass with just what they've been doing
No
most
panic.
successfully. No panic now.
RPOs. Let's go with runner stuff.
Yeah,
Kid's
they-
got a good feel for it.
They ran the ball successfully versus 2 safeties three times on the last drive. You got to do it.
I think Georgia's got to mix some pressure in. They've got to take a few risks.
And they will.
They're
They've
not
been,
just going to sit.
no, they've been hurt. And when they've gone to the single safety looks, the RPOs,
Well, the
then
two
they
big-
got hurt in the 2
two big
safety
runs
looks,
were
but
the pin and
runs.
pull where they pulled
Yep.
the 2 linemen,
They
ran
get
it to
them on
the
the
field to the
perimeter.
open side. Versus pressure and no pressure.
Right.
They got 2 big runs with the
We still haven't seen them challenge a corner down the field
No, sir.
on the edge. They've run cross country route 3 or 4 times, but we haven't seen them just throw it down there and make the corner cover up.
Not once.
Yeah.
Ridley, how many catches does Cal? I see over here that Ridley's brother has 5, but Calvin, what's he have? How many catches does he have? 1? Number
I think
3?
1.
2 for 16.
2 catches.
2 for 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 was early in the drive, early in the
Early.
game. On the
Is
little,
one a screen? on the sideline.
Well, it was a little boot.
Little quick screen
The
on
boot was the first
into the
quarter.
boundary.
Well, the first play of a drive, and Mike, you mentioned the 8-play script, the best plays. You need on a play sheet. I always have drive starters. I'm not going to just take the same one, and I'm always going to have a list of drive starters that we believe in as an offense. Our players believe in them. When the quarterback hears it, we know we got either an easy completion or a really good number run or some circumstance. So right now, what they should have is be the best drive starter they think they've got. You call right here.
And going back on the headphones, too, probably throughout these last few series, what do we like? Let's talk to the kids right now about what we feel good about.
No question.
And let's go run those plays.
When you make one first down to start, that's how scoring drives occur. You've got to get past that first down.
Yep. And that's what they're talking about right now. They're talking about the last two series when they were getting the outside perimeter play going. Right? What have we been successful doing? We've been getting to the edge on the perimeter with zone and in RPOs. And that's what he feels comfortable with.
And now the quarterback film study comes into play. So what am I believing those safeties are going to do?
Right.
If you're right, Mike. If it's double safety, they've been running the football well. But there's a tip out there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in me watching these defenses, that if they're in two safeties, as well as those outside backers, carry receivers and stuff, it's not going to be easy to throw the ball.
No, sir.
That's just me watching and seeing what they're doing, how athletic they are. So we've got to know. We've got to decide what this guy down here is
They're
doing.
about to motion.
This is single eye right here.
Run some kind of
counter. He's tucked in there.
Pass.
There's your
So
post.
there's your cross country.
again.
Check
Same.
down.
What a run! There's 34.
He's a good player. But that's a good drive starter.
So
right
see,
there.
they've run that play 4 times, right?
Now that ended up double high. Did you notice
Yes.
that?
Oh, yeah, when his back got
I
back
don't
in.
study them on film, but they did a good job.
Great job by the
of
backside
shot.
safety going to cover the post.
Yeah, it was.
And great by freshman quarterback.
And they've done a
Check
great
down.
job of that.
Check down.
Taking what they give you.
Yeah. Really good.
They've done a
Gotta
great
run the
job
ball.
in the back.
They were that outside zone with the read
Nice
backside.
play.
They were trying to arc that, weren't they?
The tackle
Really
arc.
far.
Yeah.
Backside.
They were arc.
Can you
Tackle arced and blocked
Yeah,
outside.
they were arced
Got
real
beat.
quick.
Take a look at that. Yep.
That was the Reed guy that made the
That was
play,
the one
right?
that nine hit early.
They're cutting the 4 technique, reading
Yep.
the 4.
Right
reading the
tackle's going to
4.
arc out.
Well, they missed it.
He tried to influence. If he'd have just gone right now, he would have got on him.
That's a great call. I like the call. I like the play.
Good job by staying square by 78 too and not chasing.
But if
He's
one
not
back
bad.
makes the
Really
block, you got a shot.
That's right.
Run the ball here.
Yep.
Hand it off.
Play pass. Double move.
Oh no.
Get it out of bounds.
Throw it away.
Well, all those.
Rewind that,
They
Tom.
loop outside the slide here. Is that what happened?
Look, they're doubling Ridley here. Got the safety over the top of him. And they're playing too high again.
Playing
Yeah.
So
probably quarters down here, maybe a little cheap.
right tackle again.
Bust.
Right tackle. He
It's
just got,
the RPO again.
He got beat. He just got beat.
He just
got beat
missed.
clean.
He just missed.
Yeah, he just missed.
He lunged.
trying to show run. A little too much.
Third and what? 8, 9.
Man.
Safety depth. Yeah.
Yep.
2-man.
Backed off of him.
2-man spy.
2-man. 2-man.
Oh,
That's interference.
They gonna call
Got
that.
it. Oh, they called it.
They got to call that, guys. He just knocked him down.
That's 6. I don't know 6 is.
So there's the challenge of your corner.
Yep.
Right. At some point, you got to challenge those guys enough. I would not ever want
You
to.
hear, you see Kirby right there? He's saying, Dom, that's 24. He's saying he's watching you because 24 open to the middle, Coach Gundy, so he went back to the single. And Kirby's saying he's throwing off for you.
And it's so hard to cover those athletic guys one-on-one like that. I don't care if it's zone or man. There's me against you, and I can't push you.
Right.
You got to challenge them.
That's and it's a legitimate call, and penalties quite often will decide championship football games, right?
You got good numbers to run the ball here.
Yep.
Here he comes off the edge, RPO.
Another cross country.
Another cross country.
He's got him.
He sat in there too. He didn't panic.
He did. Kept his eyes downfield.
He did not. He didn't. He sat in there.
Max protection right here. Slide. The same thing that
Great job by this tight end blocking on 15. Pass rusher.
It's Max without help.
That's a really good job by
Georgia-
tight end
yeah.
on a defensive.
Georgia has done a really nice job all night against these cross-country routes. Release them to the backside corner and get them covered. I mean, this is the only one that they've got success
and
with.
he came under.
You know what they did
And he
here?
came underneath it.
Yes, sir.
I saw that about 3 times ago, and I bet you they made that adjustment. They said come under because the corner's getting so much
He's getting
depth.
so
This
much
is what
depth.
they were on a minute ago before Kirby called.
Quarterback
timeout.
draw is a good play right here.
Twist up front. Inside
Tried
fade.
the
Ridley. There's Ridley.
Dumbo route.
Caught it. Oh, wow.
That's a great play.
Great defensive
Great
play,
defensive
great
play.
coverage.
Gave him a chance.
Did a good job of getting a really skilled receiver on a safety, right, or a nickel.
They turned another guy.
Yeah, they
That's what Georgia did earlier on number 2 for Alabama with Hardman.
Yep, that's a big time play. Good size. Safety's got good
But then they
size.
got rid of it fast. They cut one loose.
He's actually a corner. Big
So
corner.
he's a nickel corner in there, right?
Yeah. Tight end's a little heavier this time.
Yep.
A little mini.
Yeah.
Quarterback +1. Good run there. Third medium.
Yep.
You could tell the tight end was a little bit heavier in the stance
No doubt.
there. Than you can tell he wasn't pass blocking. A little bit more body lean forward.
You mean right here, right, Coach?
Yeah, the last time he was real light in the
Yeah.
stance because he was
Now
pass
he's
blocking.
leaning forward.
Now he's leaning a little bit
Got a
forward.
stretch Q right here.
Stretch Q
That's
to
what
get
they're
the
running.
numbers right, and they got
Get the extra
zero
blocker.
nose guard, got movement. Came in behind him.
Good effort by 71 right there late.
Singled up down here at the bottom, right?
Yep. Got your shot.
5, ran it into a bare front.
I don't understand that.
They're playing bare front. Did he call it?
I just don't understand that one.
I don't think Coach liked it either.
At least have his own read back here where you got a chance to.
Well, I don't like that right guard either, Matt. You know, that's an overreach right there. I know it's a stretch. You got to get meat to get movement.
Yep.
And you got no meat.
I think he's told him he had 2 downs, and so.
4th down, what do you do, guys?
Move the pocket.
Yeah.
Move the pocket, all right. Coach Sumlin?
Move the pocket.
We got 2 for move the pocket. Coach Gundy, what do you have?
Throw it to 3. Throw it to number 3.
You're either throwing it or jet sweeping.
Well, they're obviously
packed in.
they were going empty.
Yep.
What do we have?
So now,
Coach Saban called timeout.
Play clock was down to 0.
So
here's the
our down
issue.
and
You're on the 7-yard line,
and 4.
and if you go empty, guys get off of you and play inside. Bring 6 people.
Yep.
You can't throw a fade. That's what we would worry about down there and empty, and take away slants. And you got 1.6 seconds or 1.4 seconds to get it off. before the guy
Quarterback
gets
draw with RPOs
Right.
is a safe call because you got chances
But the
versus
problem-
pressure
yeah.
and versus coverage. You got a chance to
But
run
the problem
in.
is, like I said, you get down there, you get a quarterback stick draw. You don't have enough room for depth for the stick route. Okay, to fit it in there, and then the 6-man box can still tackle and draw.
I do
So,
too,
so you got some issues.
Whatever
This is
your
what you were
best
talking-
2-point play.
Yeah,
Right.
this is what you were
Yep.
talking about earlier about being down here inside the 10 and having to burn a timeout right there.
Yep.
That can come back to bite you. Yeah. Nasty
Well,
split.
if you don't
there.
make it, it really
can-
bites you.
This one.
Here he is.
They're
There's
coming,
the empty.
they're coming after him.
I
They're
just
playing coverage.
worry about having to
playing
get
2
ball
rats.
out of your hand.
2 rats.
Oh, the same
yeah.
red 7. Yeah.
Up now, this is what scramble.
Oh, my God.
He wasn't even throwing it to him.
He wasn't. He's throwing it to the back end,
Yes,
wasn't he?
yes.
Wow.
Who caught it? 3. See? He threw it to him. He didn't even mean to.
Coach Gundy, throw it to 3. He said it.
Throw it to 3.
Throw it
You
to
want
3.
to know how many catches does Ridley have? That's how you said.
This is his 3rd catch of the night.
Ridley intercepted the ball.
So
He did.
He sure did.
So the play
was throwing it to the outside guy, yeah.
defended very well, and they got a touchdown because the quarterback could move. Right?
Yeah.
They had them all covered up. And it was very similar.
I'm like, all right, stay down. We got to protect right here.
Right. We just critical point.
Got it.
All right, so does
Here it
Georgia
is right
now,
here.
we end up playing 2 overtime games.
One more time.
I mean, they're trying to run.
They're
He's trying to
pivot
hit
dig.
the double
Yeah.
slants over
Double
here.
slant, but pivot dig.
Yep.
Not even
The guy
close.
he's throwing to is the back out here at number one, who's just running a clear. And he's trying to work this double slant side.
Yep.
Ridley to whoever the number one is, receiver out here.
Well, it should have gone outside because the help player
Yes,
inside
inside.
should go outside right now because he's got a
They're
help.
playing bracket coverage.
But this is, run this back. This is exactly what we just discussed. It's a quarterback draw, RPO. But they gave you the look. See, here's a stick with the tight end.
Not deep
Quick
enough,
out by
right?
number 2.
Yeah.
See that? He's got to get the depth. But because of the look that Mike was talking about, there's still a 6.5-man box. It discourages the quarterback draw, and they're able to cover these guys. The scramble creates a touchdown.
Right there, which they won't do, but that you can make a first down here. The throw was actually the flat route.
Right.
Outside, that right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right now.
Right now. Throw it.
That's the throw.
That's the throw.
I can't get our guys to make that throw.
Never pass up an open
Well,
flat.
oftentimes we used to run a bubble and outside that stick, and now everybody's gone to flat route.
Wow, they are cut.
Uh-oh.
Coach Cut, I've heard that before. Never pass up an open flat.
That's it. That's one of the first things I teach quarterbacks. Never
Outside
pass
in
up
or
an
inside
open
out.
flat.
That's my 16-year-old.
Part of your last year.
But it's not
Don't
fun to
worry
throw
about
nickels.
throwing down there.
Hughes don't like throwing nickels.
That's
They want
it.
dimes and quarters. They don't want nickels.
You got it, man. How
Hey,
they
Coach-
fend the
Coach-
flats, either inside out or
Yeah.
outside in, and don't
Originally, I think
overcomplicate
they
it.
wanted to
Never
put it in the
pass
corner.
up an open flat.
Great line speed guy. All right.
If the low guy's open, that means the high guy's covered.
That's
Right.
exactly right.
But they want that 15-yarder.
FSL here. You got motion.
Are
And
we going to get any curl flat in the series?
So we're getting.
This is the formation they ran it out
now
of
we're getting
earlier.
we're getting heavy
There
man
it is.
here.
Curl flat. Same formation.
There it is.
good
Good
pressure
call
by
there.
94.
Who said that? Matt or Matt? Same formation when they both FFSL.
Girl flat.
Watch 94. If they send the center away from him.
He was open to the field, the curl.
Who is that?
I tell you, they got a pretty good
65 is still pretty good about
with
that,
90.
Yeah, right.
At least he's staying in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, right? He's thinking, hey, I'm good.
Yeah, it's not just a free run to the quarterback.
FS formation sideline again.
Spinning to 3 again.
Stepped out of bounds.
Wonder what Georgia is on third down in the second half. It's been the difference.
Jonathan, can we get Georgia third down, second half, please?
Well, you can see there they had up there a minute ago.
That's
The last
one drive.
five
They hit-
drives.
6-11 the first time.
Yeah.
The four play set.
2 of 6.
2 for 6.
93-yard drive was it, and then after that it's been 3 and out,
And
3
one
and
of
out,
those
3 and
two
out.
was the inside vertical
Yes.
for a touchdown.
But if
3:20
Deron
left.
Payne had not been on this field for Alabama, that's the difference maybe this Alabama defense is he's had to do too much. Because if he's not out there, this is a different.
You had him. And you had the matchup you wanted too, guys.
That was 7 coming out of the backfield there.
Yep.
On the
7
back.
on 30.
Linebacker.
7 on 30.
Max protect.
A little wider split and get him out there and get him out flank.
Yep.
Speed to the flat.
And it looks
Because
like
they're going to double the receivers.
we got a second hand on 94 here. Look at, hey, the tight end came in
Oh,
again.
just hit him.
He just missed him.
Just hit him.
all in all.
And that's a tougher run than you, I mean, a route, throw than you think.
You got to throw it in his ear hole, right?
That's exactly.
Gotta throw it at him. A lot of times they want to lead him. Yeah, throw it right at him. Yes.
Stick it right there.
Throw it right to his ear hole, and I think if you run it back, which we all know have lived that position, he didn't set his feet.
No, he was falling left.
This is a
back.
returnable punt.
This is scary.
dangerous. Now,
But he's been
Alabama
incredible.
does not have a great field goal kicker.
Right.
So how do you play offense now? Because the turnover ends the game possibly for you too, because Georgia does have a great field goal kicker, right?
What's this discussion right here, guys?
Especially what Coach just said.
Exactly what it was.
Do not force.
Don't screw this game up.
And if there's two safeties, you need to
Run
run
it.
the ball.
Run the ball.
That's right.
Lions
and
probably
feel
asked
good
him,
about
you
it.
want to
The
go?
last-
Coach, you want to go?
Yeah.
You want to go? Okay,
Papanassis
great.
did make a 43-yarder.
He did
too,
earlier.
so that maybe that gives him a little confidence coming down the stretch.
And I'm
come-
interested in what those backs could do with the ball too right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, he's got the
Two
freshman
timeouts,
back in there, right?
3 minutes.
You got to run the ball right here.
There's that read play right there.
Reading the
again.
4-eye, and he
Yep.
cut back a stretch play.
Look who made the tackle. Big players step up at big times.
Huh? They're reading the 2-eye.
Like a little X play.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. They're running more of a.
Just go run full zone. Just go run zone. Just like
You guys say that real quick. This is your 2-eye you're talking about.
Yeah.
Just so
But the center
fans
has
know.
got to block the backside backer. There's no profit in trying to take that tackle in there.
You can't
So you
leave
get a
two
stop
unblocked.
here. You get a stop here. Timeout.
Every Kirby. Yes.
And then you're going to take it again on 3rd down and give yourself a 2-minute drive.
5, 4.
But we got a 0 nose guard.
2, 1.
Delay game, or somebody moved, didn't they?
There's a face.
Oh,
mask.
my goodness.
Is that delay a game, guys?
That's 2nd and 15 instead of 1st down.
I don't
Look
think
at that.
it was delay a game. I thought somebody
It's just
moved.
like Pat just said. Just run the full.
Run the full zone.
Run the full zone.
Outside zone. 4-eye came underneath.
Yeah.
The path of least resistance.
He did.
He did a minute ago, earlier on that last drive, 52.
Yep.
Run the ball.
Single high.
Row hitch.
Get out.
Yeah.
What's the time? We don't have the clock.
Oh, what's that?
Called late.
hit?
It's 145.
Don't tell me it's a late hit.
They threw a flag?
There's a flag on the ground, but I don't
Who
know
caught
what
the ball
it
there,
is. Are
Coach
they gonna-
I think that was Ridley.
It's not a Georgia. It's not a Georgia sideline, is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, face mask.
Oh,
Coach,
geez.
guys,
Wow.
before the game, you said penalties are going to make a difference.
Well, they always do.
Wow.
May have.
I never understood that why the offensive guy never gets
That is
a.
definitely a fake.
That's a bad one. That's a tackle by face mask.
He's out of bounds, too.
Yeah.
Undisputed king of tackling is the sideline. Never missed.
Never lost,
It's
right?
already,
All right.
play's already over. So we're in field goal range now,
I'd run the
right?
ball right
They're not.
48? No.
Tight end, the boundary.
Got a
gotta
6-man box.
You gotta
run
run
it.
it.
Quarterback stretch Q.
Good defender.
Did y'all see that ball security
Yep.
him?
It's been that way all night.
Yeah.
It's been that way all night.
But it wasn't great.
Now, if you're Georgia here, guys, are you thinking about using a timeout coming up?
2nd, 3rd down.
Yeah,
Second and third
Second,
down.
third down.
Okay.
Third down.
All right.
2nd and 3rd down.
Yep. Got it.
And that didn't look like much because that was 6 yards.
But that,
2nd and 4 right now.
every yard, the
don't-
percentage of the field
Field
goal
goal.
make goes in.
Yes.
Don't be surprised if you don't see the same play the other way.
Again. And
They're in
again.
a 4 down front here. They're about to go double edge,
Here
play
they come.
play
They got-
zero right
they
here.
got zero
Right?
coverage,
Yes.
edge pressure.
Speed up.
He's
They
gonna
checked
run,
out
he's
now.
gonna run over here and run the stretch. I don't understand
bounds.
that call either.
Stay in bounds.
Had a little pirate stunt on the backside and movement got
Is
it.
that double edge pressure? Or they just.
They checked out of
They
it.
checked
They
out.
checked out. I think the front was still running like they were running.
But they
Double
checked
edge.
out of it in the back end.
Yes. Because they slant this 6 technique right here.
Yeah.
Pirate him.
He
Great
didn't
play.
get the call. He didn't get
That'd
the
been blocked a little.
Yeah, he
better.
thought it was still double edge.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if that ends up helping Georgia in the long run. If they give up a field goal.
With
Running
that
out
clock
of bounds.
stopping.
Because,
Yeah, that clock
because
stopping
you saved the timeout.
Yep.
I'm centering the ball here.
Yep.
Yes.
We're kicking
With my
field.
field goal kicker, I'm going to go center and put the ball down on the 25-yard line right in the middle.
Oh, they went the other way.
1-on-1 tackle.
Oh, first down. That's a heck of a run by that quarterback.
There you go.
Man, getting his,
That's better than centering the ball.
Yeah.
Getting behind his
Stretch
pads.
Q again. No, they inserted or they were wrong. I don't know who were.
center is going to backside backer. Left guard, let him go.
That's what's so beautiful about when
True
a guy just
freshman.
goes and makes a play.
True freshman. True freshman. National championship.
Well, the true freshman went and blocked the guy that the tight end and tackle were working for.
What you're pointing out is why 3 years in a row they've played for it.
Yeah, right.
There have been true freshmen in all of these games that were great players.
True freshman. Guy that's what, 25 and 2, doesn't start in the second half, and you put a,
Isn't it?
You know, I'm a little surprised they weren't in heavy run.
At this point, halftime, something right happened. Alabama had 94 yards of offense in the first half. They've now got 249 yards of offense this half. It's a significant difference.
What's Georgia
in this
have
game.
besides the one big pass play? Really?
Georgia had 97 yards rushing at half, so now they only have 45 for the second half.
And now they're in their run D, no bear front.
Now we're getting the ball back.
Kirby's got to call timeout.
Gotta use another one.
No face masks. No face masks.
So is there one left or Georgia out? Georgia's out.
Georgia's out.
Georgia's out now.
Well,
You center the ball, you take a knee, and you take it down to.
yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be a kick to win the game.
Third down, you take it with, 8? So in case there's a
He's got a
issue, you can
timeout.
clock it.
So Matt, have you paid attention? And I know he didn't kick for you all. He was a backup. What kind of nerves to see?
What's his
that?
makeup?
Well, no, I think anybody's going to be nervous coming in. But you see, last game he missed a couple. And then this game early had the penalty. He made the first one. But coming up, the last kick he kicked, he made it from 43. So at least he made the last kick.
It could be thinking
in the middle, right in the middle of the field.
Could be thinking about what happened to the guy from Oklahoma last week too. Blocked.
He's a field goal product.
From a field goal block standpoint, guys, so you got Lorenzo Carter, length, tall. Who else we're going to get in there, right? I mean, how are you setting this thing up?
You got a
field goal
critical block you've practiced.
You practiced.
You've practiced.
Your
You
max
got an
block.
overload.
You
And
probably
then-
asked him pregame and all week, where do you want the ball?
Sure.
And that's maybe the best thing for Alabama
And
is
you're
that they
sending
blocked the
11
kick
people.
last week. So they're thinking about it. They're
Everybody's
working
going.
on it. They're not going to be surprised.
Yeah.
They're not going to,
So you center it here, and then you get 2 downs to kick it in case
there's a bad snap.
That's always been the case. Bad snap, eat it.
Because he does have 2 timeouts. And Bear ran to the boundary.
he must like
One
it
on the right hash.
Yeah. That means Papanassis wants it on the right hash. That's what.
Quarterback down. Nope.
Smart to stay in bounds by the young guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
31 seconds here and counting, guys. No timeouts left for Georgia.
33-yarder. What it is.
So the question is, what time, if you're going to kick it on third down,
It doesn't look like he's going to do
you
that.
got to have
He's not doing
yourself
it.
some time.
He's not doing it.
Now they're going to center.
They're centering it. Bullseye left.
First snap is taken.
Go, buddy.
underneath.
Is he going to snap the ball? Coach like called timeout because look at him.
Yep.
He's a freshman, coach.
He's young.
He's a
He is
freshman.
young. And just like Coach Cutt said, these things happen in the red zone.
Yep.
All your coaches are at the 25. There's 2 real factors: communication, and you're closer to the crowd. It's the loudest part of the stadium in the red zone.
How many times, Sammy, did your backup quarterback work center in the ball?
Exactly. I mean, exactly. You're going to work
do it
it.
enough with the starter.
Yeah.
We will never know how big a mistake that may have been. You have a kicker that's not too sure. Now we got frustration and heat on the sideline. He may hate the right hash because a lot of right-footed kickers hate.
He did pull the one earlier on the left hash into the left. You might not even put your stuff up. You might not make it.
Well, I'm counting on seeing something. My stats, you know, my stats mean nothing, Mike.
He's going to center the ball with 6 seconds.
Is he? Well, you got enough time to do it.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, well, he's right there in an official's ear.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts in at quarterback, guys.
Yeah, because he has right.
Yes, that's
That
right.
brings your point.
I'm overloading everybody over here and coming up the field off the edge.
Get down. Time out.
Yeah. Coaches get the
Went a little too far, didn't
Get out. We're soaking wet.
Yeah.
So that's what we do for a living right there.
Get out.
But that's what you're talking about right there. In that situation, have you ever practiced that with your backup quarterback?
I can't tell you that we have.
No. That's why Jalen's back in there. So
I'll be honest, I know I haven't.
Right.
So it's a lesson, and I'm
there's
writing
no
it
doubt.
down.
There's no doubt.
It's a great lesson.
How many times do you hear that, though, too, guys, when you guys always talk about don't ask your players to do something you haven't practiced? Right?
That's right.
Something even so much as placing the ball in the middle of the field.
That's right.
What Coach Panunzio tells him right here.
Nuns.
He's telling them,
Make it.
Coach P.
Be the guy.
Yeah, make it.
he's sweating it.
But a young man from Montgomery, Alabama, got an opportunity to win the game. That's
who transferred in there.
And a great kid.
Three-man operation.
Let's see the wide.
Kick.
All right, there's your
Overload
overload.
the right side
Overload
again.
right side.
Those guys do it all summer long. You got your snapper, your punter holding, and your place
And it's
kicker kicking.
this is right in the middle.
There it goes.
He missed it.
Oh my
Missed it.
gosh.
He missed it bad.
Boy, did he miss it bad.
New life.
So big advantage Georgia right here.
Right now.
Silenced.
They just went through this.
Yeah.
They just did it. We had 3 overtime wins this year, 3 in a row. And it was unbelievable. The second one when we went to it, the kids were just like, we're winning it. I would be shocked if the confidence level isn't sky high on Georgia's sideline right now.
You see his plant foot
Yeah.
slip?
Slip.
He attacks the ball too much. Look at that landing on his heel.
Didn't you say he did that on the first
He
one?
did
missed
it on the one he missed too. That's totally what it is right there. You can't attack the ball. It's no different than a golf swing, you know. That's sad. You get too jacked up with your driver, what's going to happen to you?
Yeah.
Pull a little left.
You're going to jerk it.
Look at that pull and shoot over here on this other side. You see that?
Just a guideline.
Huh?
It's just a guideline.
Little twist, a little
So how do
yank.
you recover now, coaches? I know Nick's over there clapping his hands. I know he's over there, doing everything he can. But your emotion yourself, you just said.
They just expect a lot of energy to get back in it and have a chance to win it.
That's right. That's
But
right.
their defense is more rested now than it was in the
No
first
doubt.
half. Their defense is.
Their defense is more rested, and their quarterback's more confident. They've been able to run the football. They got to feel as good as they felt the whole game.
They really, maybe they'd have tried to
offensively.
possibly win that game right there and run it instead of set it up. He might have. They were kind of just trying to quarterback sweep it and set it up for the field goal.
It just goes to show you how important those guys are. Close games, 2 really close teams, and it comes down to a snap, hold, kick.
Right.
To be the national champion.
That's what. Yeah.
So now what happens if we get into this situation?
Had to come up again, probably.
Well, that's
Because it's hard for these two
right.
teams to score on each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just speechless. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Oh.
Yeah, as a coach.
And that poor kid. He's
The
going
young
to live with
man's
that
got-
for the rest of his life.
he's got to recover
get
quickly
ready to go.
right now.
Is his
He's going to have to go
eligibility,
back
if he's
out.
senior, this it for him?
I believe so.
I just looked. He's a senior from Birmingham, Alabama, or Montgomery,
And that's what-
Alabama.
But
That's what
the way you deal, people they have to understand how we have to deal with place kickers is like baseball. It's like relief pitchers. They got to come back and win for you the next
No doubt.
week. The next, you can't go attack those young men.
No.
It is a difficult job. There was a lot happening right there. The snap and the hold looked fine.
Well, and he's trying.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's doing everything
he's
he knows
trying.
to do.
You know, and he's the best one we had at that time, and he's trying, and he may have to go back out and win the game.
And that's the big. That's the big.
the point.
That's
You gotta
the
go on the horse,
big
buddy.
conversation that you got to have with him right now. Is hey, look, hey, so that one's gone. That's over with. Okay, you're probably going to have an opportunity to win this thing again. So get your mind right now. Move on past that one. Just move on and be ready to win again.
Even with an extra point, he's going to have to go back out there.
And his heart's beating out of his shoulder pads right now. I mean, just pounding on his shoulder pads.
The
So
only one that feels worse are his parents.
that's right.
And some of those guys don't want to be bothered.
Right.
They don't want to be talked to. And then other guys want to have you in their ear and talking to them, but they're all different from their DNA and the way that they operate mentally.
Do we want to go ahead and give everybody a day off of work tomorrow? We're in overtime. And just go ahead and tell your bosses that you'll see them at noon. Wow is right. So Georgia has played 2 overtime games in the semifinal now, and just, how about that?
74 plays to 69, 374 to 346.
Tell of 2 halves. Now, what's the tell of overtime?
Third down is not even close. Wow.
8 of 18 and 3 of 14.
3 of 5 in the red zone, Alabama.
Shake hands, man.
Missed 2
So-
field goals.
so-
Missed 2 field goals.
So really, the story's been the quarterback for Alabama, right?
Congratulations to both teams.
He came in and changed the game.
he changed the
For
game.
this game, it was a good decision.
Yeah.
Or
he
that
can't-
first penalty. What happens if that first penalty we made the kick?
Right.
And you don't have to go back out there and
You
miss
don't
that
have
one.
to.
What happened?
No doubt. But like you said, he changed the game. Then with the 7 straight plays, he threw it 7 straight times for the first score. Right? Loosened that defense back up, got them some 2 high looks, and they were able to win the ball.
And now a coin toss plays a big role in the game.
Take defense, right?
Yeah, and if you win the toss, your percentage of winning is far greater.
And play defense.
Play down there. Okay, very good. Georgia's ball. First
Nick's not going to talk.
This guy's done a great job, huh? For a freshman quarterback.
Yes.
Well,
both of them.
Yeah. A second ago we talked about him drifting on his throw, but my gosh, what a year he's had, huh? Been awesome. Great composure for a young man.
He has composure.
Yeah,
He's made some accurate throws. He's had 2 or 3 drops.
Yeah, he's
really placed the ball nicely.
He's been fantastic.
Well, all bets are off now. It looked like Alabama put a lot of personnel out there. A bunch of them came off. I wonder what Georgia's going to open with.
They got 2 tailbacks in the game.
They're going to check to edge pressure. Rotating down.
They got Swift at the point.
They might see it, max it up. They're going to have single coverage up top.
You may get that reverse.
No, they checked out. They checked the check.
Oh, what a play.
Nice play by that.
That's 30. That's Mac Wilson.
Good job by falling back right there.
That was a nice run by Chubb.
He got 3 yards right there. A duo play. Great play by 30. Fall back.
Behind it.
Going right out of the gap.
Step stack, fall back.
Oh, yeah.
Now lost yards and penalties are critical in overtime.
First time we've seen them in true eye right here.
Yep. They're actually in 22 personnel
some
here.
kind of pattern.
They're in 20. There's the bunch toss.
Just gave a
Great run there.
little bit different presentation, you know.
Yep.
Looked like we whiffed. That's good defense.
Did we whiff on the block?
Press man up top by yourself.
3rd and 6.
May not have it now on 3rd down. There's the sub.
Substitution.
They're in 11. They got
Open
the tight end
setup.
out at number 1. They're going empty. Nope, they're going 2 by 2. Stacking it down here, and they got the tight end.
Moving to Bear.
Yep.
Create those 5 one-on-ones again.
Playing 2-man.
Inside
2-man.
twist,
And somebody got beat. He took a
Inside.
sack.
Sack.
There's a freshman quarterback.
Yeah, oh, boy.
Now we got a long field goal.
There's now they do have a great kicker, right?
The inside
But we're getting ready to find out. 54-yarder.
94 and 24.
It's a 54-yard field goal. And this guy's got range, and we're indoors.
Hope the air conditioner's blowing that way. From
Absolutely.
Really tough. Put that
51-yarder.
Now, does Alabama need to?
And it wasn't like he was immediate. He had some time to get. I mean, they played too high and played man under.
Yep.
And then the back release, the 5 technique dropped.
Wow, he drilled it.
What a kick.
Wow.
Would have been
Big
good
time.
from probably 60.
Wow. What a kick.
Well, there's a definitive difference.
We knew he was good.
They 55-yarder last
That's big
week,
time,
right?
That's big time.
And that
There's
was
your
on
air
grass
conditioning vent,
outside.
Coach Gundy.
Look at that.
You know, and his
Look at them.
his demeanor.
Go back to the technique.
You'll look at his plant foot
Okay.
and look at the difference and let people see what we're talking about. See the balance? That's just total perfect balance, planting his foot.
Kevin Butler.
Yep.
But it's like every other thing we practice, whether it's a throw
It's
or
throwing,
a
it's
block.
balance.
You do.
balance.
That's right. It's been
Kevin's
evident.
excused for class tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, they put it on the left hash for a left-handed quarterback.
Touchdown wins it.
Now, you don't want it to be.
So does a turnover.
You don't want it to be
So does
a turnover, and then you're also there, Nick, thinking, do I need to go
Touchdown.
go 4 downs?
Yes.
Ends on the D&D. Huge
They're
draw.
going empty.
Tight end's blocking, though.
Too deep.
Over route to number 4.
Oh, my goodness. This
Throw it
is
away.
man.
Throw it away.
Get rid of it.
Don't take a sack.
Oh, no.
Two freshmen you worried about. Now I'm really in.
Well, they pulled him here on the
trying
fake
to-
on the screen and go.
They're trying to run the
Safety gets
fake.
over the top on the screen and go to the fake,
Leave
and
the
he
ball
holds it.
Throw it away.
Throw it away.
See, he got to, as soon as the safeties both stayed back, got to get to the middle of the field, right?
That's exactly right.
And I think he had a crosser in the middle of the field.
I saw the.
Crosser and a curl back to the field.
Get half of it back.
Second 20.
Here's where the turnover may
Same
happen
coverage,
right
right.
here. This may end the national championship
sink.
game right here.
Oh, no, he got him.
Fine.
Touchdown.
Game.
Oh, my Lord.
How do you do that?
Ran right by him.
How do you do that?
Half field coverage and the safety didn't get off the hash.
Get
Run
the
it back.
people off the
Rewind.
field.
Ran right by him.
So they were in two sink again, right?
Mhm.
And I think they had I was
Two
looking,
vertical
I was
that
looking down
side?
here, but I think they had two. Here
No,
comes
no. It's
here
sitting
comes
on the
Three by
receiver.
one.
three.
Four
Come
vertical.
three on. He got stuck on three.
We're vertical. And he never got off the
But my
hash.
question, and I don't know,
looking
how
at three
much
across.
too deep do they play? If you don't know how to play cover two, really know how to play it at corner and safety, you have no business being there.
There's no reroute of the weak
There's
side
no
receiver.
reroute,
He just
and the
goes, he runs a
safety
go.
And
has
he's got
no
help.
awareness whatsoever.
Well,
I don't know if he's going to him all that, but or the
your
quarterback's
Mike
looking him off.
He can't let him cross his face. He's got to.
Let's take a look at the end zone.
Got it.
All right.
Right.
And he looks him
Quarterback,
off the whole
if he
time.
stares
That's a
at
good
look
job
at
on
his
the
nose. Here's he does a
him
great job here of looking right. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. So he's holding him on the hash right here with his eyes looking to the three receiver side.
But that's safety. I mean, that
He needs
corner's
to get
got
off the hash.
reroute.
The
That
technique of the
corner's
corner.
Corner's got it.
He made him go inside, but he didn't put his hand on
Yep.
him.
Take some speed off the release. Right.
Yeah.
Safety's got to get over the top of the vertical, but great job by the quarterback here, holding the safety on the hash, letting it go.
You could tell that
God,
corner
what a
at the end was expecting
And
help,
that
but
was
he,
from
he's
what,
got
the
a reroute.
40-yard line?
Yeah, after he
that
took a
sound
sack.
Second and 20.
26, coach. So they lost
What is
16
Nick
yards.
saying we had them all the way?
Never doubt, huh?
Yeah, had them all the way.
What a great game by
You really don't want to see anybody lose that
that's
game,
right.
coach or
Yeah.
player. That was absolutely great energy, great effort. Two freshman quarterbacks that went beyond
We don't have any volume,
what they're
guys.
supposed to be.
Who was at the caught the touchdown for Alabama?
6.
A freshman
Devonta
too?
Smith, so that's another true
Is that
freshman.
Judy?
Really? Another
Devonta Smith.
Devontae Smith.
true freshman, a true freshman.
Yep.
But here's the other thing. Here's what we said before we started the game. Good thing. But we said before we started the game what was going to happen.
There
It was
it is
going to be
again.
big. The two teams are so close. It was going to be a close game. Special teams, penalties, were going to make a difference in this game.
Good job.
Great ball.
At least some secondary coaches working cover two technique this spring.
That was the
Field
second.
for them two right there. 27.
That was the second time they challenged vertically down the field on the boundary.
14 and 24.
Both times they hit him for plays.
Yeah, only twice.
So that's a senior corner, and that's a senior safety in their last game for Georgia. You hurt for those young men. Biggest plays of their lives. And they played great all game.
The quarterback controversy.
What do you think that off-season discussion is going to be like?
Well, they'll be
I think
excited
they made
because
the
now they got
decision.
two guys that can play.
Exactly right.
But I think they made the decision at halftime.
Yeah.
If there's not, if Hurt's not hurt.
Right.
He didn't say he came back and ran the one play. He's been into it on the sideline. I don't.
He was on the
just
field
all
celebrating
go
after the
right
game.
there,
It must be good to see him
3-1.
do that.
Was he
Yeah.
on the throw?
Yep.
I don't think he was injured. I think they
And
felt like they needed to
they
spark.
called the play because of the sack. Somebody
Yes.
said, "Hey, we got to get down the field."
We gotta get down.
I mean, our field goal kicker is not going to be able to. Chances are not going to be able to make this kick. We got to go.
Yeah.
But somebody says we're going to let's run 4 verts.
Guys,
I think they said we're going to throw it to him to this guy no matter. He was just looking, or maybe it was
well
film
could.
study.
Very well could.
Maybe they knew Sanders would cheat and play ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you hadn't seen a lot of two sink
No, sir.
in the game.
No.
Guys, real quick, let's start as this thing wraps up. Let's get some final thoughts on what happened tonight. Coach Summer, we'll start with you, and then just wrap it around the table.
It's just what we said to start the game. Two great football teams, really close in talent.
Yeah.
Schematically, about the same thing on defense. And Cut said it best at the beginning. Penalties, right? Special teams dictated the end of this game. 2 missed field goals, right? Penalties that gave up yards to get people in the red zone and took away points early in the game with the penalty on the field goal that ended up getting missed.
My thoughts, I have such respect for those young men that play the game, play our game, under extreme pressure. Georgia traveled to California and played in a heck of a game. Alabama's had everybody aims at Alabama. Those young men are mentally and physically tough. They played as hard as they know how to play. You hate to see, and there's no losers on that field. I know Georgia feels awful. That's two great programs, right there. Hats off to Kirby Smart, a young coach. I don't know how his team represented. They were prepared to play. No question about that.
Totally agree with Coach. Great game, great teams, played their hearts out, and you're happy for the guys that won, and you feel sad for those other guys that laid it on the line. A lot of them guys I personally recruited, and you see Nick Chubb right there crying in the end zone a minute ago and had a shot. Kind of hurts you a little bit for him.
Just again, two great teams, but I think in the second half, Alabama's defense, they gave up one play. They gave up the touchdown on 3rd and 11, but they bowed their neck and played really good. In the second half, they were much better on 3rd down in the second half and gave their offense a chance to come back and tie it up. So Alabama's defense really stepped up. They got a turnover.
Yes.
They stepped up in the second half. I thought that was the difference.
Not to be redundant, but a major decision was made at halftime to make a quarterback change.
And how risky was that, though? When you think about it, if that thing goes wrong,
it's a difference in the game.
Yeah.
And credit to that staff.
That was the guts to do it.
Credit to the quarterbacks to being great teammates to each other, being prepared, going out and making plays. I mean, there's very few number 2 quarterbacks who can go do what just happened.
He's doing an interview right now.
He's probably prepared because of the guy that was in front of him. Probably was a great leader for him.
Right.
To
me, all these things are all right on, but that was a spectacular decision, and what a great job by those kids. Unbelievable.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, a gladiator sport, guys laying it on the line. Been at it for August, September, October, November, December, 5.5 months. And to give that kind of effort, really the closest I've watched SEC football this year, but tremendous speed all over the field. Guys are playing physical. But I think one thing that our teams and young kids can learn is this: the next guy's got to be ready. Yeah. I saw that in this game. Happened to be the quarterback. And what Coach said, he's been around quarterbacks for 50 years probably, or however long, but how many backup quarterbacks actually prepare like they're supposed to?
Yeah.
And we say it all the time, right? God, you're a turned ankle away. And you saw the left tackle, freshman, right?
Right.
And he's getting reps, but are you actually prepared? And you saw a game tonight where a backup quarterback came in and essentially was the impact player of the game, and they won the game.
I'd say the first time in history of the college game that a backup quarterback comes in at halftime and wins the game.
With a backup left tackle.
Yeah.
And really the number 3 running back in the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not skip over that. All these freshmen
so
playing.
Najee Harris.
Exactly.
Alex Leatherwood was left tackle coach. You mentioned that. Devontae Smith just caught the touchdown.
Freshman
He's a true
tight
freshman.
end.
And 2 is a true freshman.
And you replaced the guy's 25 and 2.
I don't know about you guys. I'm ready to get on the road, go recruit. Better recruit.
We can't be. We got Deron Payne.
Yeah, Deron Payne, 94.
94.
He belongs.
Wow. You know what? I think if he sticks with it, he could have a future.
He's got
in
a
the game.
chance.
Really good play.
He really might have been the MVP.
Yeah.
With
Dictated play of the game.
Wow.
Really
Hey,
good.
guys, first and foremost, I know our audience thanks you. Thanks so much for this because you've provided insight that, and as you guys know, everybody sees you for 3 hours with a headset on. They got to see what happens for you guys each and every week, and we thank you very much for coming in. We hope you had as good a time as I know our viewers did. What a great way to end the season. Good luck in recruiting to you and your staffs and your families. We'll see you all next year.
Thank you. Great time.